And he'll celebrate one more time. This one counts. This time, he's in.
Now, Nia Long done pissed me off. Nia Long is too old to be dressed like that on social media, on the internet, on a magazine, anywhere. She too old to be dressed like that. I seen when she was posing for Kim Kardashian's wardrobe or whatever. I don't remember the name of it. SKIMS or something. I don't know. Something like that. And she posing like wearing that, the bathing suit. I don't know. In my opinion, she's just too old to be moving like that. Like, she needs to be sitting on the bench holding a dog in a damn winter dress or something. You posing like you 19. You know, now people may say, oh, bro, you too much. I just think at a certain age, you need to hang it up, bro. These old women still trying to be sexy. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with keeping yourself up, but at a certain age, like, just act your age, man. Like, just leave it to the young women. Like, you see these grandmas walking around with BBLs and body job. Like, baby girl, you had your time. Let Mother Nature do its thing. You fighting Mother Nature. Skin lift, everything. Everything. You just want everything lifted and tooted. It don't matter how old these women get nowadays. Everything got to be tooted and tight, which, you know, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, I'm tired of seeing these old women trying to move like they young and hot still. Like, nobody want to age no more. Everybody just want to stay young. You can't stay young forever. But I guess these surgeries and Botox is keeping them, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I just don't think that's a good look for her. She's too old. Then Kim Kardashian, everyone knows her for just being very promiscuous and nasty. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna jump in here and then model her swimwear like that? Just, I don't know. That's just crazy to me. But whatever. Who am I?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, who are you? And listen to what I'm saying. I get what he was trying to say, and maybe it would have been cool if you would have tried to use somebody else that wasn't Nia Long for an example. I just think using Nia Long for that example in that SKIMS ad was absolutely like the dumbest thing you possibly could have did, bro. And listen to what I'm saying. I get it, and I understand the ageism thing, and I understand how people try to. And I think a lot of times, and I kind of thought about this when I was thinking about coming in with this as the first topic, and I wonder if it more just a men thing where you kind of feel like you want women to age gracefully because you kind of want to you kind of almost want to cap them out where it's to the point where it's like, you want them to kind of settle, you want them to slow down, you want them to kind of start to, I guess, grab some form of low self-esteem so you can kind of feel like you can capture the moment. So it's just like, if a woman stay beautiful for too long, then that means you got to continuously, like, there's no room for you to kind of lack off. Like, there's no room for you to kind of take your foot and take your foot off the gas of applying pressure. And I think that's kind of sometimes where when I heard him talking and I'm listening to him, like, that's all it sounded like. You just upset that, okay, this 50-something year old woman could still look good, where she could still be on somebody's advertisement. Like, that to me is an accomplishment on taking, like, when you saying Nia Long, like, I think her realistically, I mean, I don't know about the Botox and all that other stuff because I wasn't looking that hard into her face, and some people may go to better doctors than others, but when I think about Botox, I think about them women to be on, like, what's that, the house, not the housewives and the mafia housewives or whatever the case may be. So maybe that's the extreme where it looks horrible. So I don't see that on Nia Long. Nia Long just still looks very naturally beautiful. She still look like Nia Long from Love Jones or any other TV shows or movies that you fell in love with Nia Long. So I think that just when I hear that, it just sound like, bro, you just hating because she looked good. And I seen like people on the internet, and I feel like it was all a bunch of dudes who you kind of want women to hurry up and tap out at a certain age of stop looking sexy and stop looking good. So you feel like, all right, cool. By the time women get to 50, they will be ready, or getting closer to 50, they may be quicker or willing to settle down because we trying to put them in almost in a box. But that to me is kind of, it's just like weak. Like, bro, step your game up. Like, if you sitting here close and you pushing 50 and you still looking for, and like you not, I guess, up to the par where you can date women that's your age, and I mean, I guess you gotta break the Diddy glass and go date you a young girl or be like Bill Belichick. I don't know what to tell you, but Nia Long look good to me. I wish, like, I want to know her exact age because I don't even want to say it and kind of just throw around random ages. I want to say Nia Long is
54.
So yeah, 54. And the way, bro, she looked amazing at 54 in that SKIMS joint. And it's not like, and I could see, and it's like,
it wasn't even nothing like tasteless.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Like, bro, she got a bathing suit on with stockings and all. Like, bro, this is like something. Like I said, I think sometimes with just a lot of men, they don't realize or listen to themselves sometimes to be like, and I get it, I understand some people just unmastered social media and you just trolling, like you just trying to get people riled up just for clicks and views and just kind of trying to clickbait people in just to start a conversation. You really may not feel this way, but it's like, bro, I hope at 50 years old I can still look that good. And I think sometimes when you judging people on the way they carry themselves at a certain age, especially if it got, like I said, it's timeless, it's classic. Like this literally could still be a photo shoot that can be on Times, I mean not Times Magazine, but Times Square, like in the middle of New York City. Because shout outs to Kim Kardashian because she did open up a SKIMS store in New York City, I believe, in like one of the biggest shopping districts in New York. I believe it's on Fifth Ave. So for her to be able to have a brick and mortar store, I'm sure realistically this Nia Long ad could literally be anywhere in the middle of Times Square right now during the holidays, and nobody will be like, "Oh, kids, close your eyes." Like it's not one of them type of moments. So it's just like listening to him say that. It's kind of just like, you need to tighten your game up, dog. Because if you don't want a woman to look sexy and still have some form of sex appeal at 50, then you just kind of, it's to me speaks more of who you are as a man, where you kind of feel like you may not be able to step up to the plate when you get up in age because you're trying to, again, you want women at 50 to kind of look like maybe like how your mom may have looked. I don't necessarily know, and I get it that some dudes don't know how to I guess to get that image out of your head, but I don't like, bro, at 50, I don't want to date somebody that look like somebody mom. Like I would rather date Nia Long. Like let's be serious. Like again, like some dudes just gotta come on, bro. You gotta tighten it up. Nia Long look good to me. This ain't nothing look bad about what she had going on in this ad. And again, I think just realistically for a lot of men, I just think you want women to kind of age badly because you kind of want women to date maybe scared when they're later 30s, early 40s, or when they like 45. You want them to kind of start to date with a lot more fear in their heart and not realistically. You don't want to apply pressure. And let's be clear, everybody not gonna be Nia Long. Like there is, I was literally just talking to a homegirl of mine, and I was sitting here saying, let's be clear, it's still some like the Nia Long's going kind of almost into conversations with the LeBron James and the Tom Brady's, because it's not going to be a million Nia Longs. It's only going to be a handful. So let's not make this like this is going to be the norm where a bunch of women can chase the Nia Long look. Like, no, that's genetics, and that's somebody who got time to actually take care of their health. They can eat properly. You can drink enough water so your body can still preserve and your skin can still look like you did in your 20s. Just be clear, because there's a lot of people who not going to look like that in their 50s. So I don't think you should eat one. You shouldn't get your panties in a bunch, because that's not going to be the norm. But still, when you do see that in somebody at 54, you should celebrate it instead of more complaining and crying about it, because that to me should be the bar. Like, you should be pushing women to want to be like, hey, you should want to take care of yourself so you can look like this at 54, instead of sitting here trying to discourage them and want them to look like somebody mom. Like, I'm cool. Like, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Like, because I still want to look. I want to look good. At 50-something years old, I want to be able to still post up. If I feel like taking a picture without no shirt on, I want to be able to take a picture without no shirt on. So again, shout out to Nia Long. Shout out to Kim Kardashian for building up a brand where most people kind of will be happy with just her online success. Like, bro, her online success and her online store cranks so hard. The average, nobody, I'm not even the average person. Most people who have any type of business sense wouldn't even have jumped out there like Kim Kardashian is with opening multiple stores, because it's like, bro, you already cranking on the internet. What you need a store for? But for the fact that she was still like, all right, cool, I'm cranking on the internet, and I believe in I can get enough foot traffic as well. Like, that to me is tight. So again, like I said, shout outs to Kim Kardashian, shout outs to Nia Long. I guess moving along, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do believe Netflix should realistically get the streaming platform of the year award, because Netflix have not let me down all year, and they kind of just, if you really kind of think back to, and they kind of realistically going to end the year all strong, hopefully, God willing, with the Beyonce and doing the football games, they're doing them properly, and hopefully all of that, I guess their internet or their wire base or whatever, however you pronounce it or say it is, it'll be strong enough to kind of support everybody wanting to watch football on Christmas Day. But like I said, they just have, you talking about Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, you talking about was that I don't think, what's the name was this year, was it can you cut that sound down? Yeah, so it just They just literally just been knocking it out of the park. When we talking about from TV series to everything that they have, from all their TV shows that they've been putting out, literally, like I said, all their sporting events or just even major comedy shows or whatever the case may be. I feel like Netflix haven't got it wrong. I haven't watched this much Netflix in a long time. I probably realistically haven't watched this much Netflix since the pandemic. So I kind of really want to give them a lot more credit for them stepping up their game, because I know realistically a lot of people were sitting here saying, oh yeah, Apple TV and all these other platforms, they would feel like they were supposed to be on Netflix back, and Netflix had to get it together, and people were sitting complaining when Netflix cut off the you can't share the passwords no more, whatever the case may be, and they started to up their price. I can honestly sit here and say Netflix, from doing all of those things that people were complaining about, they have upped their content so much that I don't even think people realize that they up their prices, or you don't even hear people complaining about sitting here not be able to share passwords no more, because it's kind of worth paying, whatever the case may be. Like I'm talking about, they literally from every TV series they didn't drop, from you talking about the Hernandez, what is it? Not the Hernandez, what was it? The whatever the two brothers was, that Joan. What else they had on there recently? What was it? Raw Piece. Like I said, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. But realistically, what I know my brain can't remember everything that I done watched on Netflix, but it's been a lot all year. But the two Jones that I watched, it kind of was like, dang, these Jones was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Have y'all seen what was it? What's the number, Joan? 6. What is it? What the hell is the name of this joint with Kerry Washington? And then shout out to Kerry Washington. God, you talking about another, what is it? The 688. Did y'all get a chance to watch that? Yeah, that joint is fire. It's on Netflix. It is featuring Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington is we talking about another woman that's aging like fine wine, beautiful. I'm talking about what are the kids saying now? She fine shit. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus, that is a beautiful woman.
Is it action? Oh, is it?
No, it's just a story. It's a story about a bunch of black women going to serve in the Marines. They didn't go serve, like they went to like actual war. Now the crazy thing is the way it started off, it was one of the young ladies who eventually ended up going serving. She of course, it's like back in the day, like when you're not even supposed to be dating nobody white or black, the interracial dating, that is supposed to be a hard no. So it started off with a black female and a white dude, and they was dating and they liked each other. Matter of fact, they was in high school, their senior year in high school, whatever the case may be. One of the white girls was giving her a hard time. Anyway, this dude, so they liked each other, whatever the case may be, and he wanted to come back after he went to go serve. He wanted to come back and marry her. And I'm not going to do too many spoilers, but this is probably the most major spoiler. He went to go serve and he ended up dying. And then she still wanted to go over there, and it kind of like her mom and grandma was like, why you want to go over there? And he just went over there and got killed. So she still went over there and served, but like I said, it's a good watch. It's one of them jumps. Like I said, it's not a super long joke. It's not a series. It's just a clean movie. And I even seen people sitting here saying they don't believe that Tyler Perry actually wrote this, because Tyler Perry did. I think he did an interview and said he wrote this in like 2 weeks, and people was like, this is too good for Tyler Perry to sit here and lie to us and say he wrote this, especially him saying he wrote this in 2 weeks. So that kind of just realistically.
Well, why would that be a lie?
Because people, it's the running joke.
But if it's not a Tyler Perry film, though, right?
It is.
Oh, it is a Tyler Perry film?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know if it's a Tyler Perry film.
No, it's still, but it's a Tyler Perry joke, but it's based on a true story. So people was just like, come on, like nobody just don't, because of course, like I said, the running joke, of course, is Tyler Perry does not, he write all this stuff, and people always be like, he need to bring other people in the room with him, that he needs to bring other people in the writing room. He needs to allow other people space and opportunity to write.
So that's my question. I feel like just in general, like, what do you really like? Because I feel like I think it's just to each his own, because it's like most people who complain about the Tyler Perry, I mean, people still watch it. So I'm just like, what do you really like then? Because when you compare, okay, Tyler Perry, then who else is it that you watching, or what movies that you watch?
I don't know. Of course, the internet is the internet. I mean, Tyler Perry is old, and Tyler Perry know his real fan base and his real audience ain't on social media, so it kind of don't matter. Like people who are really into Tyler Perry movies, and if you just see Tyler Perry name attached to it, you're gonna give it a watch anyway. They not on social media like that. Like think about the women who carry Tyler Perry's career from plays to right now, today's time, bro. Them people are not on social media like that. Like they may know of social media, but them people, like people who have actually paid and bought tickets to go see Tyler Perry's live plays when Tyler Perry was first getting started, when Tyler Perry was selling his jumps at the plays on VHS. Bro, people are not on social media, so their opinion don't matter. Like sometimes you gotta kind of know that Tyler Perry knows that.
Do that kind of do a disservice to him? Because it's like, because who the people on the social media who saying, oh, this is bad, oh, don't watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like who discredit him on social media is not the ones who's watching the Tyler Perry plays, right?
What's the question that you asking?
You saying what I'm saying is, you saying the people saying that what is not a good watch, don't, because that's Tyler Perry typical. That's what I'm saying. So the people who are discrediting him right now are not the actual Tyler Perry fans, right?
I think some people on social media are just masters at just trolling and just sitting here saying like, what's the worst I can say? I think the more I pay attention to social media, you kind of see some people just kind of only tweet negative stuff. So I think it's still a lot of people who sit on social media and just tweet bad stuff.
So you can't really go off of what people say on social media.
No, not for real. I mean,
Okay.
you got to kind of take it at face value.
Yeah,
it depends on who it's coming from. Like
that's
I
why
just personally wouldn't.
That's why I was kind of wondering, because that's what I'm saying. If you saying the Tyler Perry crowd is more of an older crowd, and if they're not on social media, then it's just like, all right, well then who are you really going off of, or what you know what I'm saying, what you basing off of? Because if it's like the people who watch Tyler Perry, who enjoy the Tyler Perry stories and all that are not.
But I think one thing people kind of gotta. I mean, well, one thing that I realized, even if you're talking about bad or good, what was the bad press that Tyler Perry was getting off the last joint? What was the one that was on Amazon this year? I can't remember the name of it, but the joint ended up being good. And think about how bad I'm saying, nigga, the press on that joint was so bad that I almost didn't watch it, but I was like, I have to watch it because everybody trashing it. And then more people that kept after the first group of people who ran out was like, oh, it was bad, this, that, and the third, and they was dragging it. It was going viral for that. It was the joint that what's the one of the sisters, her ex. Was the Tia Tamara one of them Joan that just recently got divorced? Her ex-husband was in that one, and realistically, it made people run to go watch it, and it was a good watch. So it's just like I said again. I think a lot of people on social media, just the same way when we started off with the dude with the Nia Long, I think some people just know how to. And they call it rage baiting. Like, so people, you just come up with I seen a girl tweet literally, or it may have been a dude. I don't even know who it was. I didn't even look. They say oh, if we being honest right now, Sweetie rapping better than Meg Thee Stallion. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, stop. Like, and I was mad that I even seen a blog page pick that tweet up. Like, bro, come on. It's just, but again, we talking about just for engagement. Some people know how to just post stuff, say certain things to get even people to engage, because that just is a inflammatory tweet. Like, bro, are we being serious right now? Nobody shouldn't even engage with this, but people do, because some people can't help to see stuff, get upset, and then they got to sit here and repost it and get their opinion on why they don't like it. But like I said, this is a good Tyler Perry. I'm not even about to say it's a good Tyler Perry movie. It's just a good movie in general. And to see so many, and like I said, Kerry Washington's character was one of the main, of course, leading characters on it, and just even how she stood up for her troops. It's like I said, it's a good watch. Like I said, they didn't actually serve no time. Some of the troops did end up dying, and they wasn't even serving. Like, I don't want to do too many spoilers because I do want people to watch it. But like I said, it's a good joint. Like, it's one of them joints where you be like, damn, this is kind of fire. And it was based on a true story. Like, I seen a girl tweet. She tweeted a picture of one of the women who served and was a part of this, and it was like her great grandma. She was just like, yeah, whatever. I hope y'all get to watch it. This was based on a true story. My great grandma did go serve, whatever. And she posted like a real like picture, like a throwback junk, like somebody would have had in their house. Like, this was a real picture of one of these women. So like I said, the junk was fire. And the other, like I said, the lady who went to go serve, who was dating a white dude at the beginning of the joint. Like I said, the joint was a good joint. Like, it was one of them joints. It's worth the watch. What else? Netflix got me again with, oh man, this one was, oh my God, Carry On. I don't necessarily know if y'all seen it. This is actually, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw it.
What was your thoughts on it?
It was pretty good. It was good. I didn't think it was gonna be good at all, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know what to think, because it was just like, I honestly didn't know what to think, to be honest. Like, I didn't know how it was going to go, how they was going to keep it exciting, how they was going to grab your attention. But when they got your attention, that movie, I was like, I could not stop watching that joint. That's why I said you got to give Netflix their credit, because when they getting it right, like, they damn near almost hitting a home run every time. Like, and that joint wasn't even like a slow burn or nothing. It kind of just like
it started.
It started off fast, and when it started off, and you really kind of got to figure it out, like what was about to go on, like it was just locked and loaded, and it just even. The thing that kind of just like I guess the question I would ask you, if you was the dude who they end up putting the little earpiece in and was trying to run the scam the whole time, do you think you would have originally just gave up way earlier than what he did? I mean, he never gave up, of course, but I'm just saying, like, in general, even when he was originally, when they was testing them off the rip, and he kind of like, they knew where his dad and his mom used to work, and that dude was like really in his ear, giving him like, I was like, I wouldn't have kept risking it. He just didn't care.
Yeah, he did. He risked it way too much. He was asking,
like, even after the police officer got killed when he tried to hand the police officer the note and he killed him, bro, I would have been done after that. Like, maybe I'm cool when I understand, like, all right, and then it kind of still made sense, because at heart and at nature, he really wanted to be a police officer, and you can and I like the way, even when you allow the movie to continuously play out, you can see he still had those police instincts the entire time. Like, he never kind of allowed them to die down. So I kind of realistically, I do like that. Like, I like the way it completely completely played out. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it because I'm sure it's the holidays and some people are looking for different things to watch. But I'm not gonna lie, that Carry On joint, you at least give that joint a cool. I don't even think you got to give it 15 minutes. By the time you get to 15 minutes in, you should be hooked on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to think just what other little parts that you can kind of not give away, but without spoiling it. But like I said, it's a good joint. It's one of those things where it's kind of just like, it kind of almost make me wonder, like, damn, how much of some of this stuff is true? And maybe not to that extreme, because I was looking at it like, damn, could this be even true? And people would kind of be doing this if you were just kind of even just trying to smuggle drugs. Like, listen, let's not even take it off the extreme where you're trying to almost like blow up a whole plane, but you sitting here really just trying to get in some drugs, where I kind of was thinking like, damn, I wonder how much of some of this stuff is true, because I get it. Like, I don't be thinking I don't think no movies is kind of just made out of thin air. I think sometimes some of them kind of get some truth to them. And then maybe your people's imagination can kind of run a little bit wilder with it. But I still think sometimes it's a little bit like, damn, it got to be a little bit of truth to this.
It definitely is.
But like I said, Carry On and the 6888, both of those joints are two good movies to watch over the holidays if you need something to watch on Netflix. Like I said, to me, Netflix has outdone themselves this year when it comes to just, I mean, it's worth every dollar I'd have spent this year on Netflix. Like, I feel like I said, as long as they get these football games right on Christmas Day, I definitely feel like Netflix hands down. It's like, I don't even know. Like, Amazon tried. Like, Amazon had like two good Jones. Like I said, the Tyler Perry Jones, the Alex Cross.
I think everybody got they head here and there. You mean you go to them for what you want?
I feel like it's Netflix, Amazon, and everything else is kind of just like, So like, you can't just put out one good joke.
Okay, like, all right, let me ask you this, right? So if right now, if you just had to say you just picking one, or that's all you going to watch, you okay with just watching just Netflix?
For sure, hell yeah.
And everything else, you can't access nothing else. You just watching just Netflix.
Yeah, I can do it just without any of the other stuff. Like the other stuff, realistically.
What about YouTube?
I mean, I don't count YouTube because YouTube is YouTube.
But see, so is that a kind of like a cheat code then? Because I feel like YouTube.
No, because YouTube, I don't go on YouTube to watch movies.
No, but YouTube, that's what I'm saying. I guess YouTube don't put movies. I mean, they do put movies on there, but it's not like exclusively on YouTube. So that's a streaming service, though.
Yeah, no, though. Like, I don't like. I mean, I get it. I understand that YouTube got the YouTube TV, and I know they got the basketball and the football package. They even got a WNBA joint, but I don't use YouTube for none of those things. Like, so I don't count. Like, I don't feel like you put YouTube in that conversation.
But that's what I'm saying. So for you to sit here and say, "Well, I'm giving Netflix this award," you know what I'm saying? For
the reason why I say that, because just think about it. Let's even use Peacock, for example. Like, all right, Peacock is cool. I mean, they got the game. We got the game on right now, but realistically, okay, Peacock had Bel Air. What else they had? Like, I didn't really get a chance to really lock into the Kevin
Peacock
Hart
got the wrestling shit and all that. That's what I'm saying. But
Netflix got wrestling now too.
That's don't start till January. But
I mean, still they got it.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, would you? That's what I'm saying. Like, with these services now, what would you just be happy? Just like, all right, I don't got nothing else. I'm gonna just take one.
Netflix really, you got to think about it. Netflix had the starting five jump with the NBA. So if you're a basketball fan, they had that. Like, listen, what I'm saying. Every jump had like little miscellaneous jumps. Like,
yeah,
okay,
everybody
even,
got
like I said, even even Peacock, they had the who they got that I watched on there. They got Juju Watkins little docuseries, but them they got one little. They got maybe. Let's just sit here and say, if you say we really take some time and we can come in next week and really kind of run off all the things that Netflix had. I feel like for every one big show that each one of these streaming platforms had, Netflix damn near had 5. Like, if you sit here and say, okay, cool, like I said, Peacock, okay, I got Peacock so, because of Bel Air.
Stars, does that still count as a?
Okay, let's look at Stars. So you're saying you got 50 Cent and then you go now they don't been on break for how? No, what Power game went off? Like damn near 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
So what?
So no, that's what I'm saying.
That's why but you can't compete, and you sit here like you can't go on months. Like we don't even know when the next 50 Cent show about to come back on.
So that's why that's why I said when you said that Netflix, and that's why I'm just asking, just like in general, it's just like, all right, if you just had to get rid of, if you only could take one streaming platform, what would you take? So you said a Netflix.
Yeah, it's Netflix. Netflix by it hands down by far. I don't even necessarily know if it's anywhere comparison or anything close to Netflix. Netflix did their big one this year. I ain't gonna hold you. What else is going on in the world? Okay, real quick, because I knew I'm trying to think. What was it off the top of my head? Oh yeah, real quick, because I was watching this joint last week, and I meant to make this a topic last week. I know it was on the in the description, but we didn't talk about it. I was watching this I was watching Speedy on TikTok, and he had like people calling in, whatever the case may be. So it was some dude who called into his jump, and the dude was like, I've been on 9 dates with this girl. He was gone off the girl, but he was like, he'd been on 9 dates. And I guess his beef was that she never even flinched to pay the bill, not one time for none of their dates. And then it was kind of like, all right, people was giving it feedback. And of course, women in the jump, what's the problem? Who cares? You went on that. If you really like her, why you worried? Why you counting how many dates you played for? And of course, it's men in the jump like, nah, dog, 9 dates is crazy. And then put the icing on the cake is he never clapped the cheeks. Bro, going on 9 dates and you pay for all the dates and you ain't crap no cheeks is ridiculous, dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That it was like, I would have been, I'm trying, and I kind of kept, and I had 2 weeks to
ridiculous? Think. Maybe he really liked her and he didn't want her, feel no type of way. Like,
so, but if you really like her, then what's the point of even you sitting here, you going on somebody live stream and you complaining about it? What's the purpose of even complaining about it then?
Oh, he was complaining about it.
Yeah, he was on the show because he was trying to get advice. He called up Speedy Jones and he was trying to get advice from Speedy. And he was like, hey, I've been on 9 dates with this girl. I like her a lot.
Hold on. You saying that's okay? If that's your son, you saying that's okay for him to sit here and just take a girl out on 9 dates
and pay for all 9 and get no cheeks? Like, bro, you can't go out of pocket for both.
He might really like her.
Okay, yes, he really no. Let's keep it realistic. Let's just say that this is your son, right? Let's keep it in high school where he's out here going on these dates.
No, not even high school. Let's put it in college. Your kid is in college, so this is their money.
I just say high school because he might be asking you for money. That's what I'm just saying. Like, he's asking you for money.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's just keep it at that realistic. Where he's like, oh, mom, can you cash out me this?
So I'm supposed to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna keep giving you no money for you to take her out.
Why she can't pay for it? That's what you would say, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So my thing is, you saying it's okay for him to keep paying all these dates.
But why does he keep doing it?
Because he really like her.
Oh, so
he don't know how to but that's what I'm saying. But
why are we more mad than he is? Obviously, if he keep doing it, then what's the big deal? But
I think that the problem is with they're accepting that, oh, okay, you paying for everything, and just like I'm happy with that. Instead of you sitting here, all right, well, I'll pay for this date.
But he keeps doing it. This is date number 9.
No, you didn't offer to do it at all.
Okay, after date number 3, wouldn't you have a problem?
I don't know. 3, no, listen, what I'm saying. I would have never had a problem at all if I was clapping cheeks. I wouldn't even be counting how many dates I done paid for after I would have clapped off the second date. If I would have hit off the second date, I don't care about how many dates I paid for.
She could have had like a 6-month rule or whatever,
Yeah, those
conversations. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
If
that's my child, he came to me about some. No, stop it.
Stop it after what number? What number would you say?
Depending on where the dates was at. Like, that's what I'm saying. What do you count it? Like,
you can't go but on so many 9 BS dates. So 1 or 2 of them Jones got to be official.
Well, shit, me. If that's me.
No. You was about to say you give me 9 spots that you can go to this cheap.
Oh, I'm going to all the cheap spots. I'm not
at 9.
No, let me tell you what. I just went to Ruth Chris for the second time in my whole life yesterday for my goddaughter's birthday. So at the end of the day, like, I don't do those type of days. So
listen to what I'm saying. Okay, then cool.
So that's what I'm saying.
Give me 9 then.
What, 9 days that my son can take? You can take them.
No, nigga, you ain't got to screw your son. You can go to you right now as a grown adult. Give me 9 cheap places that you can go to.
I'm a cook or do whatever. I mean, that's still a date, right? If I'm cooking, that's a date, right?
All right, if you say so.
That's a date.
That is a date. I don't know what you're dealing with. That's a date.
Not the first
I'm cooking though. So what number date is that then?
For you to cook?
Dog, you can. All right, okay, this time of year, right? Let's go see the Christmas lights. That's a date.
That's not free,
right? That's okay. That's not a cheap date. That's what, $25 to go see ride through Christmas lights.
Okay, I don't know. I ain't been in the run, so I can't remember.
Yeah, that's okay. So you right? So okay, that's a date. We can sit here and go to what's the joint down the national where the Nets play at. That little Winter Wonderland shit, you can go to that. That's another.
Oh, I thought that's what you was talking about the rip.
No, I'm talking about Walker's Park. Right? I thought that was Walker's Park. Driving through that.
Nah, I ain't know. Kyle, who about to let you do that on the first date? What are we talking about?
It's the winter time. What do you mean? Dog.
So
you listen, and then you the same person say you don't want to sit here that you not dating people because you can't spend the money. Dog, it don't matter. At the end of the day, if you want to talk to me, dog, this is what we're gonna do. See, you setting your bar to how you dealing with females that want too much.
No. You're missing my total point. My question is, when do you think you're getting these dates off? That cannot be. Can't imagine you think somebody just want to sit in the car with you the very first day and ride around Walker's Park. Like, are we being serious right now?
Why not? That's a date. If we sit here and say, hey, let's go here, get a drink or whatever the case may be, let's ride, let's go see Christmas lights. What is wrong with that?
Erica, you the woman in the room. That's cool for a first date.
It's not a bad date.
All right, cool. Like I said, I haven't been on dates in a brick, so I don't know. I'm listening to whatever y'all say.
I mean, what's wrong with that? What's the difference between you saying, "Hey, let's go to a bar and grab a drink"?
All right, cool. Like we still at one. We at one. You still at one date. Like I said, 9. He said 9, dog. You at 1.
I just gave you 2.
Okay,
Go bowling.
2. Okay, cool.
3.
Okay.
Dave and Buster's 4.
Listen. Again, let's slow down with some of these phrases because you throwing a lot of these off, and you are a drinker. So guess what that means? 9 times out of 10, the people you drink. I mean, you're dating. You're drinking.
You have at the end of the day, you don't have to sit here by the bar.
I ain't sitting here saying about a bar, but you sit here. I don't think these dates is gonna be as cheap as you trying to make them sing, especially if you drinking.
How? Why not?
Bro, if you drinking, you gonna bowling, you gonna at least get to $100.
To $100
Yeah.
for 2 people?
Yeah.
That's including the game, the bowling, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, that's cool.
Okay,
that's fine. But okay, that's fine. You got to space them out. Like you're not going. See, and I think that's the thing. So if you're saying 9 days, that's what 3 months.
Probably
1 day?
2, to be honest. That's probably 2, maybe 3. I mean, 3 if you lucky, or 3 if you dragging your feet.
Yeah, that's like 1 day a week. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. I think the whole. See, that's why we got to see the time frame, and
so that's my point. But you're the one who sit here and said that was your son. You would tell him don't do it. So that's what I'm saying.
Tell him after a while.
I don't get what your problem would be then if you
because how you like when you say 9 days. That's what I'm saying. If you telling me, all right, you've been on 9 days after what 3 months, then all right, that was 1 day to 1 day a week. Then I'm okay. Then that's cool.
So now you sit here saying you wouldn't tell your son that.
No, but I think it's just how much money you asking me to keep kicking out to you. That's my thing. Like when I'm looking at it, it's just like as you know what I'm saying. Oh, Dad, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? You know
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
we said let's take the kid out and let's make it just regular adults. This is you just being adults. So you sitting here saying 9 dates. Now you sitting here saying you can feel like you can get away with $100 will be just the minimum the max for you for the date. So now you at 9 dates. When in your mind, or if you giving somebody some game, when do you feel like you will sit here? Or it's cool. You cool with the 9 days now because you just stretched it out for 3 months.
On me, I'm not. Are you talking about I'm not clapping at all until after the 9 days?
You still ain't. You 9 days in and you ain't clap.
We wouldn't be going on 9 days.
Yeah, I think I hear what you're saying, but I don't because even how far you stretching it out, I don't necessarily know if I would even be counting it like that then. Because now it just seems like it's just like, all right, you only seeing this person once a week. Like,
no, I'm seeing them, but I mean not going on a date. We don't have to go on a date every time I see you.
But I think that makes it even worse. Let's just say you come over to the house and we watching movies and you still haven't had sex yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's even
no.
Yeah, but that to me is even 100 times worse.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but you saying you have to go on. You went on 9 dates and still didn't even get it. That makes it like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the time frame on that? Because, like I said, if you telling me you went 9 dates and you still haven't, like, if you just went 9 dates just straight, like, all right, we going on a date every time I see you. But I'm gonna space it out. I'm like, no, I don't have to see you every day.
So you still cool with not getting none after 9 dates?
I'm not going to go 9 dates without not getting none. No, I'm not.
I feel the way you talking, I feel like you probably would because you wouldn't be paying attention now. If you spacing it out for 3 months, you wouldn't really be paying attention.
No.
And what if you're not seeing this person as often? Like you only seeing them, okay, you see them once a week because you're going on a date once a week, and you gotta work. You gotta work. So you're working. So how you really getting to see this person like that? Your only off day is maybe the days when y'all go on a date.
But that's what. But okay. But even in that third, yes, in that third, then I'm fine with it. Like, okay, if I'm spacing it out and it's just like, all right, cool. I'm not saying you, but if you like, that's what I'm saying. How he probably painted it out and probably how he's going. He's talking about you went on 9 days consistently and maybe in a month. That's crazy.
Yeah, 9 dates in a month is ridiculous, especially if you're not getting no cheeks. That's crazy. I'm a nigga 3 dates in a month and you ain't getting no cheeks is ridiculous. But like I said, I mean, each is
that's what I'm saying.
When I heard it, it just grabbed my attention. It grabbed my ears and made me kind of be like, yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. That one is kind of a little bit out of pocket. But real quick, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is something that kind of been fresher in my mind just because of just going into the new year and you even just thinking about because we're talking about dating. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you see like some women will flirt and they'll be, but I, in my mind now, what really kind of just outscrew the spending money part. To me, sometimes now when they be looking at like, I'm thinking like some women kind of like, I don't know if they be knowing it, but some of their pictures just look dirty. Like, and I'm looking at you like through the phone and you look kind of dirty through the phone. It's kind of like, I don't know if I want to have sex with you because I feel like, I think you old. So now, like when you was younger, it's cool. Like you feel like having sex without eating, then that's kind of, all right, it's a thing. But I feel like older now, it's like, damn, if I'm looking at your picture and like, I wouldn't eat this girl if you paid me to eat her. I don't necessarily like, I don't even want the cheeks no more. Cause I kind of feel bad. And it's like, you're too old to be having sex and y'all not having that type of level of intimacy or that level of intercourse. So I feel like if I wouldn't want to eat you, it's kind of like, I don't even want to slay no more.
So what you mean? Like the
you tell me you never seen somebody's pictures or videos and they kind of be like, damn, they look like they stink. Now or they just look dirty.
Yeah. I thought you meant like the background or something, but them.
I ain't even talking about the background. I'm just talking about just them. Like their presentation just look dirty. Like it look like they don't have the greatest hygiene in the world.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then to me, sometimes it be feel like those be the women who kind of really be like super aggressive on like via social media, and I'd be like, I'm trying to think in my mind, like I'm trying to play it out in my mind, like damn, how could you hit and kind of not like. You don't want to kiss this person. You don't like. It's just gonna be like.
So why would you go out with them then?
I wouldn't, and that's my point. Where I kind of just leave it in the DM, and I try to be like, you try to be polite and dry at the same time. Like you trying to figure out how can I make this conversation dry as possible, but try to do it in a polite like way. I don't want to be like that's the luxury. That's a different luxury that women and men have. Like women can kind of be just like nigga. If they don't find you attractive, they just leave the DM scene or just like give you a jump. But as a man, sometimes, especially when you're creating content, you kind of want to keep people engaged on your page, so you don't want to be a dickhead about it. But I still be looking at it like, nah, dog.
So what if you went out with them and it wasn't like they was cool, like they wasn't dirty like you thought they was?
They might actually not be dirty, but they just look dirty where it's kind of just like, it looked like a turnoff. Like, bro, some like, I don't necessarily know.
Okay, but when you say look dirty, is it just their environment?
No, they may just be having a cheap phone. Or sometimes the quality of your pictures may be some shit because of the phone quality you got. I don't know. You should invest in a ring light or something. I don't know. Bro, but some people just look dirty. Like you just look like you ain't had a good wash. Like your clothes just look rough.
Then somebody just say, all right, we'll get off social media and just go outside type of. Because all right, like what if they don't have social media and they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like what makes them look dirty? You just saying because they're ring light.
You haven't seen people on social media you look and be like, oh, they look dirty. Or they look like they smoke jacks. They look like they drink too much. Like nigga, it's no.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so when you say that, like,
that's what I mean. When you say you look dirty, you look like you
right.
smoke jacks. You look like you drink too much.
Okay, when you say that, all right, then when you put that in there, then yes, it is some females where you see them like, all right, damn, yeah, she
look burned out.
Yeah, she look burned out. But I'm just that's why I was just asking. I'm just like, how do you go off of that? Just like their background, or just
No, they just look burned out. They look dirty. Like you could look at somebody and look like they just look. Man, even sometimes when your clothes just always just look wrinkled, like nigga, like your collars be loose as hell, like it just be like, bro, I'm sorry, like even I've been seeing bras who be like, you may be even trying to get like, man, I done seen some girls try to get sexy, and that shit just be looking like, bro, you need to hit the Fenty Savage, you need to go hit some Skims, you need to do something because you trying to bang it out in like a wife beater. That shit be looking champ sometimes, though. V-neck tee, and you kind of like, nah, dog, and that V-neck hanging like. A nigga fucking Drewski had his V-neck on first and then gave it to you. Like, nah, dog, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, so I be just thinking, and that's me. Like I said, that's just me paying attention, and I'm just kind of almost putting my mind, because when somebody giving you rhythm, and you could be like, damn, I know for a fact that I could crack this joint if I really wanted to put the effort. But I don't want to put the effort in something that if I don't want to eat it, I don't want to beat it. That's just how old I am now. Like I'm to the point where if I don't want to eat, I don't want to beat. I'm cool. And if that's how
you can't just beat and just.
Nah, I don't think I can. Like I haven't tried, but I just don't. I mentally just don't feel like I can. Not at this point. Like it's like, bro, I don't know. Nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little bit. I may just like I said, I may be a little too old for that at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to play this clip. I'm not a fan of. I didn't know the crazy thing is this dude used to be a half decent podcaster, but then he kind of found this lane and it kind of just like threw me completely off. But I'm not gonna lie, I did like this clip of him though. Oh, I turned it down.
They can't. You tried though, didn't you? Some energy just cannot be replaced. They can't. You tried though, didn't you? I seen you. You tried. It's not easy to find somebody that's as thoughtful as I was. It's not as easy to find somebody that was as giving as I was. It's not easy to find somebody that look as good as I do, that always had your back regardless of whatever it was that you was going through. It's not easy to find somebody with all of those traits on. I see you. You tried. You've been trying for years. and still ain't found it yet. Some energy you just cannot replace. And that's why you got to take care of it when you actually have it in your possession. A lot of times we take things for granted. We feel like, man, I got all these options. I can replace you easily, right? And then you go out there and try and fall flat on your face. Some energy just cannot be replaced. Move accordingly.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of giving people credit. When that right there was a goddamn home run. He knocked it right out of the park. And I do feel like the older you get, I think most people can kind of relate to that at some extent. And let's be clear, if you are one of those people like myself, where you kind of like, if you've dated somebody or you've been in a relationship and you kind of go back to there, I watch pages. I pay attention. Like he said, I pay attention. I watch. I know you're not being treated the same. It brings, especially during the holiday season, it brings a lot of joy to my very cold heart. I'm not gonna hold you. I felt them on that one. I felt that sound like somebody who goes religiously to one of their exes or some old work. You go to their page and you trying to look and see, like, damn, I don't see you with no flowers no more. You on this and the third. I don't see you going out like you used to. I get it. I see it, dog. And I smile every time I go to your page and I don't see it. And I don't want to hear that, I don't post private life shit. Yeah, right, bro. I seen you post it before. So when you stop posting it now, I smile.
But okay, so do they feel the same way with you?
You can't feel the same way with me because I don't go nowhere. I don't do shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. But when you say you look at their pages and you don't see it, but it's just like, all right, well, you ain't got no better after me. Can they feel the same way?
I think the difference is it's a difference between when you sitting here saying if you still actually dating. Do you think Michael Jordan give a fuck about what LeBron James doing right now? No, nigga, I already retired. Like, I'm cool. Like, I ain't still playing the game.
But they might feel like you not dating because you can't get another one of them.
No, maybe
like
they might feel like
that or whatever. So they be like, oh well, I told him he wasn't going.
Maybe I would think. I think that kind of would be a little bit. They would be lying to themselves and doing themselves a disservice if they believe that. All you gotta do is just hit the link in the bio and you can hear clear as day. I'm not trying. So that's the difference.
But that's what I'm saying. But okay, you was doing all this for me, and then now you got out the game. Then all right, what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I said, it's easy looking at them and just like, all right, damn, you ain't got another one like me. But then it's like, all right, well, you ain't get another one.
I mean, I guess I don't know. It depends. Like I said, that depends to me. I guess it depends on how you look at it. It just honestly depends on how you look at it. I think you can look at it like that if I was trying to date. Like if I was trying to date and couldn't find somebody, or I was sittingly like viciously, because let's be clear, I think some people, two things people can do. You can be one of those people who just don't never complain about how bad your dating life is and still try to date. And then, or you can be one of those people who just literally just don't date at all, so you don't have nothing to complain about. But I don't think too many people, especially in going about to be 2025, don't have the good poking face where they can sit here and go on dates, and dating can be horrible and still and never complain. Like you can't never complain. Like you never, like you just literally like I done been on 5 horrible dates and you never say nothing. Like you could just take it on the chin. You don't post about it or nothing. Then you're a different type of demon and nobody can't never read your hand. I don't think it's too many people out here like that.
Well, okay. Well, what would be a horrible date for a guy though? For you, what would be a horrible date for you?
I get no cheeks at the end.
Right, but if you get cheeks at the end, then it's a successful date, right? So you can go on a date. All right.
Now, you know the crazy thing is to the other side of what I said just a few minutes ago about just not wanting to sit here and try to even flirt with women that you know you wouldn't eat. It's now there's some women that you can sit here and be like, I know for a fact it's gonna take more than one date. Like you can see the room, like it's a layup right here for you to get this very first date, and then you know for a fact it's gonna probably take you. It may take you 2 or 3 nice dates. Then you gotta double think about that twice too.
But that's what I'm saying. So
like, you almost need an even playing field where it's not gonna take too much work, but you still wouldn't mind. You wouldn't mind laying up, watching TV, eating a little box, and then you want the jump where it's like, yeah, I don't want it. It gotta just be. I need something even in the middle. Right? And it's not gonna be too expensive and not too much work. It just gotta be a nice, fair, even in the middle. You just even in the middle where it's not too expensive and it's not too cheap.
That's okay. I'm because I'm just like I get it. Like you looking from the outside and it's just like, all right, yeah, I'm not dating, I'm not doing this or whatever, because whatever the case may be. But it's just like if somebody's looking like, all right, nigga, you not doing no like.
But that's what you're saying. We could tie this into sports. That's just like something you trying to tell me that Trey Lance is dog shit. You ain't seen him play in You ain't seen him play all season.
Yeah, but that's that's what I'm saying. But we not talking. Trey Lance not talking. We don't hear nothing about Trey Lance. You're talking. It's just like, all right, well, yeah, I'm not dating, or I'm looking at you like, oh damn, your shit not looking good. Yeah, we don't know what Trey Lance can do. We don't hear anything from Trey Lance. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like I guess when you talk, it's just like, all right, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm looking at your page. It's like, all right, yeah, your shit not going good, but at least I tried. But
yeah, I'd rather not try at all than try and it's not going good, dog. You're crazy as hell. I don't lose nothing. I don't. That's what you don't do. Because I'm gonna tell you know what's so funny.
No, you say you don't.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I'm gonna tell you a perfect example of why not. And this is so funny. Shout outs to Jazz because she about to start a podcast. So I went to her joint and she was interviewing Pretty D. And he literally was sitting here, and it sounded like a horrible excuse, but I got what he was saying. And he was like, he don't buy his new girl was sitting right there. And he was like, he don't buy her flowers because his last relationship, he overdid the flowers and the shit kind of scarred him to the point where it's like, if she paying for his sins right now because he don't want to get her no flowers. So sometimes I get what you're saying.
Well, explain that to me. Why?
Because the other girl he used to buy flowers for didn't appreciate it.
Okay.
So he feels so now in the back of his mind, it's like buying flowers for
that was
like
somebody you chose to deal with, though. If they didn't appreciate flowers, that's somebody you chose to deal with.
But you don't know that until after you do it.
Right. So if you did it the first time, she didn't appreciate it. Why you keep doing it?
Because they know you missing the point. They may appreciate it, but they don't appreciate it to the point where you know the difference between.
No, I know it's some girls. Listen. I know it's some girls who don't like flowers. They don't even like that shit.
Yeah, no, of course.
But you got to get them an edible arrangement or something like that. That then you have to change it up. You can't just keep sending.
But so you miss my point. So that's what I'm saying. It's those women, and then there are women who will take the flowers, but they're not gonna water them. They're not gonna do that. They'll take them and they'll post them on social media, but they're not gonna sit here and take them and actually keep the fucking flowers alive. They're not gonna.
But then you buy the flowers that don't need the water. They just sit in a box that lasts for years.
Oh yeah, now you tripping. I ain't spending $100 on the flowers.
Whoa. You're trying to impress somebody. You trying to, like, at the end of the day, if you know she can't keep up, but that's just like if you sit here and board her new car and you know she not gonna go get the oil change. Like what? If you that's what I'm saying. Like, is there certain things that you do? You know, all right, well, you come over there and water the flowers, you change the flowers.
Oh yeah, now you asking for a lot.
It's not why
no, that's not asking for a lot.
That's not a lot. It's flowers.
If I say so, then that's the case. All right, fine. Put it like this. All right, she don't know how to take care of the flowers. Then you buy her flowers every week, then, so she can just throw those away and put new flowers in there. That's an excuse. Did you talk about? Oh, well, she didn't appreciate it.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's an excuse. I think sometimes people can be scarred for certain things because if you do something for somebody and they don't appreciate it or they don't reciprocate it the way you feel like they should reciprocate when you doing it, I think realistically,
a lot of people don't reciprocate anything that you. But at the end of the day, you can't keep.
It'll make people stop doing stuff. If you don't get the right, that's what I'm saying. If somebody cook for you and you don't sit here and you nitpicking through the food and shit like that, you ain't really eating it and you just complaining, they not gonna keep cooking for you, dog.
No, it don't. At the end of the day, if that's your type of person, that's who you are, you still want to do it.
I don't know about that one.
No, you wouldn't do it. But that's what you're trying to use that as like, all right, I'm not gonna keep doing it. Though I can give you a perfect example. Just even like when it comes to the holidays and all this, for me, even personally, it's just like for my kid's mother, I sit here and still do stuff to them for her. Give her, gifts for Christmas or whatever the case may be. Merry Christmas. I might not get nothing, but at the end of the day, I still do it because that's just me showing.
I mean, but I think that scenario is a little bit different.
But that's once a month. At the end of the day, it's still like but you're still going out your way to do it. You might not receive it on the other end. I'm not gonna say and be like, well, damn, I don't want to deal nothing. I want to buy nobody else no gifts because I don't get nothing for that.
But that's crazy because a lot of men say, oh, don't bring your past trauma into the relationship or don't treat me like you did the last dude because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? We two different people. So that's not fair to her.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I agree with what you're saying. But again, I agree with what y'all saying. But when he said it, I thought, and the reason why I brought it up is because when I heard him say it, it kind of registered in my brain that I've done that to other people. And it made me think of like, so when he literally said that, it ran through my brain and I kind of probably had like a quick 10-girl flash where I was like, damn, did I and I'm not gonna say did I know for a fact I cheated them on good quality dates when I was still mentally willing to do it because of just my previous stuff that it maybe like, man, you went on all these nice dates and that shit didn't play out in your favor. So now they kind of scarred you. Because when he said that, that's what went to my, I ain't think about the flowers thing, because the flowers thing is just like, bro, that's just like, to me, is almost just like setting a pick and roll for for fucking Steph Curry. Like, it's, bro, you going to set this fucking pick so he can knock down his three, dog. Like, that to me, the flowers thing is kind of like, that's small, that is minute, and it's very just like, bro, just do it. Like, I don't even think twice about that.
But if she don't like flowers, then would do you go to then?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Women who probably don't like flowers may be a fucking red flag to me. Like, bro,
why? Because some people might. What if she allergic to it?
Yeah, allergic. Yeah, but how many people are allergic? Like, bro, I'm talking to women in their fucking 40s. This is some kid. That's some new kid shit. Like, you allergic to peanuts. Like, bro, I ain't dating nobody that young. If you young, listen to what I'm telling you. This is how you know this bitch is too young for you. If she tell you she allergic to peanuts, because that's some little kid shit. That's some shit that literally just start happening with people that's in their 20s, bro. I'm not dating nobody that young. I have never met no fucking woman allergic to flowers, bro. Maybe allergic to condoms, but not allergic to flowers. Like, that's some new kid shit. I'm not dating nobody that young, dog. That's not gonna happen. So say that stupid shit. And if you that fucking scar and you think you a nigga, well, go fuck a bra. Go get a strap on and go get you some fucking pussy too. If you don't like flowers and you a fucking woman, go get you a strap on and go bend some girl over, bro. I'm not here to play them stupid ass kid games. Man, I don't give a fuck. She need to become an adult then, nigga. That's not my problem.
It's not adult like unadult because you don't like flowers. It could be a trauma. If you just saying not liking
she don't know how to take care of flowers, like what's the difference?
Some people don't have a green thumb, so they don't want the flowers. Maybe it's a traumatic.
Like that's what I'm just saying. Like what is the difference?
You don't have listen to me.
That's just like you said. Your friend said he was scarred for giving flowers because it wasn't appreciated, so he don't want to do it no more. She could have some type of trauma behind flowers. Maybe flowers for her represents death. It could be reasons why they don't like.
Okay.
Flowers.
If that's the excuse, then cool. All right, cool. I can respect that. If you sit here and say flowers remind you of death, then cool. It'd be like certain words that I just gonna tap out on. I'm not gonna. It's certain shit that people can say when people start to use like it's certain. You bring up death or you say trauma or anxiety and them trigger words that people love to throw around. Yeah, I'm cool. You got it, dog. I don't want no smoke. I ain't trying to give you no pushback on it or nothing. You win. I'm not gonna fight you on that one because I mean y'all right. And I do pay attention when people use those type of words. And that's when you just gotta be like, you got it. But like I said, just to me, when I heard him say that was like I said, the main thing to me was kind of thinking of, dang, how many women did you just shortchange on dates? And I even started to count in my head, like, damn, you had sex with this woman maybe like 50 times and y'all only went on 5 dates. I think that's foul. Like I thought about it. When I heard him say the flower thing, I literally went in my brain. It was like,
what's foul? Because you went on. Go because you fucked her more times.
If I hit you 50 times and we only went on 5 dates, that
but
to
if
me,
she's not asking for those dates, then
it's still lame on my part because I feel like 9 times out of 10 that woman probably really deserved it. She just didn't know that she deserved it.
Maybe she ain't want it. Maybe she was cool with the dates y'all went on. Maybe she not like, oh, I want to go out every week type.
I mean, that could be true too, but I still just in my mind, I'm just still thinking just a little bit, just in the back of my mind, I'm thinking. I feel like I just shortchanged and got over a little bit. And that could be just me. That just because the way I'm used to dating, I could feel like I just got over a little bit.
But that's one. But even with you, how you're dating, you might be doing too much. But the way you're dating, that's why I'm just like, how is that foul? If she's accepting that, all right, yes, we only went on 5 days, but we've been fucked. I didn't seen him 100 times. That's fine.
Maybe I don't make
because everybody they might not value the dates. I might value just your presence around me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I hear you. But still, just for me personally, that's just like still the same way. Some like you could again tie it into sports. Some niggas don't be happy with just getting the W. Like I want to pat my stats a little bit too with this W. But the W sometimes ain't just enough.
But then every female's not the same, right?
No, they not the same
so
way.
That's why you can't. But so you can't treat every female the same. So if you just sitting there holding that, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. What if a female is happy with, oh, I'm good with we only going on 5 days and you fucking me 100 times?
Yeah, listen to what I'm saying. You might be right in that. And I'm gonna tell another thing, just tying that into with just saying, and I think that's why sometimes I know people hate to do it, but I think that's why sometimes when you end relationships, you need to end them with some form of closure. Just I almost feel like you need. That's why when you retired into sports, like you kind of wish you could get that same feedback, the same way you get after game interviews during the game, like, oh, hey, what you thought about throwing that interception? I kind of wish you got that same thing for dating because it's like, damn, so at least you can know where it's like, all right, I didn't mess up. Maybe we just didn't click. Our chemistry was just off. It just wasn't right, or we could have been the right people at the wrong time. Mentally we both weren't in this right headspace. But just for me, I'm like I said, when I heard him say that about the flowers, that just went to my brain about, damn, how many women I have shortchanged on dates. So like I said, you could be absolutely right. You might be right. They may not have thought nothing about it, didn't feel no type of way. But I think that's why sometimes I hate the fact that it's so like sometimes my dating history just ends so casually. Like it just be like, all right, bro, I don't even know. We just stop talking. Like I ain't feel like double texting. And that to me, like when you look at it, hindsight 20, I'm like, bro, that shit was corny.
Because you didn't double text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say even last week when you sit here and said, bro, I know for a fact that I can take the blame for a lot of the reasons why I'm single because I got a ego out of this freaking world. So I know for a fact a lot of times it be my fault that I may have didn't extend my hand. But let's be clear. I think a lot of women that I deal with, and sometimes it could be just because of the podcast, but I think a lot of women tap into their nonchalant side too because they just is fine with the ghost. And they may not be as fine with the ghost because they're because I kind of pay attention to how like, damn, we used to be cool on social media. You kind of like just be
you fine with the ghost?
No,
you're not.
No, yeah, I'm not fine with the ghost right now because I'm not dating, but probably at the time I probably was fine with the ghost.
No, you're not. If it's some torch, if she's her and that's it, and she just popped, you went out on the date, everything was cool, you popped and all that, and she just stopped talking to you, you want to know why?
No, say it again.
Like if you the shorty is she's your type. The date was fine, everything was good, blah blah blah. You hit all that, and then she stopped talking to you. You want closure, right? You want to know why? You're not gonna just be like, all right. Let me move to the next one.
I haven't experienced it like that, so I don't know. I can't I ain't about to sit here and make it like just motherfuckers just randomly just ghosting me just out of blue air. Like, nah, that one ain't happening. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. But like I said, I'm just saying when I heard that, it just made me think about just a few. It just randomly just gave me a couple different thoughts. I feel like we kind of just been heavy in the relationship situation. What did I feel like it was something. Oh yeah, let's get to music real quick. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I'm super late on this one, and I probably realistically gonna play around with this song for the title of this episode. Though that what's his man name? I'm a dog. Oh yeah, Leon Thomas.
Mutt?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, listen to what I'm saying though. That song, that Mutt song is super fire, but I'm not gonna hold you. The rest of that project is mid as hell.
No, that's speaking to what it was. No, that was the one I used for the what's name with the Wale joint.
But listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, well, listen to what I'm saying. And that Wale verse was fire. But my only thing about that song, and I knew it, something told me don't listen to that whole album. You got, and I know, like I said, this album came out in September. I'm late to the party. This song came out in August 29th. I'm looking at the date right now. But I'm super late. You talking about this December now. But still, when I got there, something told me that song is too big. Or maybe I felt like it was too big and it was too much of a hit. I'm like, this is what a real live hit sound like. When I heard it, I just literally kept playing it. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to the rest of the album because I know for a fact when you come in that high, it's like I knew you ain't gonna be able to match it.
But okay, so let me ask you this, right? When you listen to music, how do you really? Because even me, when you asked me about the whole, do Drake have a song for whatever somebody passing or whatever, and I went back and started listening to some of the Drake albums, and I caught a couple of songs on there that
for somebody passing.
Yeah.
What's the song?
Too Much. That's on the. I think that's.
Nigga, that's on Views. Too Much.
Yeah, but what he was talking about how like my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like he's talking about that.
Nigga, what's passing? His dad's still alive. What are you talking about?
No, but he was saying like, oh, you want to do these things? Let's cross these off of this bucket list. Like the melody. That's why I said like when you.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you better go listen to Lil Durk, who say
yeah, but that's
easy.
But that's what I'm saying. But how people?
It's levels too. When we talking about death, nigga, it's levels. Drake ain't got shit for no death.
But what I'm asking you is just how when you listen to music, what do a mood?
I'm listening to the words. I'm listening to what you actually talking about.
Okay, so you saying when you saying the his album is mid, what are you listening to?
I listen to
because I
first.
said no. So okay, so because just like I said, what was the last Drake album? And I said that was mid. What everybody was saying it was mid, and you said nah, y'all not listen to it. So you saying this album is mid compared to what?
To hit the Mutt song.
Right, to that Mutt song, but what is mid to it? But to any other album, R&B albums that you listen to?
I'm not listening. I'm just comparing him to him. This is my first time listening to him, so I'm not comparing him to nothing else. I'm comparing him to him.
So that's so you said you going off of one song, right?
Yeah, no, listen, you're missing what I'm saying. If your one song is this is the song I get introduced to you, like, so let's just say if this was a hit song off of the radio. If I'm listening to this song that's on the radio, oh damn, this song fire. Who is this artist? And this is what happened. I literally on social media, I hear somebody playing the Mutt joint. I'm like, oh, this is the dude. He was on Joe Budden joint. Oh, cool. Let me go listen to the song. So I listened to the song. I liked the song a lot, and I seen it was attached to an album, and something kept telling me, I'm sure did I shouldn't listen to the rest of this album because the rest of the album not gonna live up to the song. So let me maybe even rephrase it, because if you're getting attached into the word mid, the rest of the album doesn't live up to how good this song is. So you sit here telling me there are other songs on that album as good as that song?
Okay, all right. So let me ask you this. All right, the Drake what's the joint with the COD or whatever the
COB?
Yeah, COB.
Mm-hmm.
What's the hit song on there?
Too Sexy.
Too Sexy. All right, what's the rest of the songs on there? Mid, right?
No, nigga. Bible Joan, when Lil Durk was shout out his girl in the Joan. What are you talking about? The fucking Joan with him and Future TSU. What are you talking about, nigga? The fucking
okay. So when the last time you
listened to Knife Talk? Like nigga, that's the fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. So no, but when the last time you listened to that album?
I listened to it on shuffle. Anytime I play,
go back.
I don't listen to albums after I listen to them. After we review an album, I'm not going back to it. I got a gym playlist for a reason.
So then, but I hear that you have a gym playlist. But go back and listen to the album. Go back and listen to the actual album, the whole album through.
But I don't want to though.
But then you can't say then it's not mid then.
Because I have a gym. I got songs I want to listen to when I'm in the gym. Nigga, I listen to music when I'm in the gym. You can't listen to what you trying to tell me how to listen to music. I'm not, nigga. You can't tell me how to listen to music.
But you're talking about but you don't listen to R&B. But you're saying it's mid. But you won't say Drake album is mid.
Nigga, because it wasn't.
All right. Okay.
So is there other songs on this project? So you sit here telling them. So fuck me. So for the listeners, what other songs?
I know. I didn't put. I put a lot of people onto that, and they said, "Damn, this joint is." That's what I'm saying. It's R&B.
So what other songs is better than Mutt?
Don't listen to the album.
I think all you have to do is tell me.
No, at the end of the day, you going off of what you like and what you listen to. It's R&B, though. That song, the album is a good album.
But is there other songs better than the Mutt song?
The Wale song is good.
Is it better than the Mutt song? That's all I'm asking. It's a yes or no question. Is it better than the Mutt song?
So okay, let me ask you this: on that Drake, what's the name? What is Sex? I'm Too Sexy is the best song on it, right?
To me, that's the song that I like the most.
Well,
yes.
Okay, so what other song is better than that? Nigga, that's what you're telling me right now.
TSU is better than that. Nigga, when that song, yes, it is. When that beat dropping, Future coming in, and that nigga talking about we in the fucking Houston Jones, the beat dropping, you crazy? Nigga, you just asked me a question, and you mad at my answer.
But you just said Sexy. You just said Sexy was the best song on there.
Yes, it is. Okay.
But then how you gonna say TSU is better than that? Which one is it?
Marcus, a song could be a better song, and a song could be the hit song, and it could be other songs that's better than the hit song.
Okay. All right. You got it. That his album is mid.
Yeah. Right. So is the new SZA album better than the last SZA album?
It was a deluxe, and it's all the album is everything is still on it.
Man, nigga, just again, listen to what I'm saying. Again, that's why when we talked about we can't go off in numbers. Like, let's be fair, this is a whole new album, dog.
It's not a whole new album. She added how many songs?
Nigga, 18.
How many are you talking about? How many songs she had on the first one?
Marcus, it's 18.
How many songs she had on the first one?
Nigga, it's 40 songs on here. That is 38 songs.
38. How many songs she had on the first album? 24.
So nigga, so listen, so guess what? The song it come in. So you listen to what you just sit here and said. So she added 13 new songs. That's not a new album?
Okay.
Is it a new album? Yes or no? 13 songs is not a fucking that's not no fucking deluxe, dog. That's a whole new album. But just because, again, like I said, none of us don't know the music business. We're not about to sit here and make it like, dog, if this was something, the reason why she attached it, because she don't want to sit here and worry about first week numbers. No, that's 13 brand new songs. Matter of fact, it's 14 brand new. What the fuck am I even counting? Nigga, that's 15 brand new songs. It's starting because the old album started as number 16, SOS. So out of them 15 songs, are you sitting here telling me that this new SZA album is better than the last one? No. And then we talking about R&B, nigga. I can sit here and tell you, guess what? The biggest song on that song
not R&B, that's pop.
All right, dog. All right. Like I said, the biggest song on that project was Snooze. But guess what? That's not my favorite song on there. That's my point. My favorite SZA song on that fucking on this first album, the SOS Joan was Gone Girl. That wasn't the biggest song on it. The biggest song on it was Snooze. That's my point. You can have a big song and still have better songs. Snooze was the biggest song. It was the lead song off of that album, but that's still not my favorite song. I can still go listen to Gone Girl any day. I don't care if I'm in the gym. It's in my gym playlist. It's an R&B song that's in my gym playlist. That Gone Girl song to me is better than Snooze, but Snooze was the lead single. Snooze was on the radio every day, all day long.
And you don't like Snooze?
Snooze is a good song.
Okay.
But it's not better than Gone Girl. If you ask me which one I'd rather listen to, I'd rather listen to Gone Girl. I can sing Gone Girl.
I don't know.
Gone Girl, and then Gone Girl, nigga, I can listen to it. I haven't listened to that shit in God knows how long, but I know for a fact that's when I'm listening to this new SZA. That's all I kept saying is like, yeah, bro, it ain't better than the last jump. Even when it first came in, the very first song, we talking about off that last album, the SOS joint, she sound like Drake on it. It sounded like a Drake beat. She was on there kind of even fapping and all of that. I'm like, damn, like, I don't, like I said, that new SZA joint to me was, bro, that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was a big pack of mid. Like that, well, you can't compare that to, and I think that's why she wanted to attach it to a deluxe, and she didn't want to sit here and make it its own solo joint because she probably knew in the heart of hearts people was gonna compare it to SOS, and you can't compare the two. Like it's not those two.
No, I give you like if you would have took the Summer Walker project in the joint which she did with the whole J. Cole and all them, you know what I'm saying, like that project, where that was separate from the Summer Walker's music.
What you mean?
This the one she got with the whatchamacallit, the joint with J. Cole on there. If you took that one and said, okay, yeah, I will give you that one when you're saying it's a separate project, and it's like, all right, it's not better than the original. That Summer Walker, where she put them couple of songs out.
So the one where she are you trying to sit here and say that? So you saying here you're trying to say this is not a separate project?
No, I'm saying when you talking about, you saying what's the difference? You saying that project was better than the last project. The Summer Walker, if you said the Summer Walker with the couple of songs that she put out on her deluxe, then I would agree with you on that one. You saying her first project.
So are you saying this new SZA is better than the last one?
The last one, what? Which one?
SOS.
No. What's that? That's the one with the computers behind her. That's SOS one.
No, nigga, SOS is the blue joint when she hanging in the on the diving board.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't compare. That's what I'm saying. I feel like those both just run.
They don't, Marcus. These projects came out 2 years from each other. That SOS project came out 2 years. I don't know why. Maybe, and listen to what I'm saying. What she did is good because she mentally fucked you. That's cool, but that's not. Let's be real. These are two separate projects, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. But even listen, like I said, to neither one of them was not compared to the Control Alt Delete joint. The Control Alt Delete joint, that's my favorite.
All right. I mean, that's probably, I'm sure for most people that probably is.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But like, listen to, like I said, it's more poppy. Like it's not an R&B. I don't consider her an R&B type. Like it's more poppy. Like that's what I'm saying. Even listen to those songs, I'm like, all right, she's in her bag with her pop shit. That's not an R&B. It's not like, that's why I said when you.
So this one, I think so. When y'all keep saying it's not R&B, so you basically sit here and this even when that's what I got from the Leon Thompson. So y'all just like the fucking instrumentals. It's not about the actual vocals.
What you mean?
Like he ain't singing for real. Like he just can hold. He holding a note. Like that ain't singing.
He
ain't
like singing for real. What you mean?
Like nigga, Chris Brown be singing.
But it's more poppy than it is singing. Chris Brown's more poppy than that. Chris Brown is more poppy than. So are you? But that's
what I'm asking you. Are you going off the beats, or are you going off the actual vocals level of where they taking and how far they taking the notes?
When I say R&B, I'm talking about more of a. I'm looking for more love type of situation. I'm not looking for I can dance to it. I'm looking for more love where I can add it to my playlist for I'm about to get intimate. That's what I'm looking for R&B.
So why is the SOS SZA joint not you can't dance to the fucking snooze?
And that is more, but okay, that's one song out of there. But the rest
that was the lead single.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But everything else is poppy.
Gone Girl ain't poppy neither. But I mean, I hear you.
I don't know what the Gone Girl. I don't. You have to play the Gone Girl. I don't know the Gone. I don't. It's not a song that stood out. I don't know what the Gone Girl is. That's what I'm saying. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Like that Leon Thomas shit is definitely a good listen.
Yeah, I think if you like the beats. I mean, I think the beats. I think he picked good. He picked safe instrumentals. The instrumentals is great, but we talking about singing. Like I'm looking when you talking about singing. That nigga ain't singing. He just got good instrumentals and he just know how to hold a note. Like we talking about like. And I ain't an R&B nigga, and I know for a fact that ain't singing. Like it's a difference between niggas be singing for real.
But that's what I'm saying. So what do you?
Nigga, Jacquees be singing. We can say so. You what?
Okay, Jacquees just put out his last project. So I don't know. Listen to his last project, and you let me know. You rather listen to Touchdown? I mean, his last what's name joint? You listen to that Jacquees, and you let me know. Let me know how his that last project he just put out compared to the one he put out before.
What's the last one he put out? I know the baby making thing is the last one he just recently put out.
And then the one before that with where he's sitting on the couch. You let me know what you think is better.
Yeah, but that don't have nothing to do. Okay, that's cool. I can go listen to them, but I'm just talking about just literally that Leon Thompson Jones is just like that to me is just safe. Like I feel like it's more instrumentals. Like he picked good beats, and it's just all right. It's safe. It's not like a nigga singing where like what's a crazy bridge or something crazy. I could just get in the fucking car and I could just sing my heart out like and just be.
I don't think, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you listening when you listen to R&B? What are you looking for? Like, you're not looking to sing, or you listen to like, damn, I understand where you're coming from. Like that,
but listen, okay,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that, I feel like this was like a future. Like he was on his future shit. Like the title of the song, the title of the album is Mutt. He's basically talking about how he's been a dog through the whole album. That's what I feel like. That's why I said that album is more relatable. Like when you talking about R&B, it's more relatable. Like what you go through those times. That's what R&B is for.
So do you think he can fuck with Giveon?
Well, Giveon what? What project are you talking about? He can fuck with Giveon.
Any of the last two Giveon projects. Pick one. It don't matter.
I mean, I'm not a big Giveon, fan.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You what you just described. If you that's why I don't you confusing me now, and you confusing me on your definition of R&B. What you just explained, what you felt like, or what you was listening to from this Leon Thompson project. What you seen here saying the heartbreak and him being a dog. And you saying you're not a big Giveon fan, and I don't know what you're looking for when you listen to R&B music.
But okay, so the last Giveon song that he put out, was you a fan of it?
The last project, yeah, nigga.
No, Friday. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Who was just recently put out? Friday was the last one, I think. Just put out something.
Yeah, the song where he got the shit with him doing the I won't wait for you. Hell yeah, nigga. What you talking about?
No, I'm not. That's what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out, what do you like,
nigga? We talked about it.
No, that's why I'm asking you. What do you like as an R&B? When you said R&B, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to figure out what you.
So
like
you
I said, you don't think.
Okay, so cool. Right there, just stay right there because because you listen to that. You brought him to the party. Do you think that Leon Thompson and you making me shit on him? I don't even want to shit on him, but I'm going to shit on him. Do you think that Leon Thompson nigga could compete with Friday?
His project, the whole project.
Yes, even if you go song for song, do you think that Mutt song could compare to I Will Wait for You? Are you
Which you saying I Will Wait for You, but that wasn't his last song, right?
That was the song. That was the song of the project.
That wasn't his last song.
I'm just nigga. That was the biggest song off the project. That was off his last project. I don't know. I didn't hear that song, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just talking about the last time I listened. No, because you know for a fact I don't listen every Friday. Not listening to R&B. We're having a conversation. Stop trying to pick shit so you can say I don't know what I'm talking about. Nigga, pick the song that you know that I heard. I asked you a question about the song that I heard.
Then we not comparing what you talking about what he last put out.
You're talking about his last project was
the last song he just put out.
Nigga, all right, that's what I'm saying. I'm not Kendrick Lamar talking about Kendrick Lamar, some a whole bunch of other shit. You sitting here trying to you trying to talk about his last shit. Yeah, the last project he just put out, nigga. The last song. What was the big song over there? And what was his big song?
It's not.
Yeah, because you're not about to just pick a random ass song and make me compare a random song compared to his.
I'm not trying to make you compare anything, dog. I'm just like, dogs. Just listen to the music. I'm not about to sit here and shit on nobody. Listen to the music, and it's a good project. I'm not about to sit here and shit on you, nigga. You're not even in a fucking relationship or even dating, so you don't even know what to relate to. Listen to the fucking music. That's all I'm telling you.
So slow down. So listen to what you just said. Just two things, just real quick. Erica, from what he just said, did he say anything about a song that he liked that had anything to do with a relationship? He just sit here and said a nigga was in his future bag and he was trying to be a dog. Why do I gotta be in a relationship to be a dog?
But I've
been a dog my whole life, nigga.
Okay, then so why don't you relate to the music then?
Because the shit ain't good. Just because because the music is because he talking about some shit that I can relate to don't make it good, nigga.
Play music though. I wish we could. All right, you got it, B.
What the fuck are we talking about? It's just not good. Like, what the fuck do you want me to tell you, dog? Right. It's not good, nigga. You sit here. You could have just easily sit here and say, you're right. The hit song was the hit song. The rest of the songs on the project cannot compete with the fucking hit song. And then you jump this nigga out there and you wanted to compare him to Friday. Is that fucking Mutt song better than fucking I'll Wait for You? No, the fuck it's not. I don't listen to R&B, and guess what you're gonna make other people do? They gonna do you like I do Joe Budden. Skip this shit when this nigga talking about R&B because you're showing motherfuckers you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. You want to listen to niggas who talking about some toxic shit. I say, oh wait, cool. Do you think he can fuck with Giveon? No fucking way, Bob. He can't.
Okay, Bob.
What the fuck are we talking about, nigga? Can that fucking Mutt song compete to Heartbreak? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Stop. That's why I don't talk R&B, because that shit is too easy, and you can't fucking tell me that you just don't like, you just like the fucking beats. That fucking project was mid.
Like
if your
beats.
first time you listening to Mutt,
I'm not you.
And then I went and listened to the John, I'm like, this shit is just bullshit.
And you, all right,
it's good. It's the good beats. It's cool. The beats are safe. The Mutt song is the best song on that project. Anybody else, if y'all listen to this Leon Townsend project, please let me know. I'm not tripping. That Mutt song is the best song on it. And that's why if you go on his fucking Apple Music shit, guess what his number one song on it? It's Mutt. If it was other songs, it was because guess what? You can't keep trying to jump Drake out there and talk about, oh, well, Drake with the Too Sexy. If I go to Drake fucking jump, guess what song ain't gonna be the number one? It ain't gonna be Too Sexy, nigga.
You're right, because that album was mid. But you won't admit that.
Matter of fact, yeah. If the album was mid, what's the second song on his jump? Off of that, what's the second song off his jump? Just say it. You don't have to stutter. You can read.
21 Savage, right? I know.
Off of what project?
What else? What
project is that off of?
What I'm Too Sexy is?
Can you answer the question? What
is I'm Too Sexy at?
So you're proving my
point. You tell me that was the best song on the album.
You asked me my opinion. I gave you my opinion.
Okay. All right. So I'm giving you my opinion. Leon Thomas' album is good.
Cool. Like I said, so for the people, what song is better than Mutt?
All right, dog. Can we just
How
go
hard is that to fucking answer a question, nigga?
Oh.
If I'm asking you, if you're telling me a project is good, if I see and say I like GNX, and I see and say, hey, what's the best song on GNX? I told people what was the best song on GNX last week when I said I like Boss
but everybody don't have the same. Everybody don't have the same. Listen to the album. Just listen to it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Mutt is the best. Listen to it. I like the Wale song better than that. Just listen to the project. At the end of the day, just listen to it.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. You
just want to shit. No,
I'm not trying to shit on it. Guess what? I'm asking you a question. As if I'm listening to you and I'm going to take your opinion on something, I'm not
telling you to take my opinion. I'm telling you to listen to the music. Listen to the music. That's all I'm telling you to do. I'm not about to sit here and say, oh, this is the best project. This is the best song. Listen to it. If you can listen to it and take an ear to it, I'm pretty sure you can pick what song you like the favorite. Just like you said with the GNX, you said, what is your favorite song off the Kendrick project?
Hey,
hold up. Okay, hold up. Let me ask you this question. Is that Kendrick project better than the For All My Dogs?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But when people say it was mid, oh, they don't know what they talk about.
What the fuck do that have? Nobody, that project didn't come out yet. You wasn't comparing it to that then. What we talking about?
No, but when people were saying that was mid, oh, they don't know what they talking about. Nobody listened to the top. What was the top songs on that project For All My Dogs?
Top first person shooter.
And Sexy Reds, right? That was it.
Those was the big songs on it, yeah.
All right, and then he put out the rapping shit, and nobody talked. That's what I'm saying. Like, but when people were saying, "Oh, that's me," oh, y'all don't know. Go back and listen to the pod. He was on there.
So listen to Marcus. So listen to what you're saying. So the difference between me and you is, I can believe firm in what I'm saying, and I can tell people, hey, what songs to go listen to. If you're telling me that I'm wrong about something that I don't know, I'm asking you to. So that's my point. So if you're telling me I'm not wrong, then what the fuck did we just argue with for 20 fucking minutes? Then if you're telling me that, oh, I don't want to tell people what's the best song, then why the fuck did you just argue me on my point or what I said was the best song then?
But the same reason why you sit here and when you was arguing us about the whole Drake For All My Dogs, when we said it was
talking about some shit from last year. What the fuck? And we talking about rapping R&B. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, nigga, that didn't come out. That came out 2023. It's 2024, about to be 2025 in a fucking week. Why are you fucking bringing up the fucking Drake? We talking about R&B. You didn't have to bring up Drake at all. Like, what the fuck? You acting like one of these other podcast niggas. Like, get that nigga dick out your mouth. We didn't have to even bring him up. He don't have shit to do with this conversation. I said the best song on that fucking Leon Thompson project was the Mutt shit. And I see him say,
you said the project was mid, right?
Yes.
And what I'm trying to tell everybody to listen to the project is not mid. That's your opinion, right?
Cool.
Okay, hold up. Let's stay there. So just like when the Drake project came out and we said it was mid, you said, oh, y'all tripping, whatever the case may be. That's all I'm just trying to use the comparison.
And I guess what I did, I broke down the other songs that I thought that was good and you should have listened to and why it wasn't mid. Yes or no? Yes, I got the video on my page. I know exactly what songs I said. I talked about the Bahamas song. I went into details on the certain songs on why they were good. You know, that's the difference between having a fucking opinion and sitting here just trying to argue with me about nothing, nigga.
I'm not trying to argue. Dog, we cannot listen to the music and we cannot play the music. At the end
you can still tell people what to listen to. Nigga, we ain't watching a movie. When me and Erica just talked about fucking, what's the name, Joe? Oh, cool. What was your thoughts on it? All you have to do is tell people to see and say, Mikey is wrong. Mutt is not the best song.
I'll give you a breakdown. I'll give y'all a breakdown of what songs to listen to. I'll give y'all a breakdown.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, let's just go and continue with the pod. I will give y'all a breakdown what songs to listen to.
That's my point. That fucking shit is me. Like, nigga, if you actually fucking like this shit, you could have just fucking said the shit off the top of your head. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference between putting out some fucking shit that's fucking mid and fucking not putting out some shit that's mid. Like, nigga, I ain't about to argue with you about that. You just made us.
But you keep going. I told you to give it up.
Yeah, because you fucking wrong, nigga. I want you to fucking sit here and say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You just literally wasted fucking time for no fucking reason.
I didn't waste time. You just keep going.
In a time where fame and talent were partners. They had a relationship. Talent said, man, if this is good, and then you put fame on top of it, this thing goes. And over time, they've become arch enemies. In fact, fame doesn't even think it needs talent anymore. And talent has started to accept that. This is creating something that's going to happen that has a long, unintended and intended effect long term. To the point where I actually think anonymity is going to be the new fame. The fact that you don't know somebody or never heard of them, how'd you do that? How'd you pull that off? There was a period.
So for people who don't know who that is Steve Stoute, and he is the CEO of UnitedMasters. UnitedMasters is probably one of those people who definitely for the NBA, all the songs like the, I ain't gonna say miscellaneous, but the miscellaneous songs that you hear probably playing during an NBA game, he is the reason why you hear those miscellaneous songs. And I agree with what he said when he sit here and said realistically at this point, fame probably is trumping talent because we talked about it. I mean, even when we talked about the what's the cripple nigga, it's a long list of people. Everybody on fucking baddies is fucking famous and don't have no talent. Like, let's just be clear. And it's just so. And the sad thing is, and I guess it kind of even just speaks, I think it's just social media, to be honest, is realistically the times. Because you know what's so funny? I listen to Outbach. I believe I think she dissed a girl, I think her name is Biggie, and I believe she's on one of those baddie shows. I don't know what is it, East or West, but they've been back and forth on social media. And I actually heard some of the Outbach verse and like her Jones. And I was like, damn, it's crazy. She kind of can rap. And I feel like her social media shit has kind of make people, like sometimes you can just turn people the wrong way where people don't even want to actually listen to your music. Because I'm listening to I'm like, damn, she can real live really rap. I was like, damn, that was all right. But people not like, I'm looking at the people in the comment section and they just kicking her ass because it's like you just kind of already then rub people on social media the wrong way, and you became famous before you became talented. Like, people don't know you for rapping, they know you from your social media presence on you. So if people don't like you as a social media personality, it kind of just be like, all right. And this kind of can go hand in hand with Ari tweeted out, and I'm like, I can't wait for the internet to crash because I hate the internet. I hate people on the internet. And some girl retweeted her and was like, you out of all people should be thankful for the internet. And then so, of course, you know, Ari had one of those little clapbacks. But I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I like Ari. I like looking at Ari. But if I'm keeping it a buck, I agree with the girl who tweeted her after she tweeted that out. Like, bro, you wouldn't be famous if it wasn't for the internet. Like, you sitting here saying like, yeah, you became famous now. You'd have made millions of dollars off the internet. Now you want the internet to just disappear. But it's like, bro, you are a product of the internet. Like, what's your real talent? You don't have a talent. You ain't even got a fire personality. Like, bro, you done probably did one podcast interview. That was the joint with her and Don't Call Me White Girl, and you got in so much trouble on that. You never did another one. So like, bro, what's your real claim to fame besides being G Herbo baby mother and being Moneybag your girlfriend? And that's not no shade. Like, I ain't trying to shade Ari, but that was kind of like a crazy tweet. Like, you trying to like sit here and like don't like people. You hate the way the internet move or people behave on the internet, but you are like, bro, like you one of the biggest fucking mascots for the internet. So that's why I kind of agree with what he's saying. Like, it's so many people who are extremely famous with no talent. Like, you don't even know why these people are famous. Like, you literally every week can kind of see somebody on social media to get super famous, super popular, and you kind of be like, how we get here? And most of the time, if you of a certain age, we always be late to the party. Like, damn, how did we get here? And these people are just like in your face constantly 24/7. Like, that is the sad thing where it's like, even when you kind of talk about rappers.
Is that like Tommy Richard?
Who?
Tommy Richmond.
What you mean?
Like how that $1 Million Baby took off, and then you said what you said, and just like your album came out, and then now,
you said, I think he had a real talent though. I don't think he's famous because if he came in this room right now, could you tell who he was? Because I couldn't.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So, but when he spoke, instead of just riding a wave or whatever it was, like you spoke on it, like, oh, I'm not.
I don't argue what you're saying. So you talking about his comments was saying he's not hip hop. I don't think he was wrong for that though, because he's not.
But then look what that was in the hip hop, and now nobody talks about you no more. Like, your album came, like you spoke too soon.
But I think because but perfect. That can kind of go two ways though. You can kind of look at it where I think you do, because you can be talented and you don't have no personality. 9 times out of 10, you won't have no fame. And I think he's one of those people who we're like, yeah, we know the song, but you don't know what he looked like. I think you do need both. I don't think you can, because you can make music. Like, perfect example. Like, even
so that's why I'm just saying, like, even with Ari right now, it's just like, all right, she's saying that because, all right, what she done gone through on social media. But let's if you go back when you using social media to promote your shit and all that and do everything.
So that's my point. So guess what? So what you about to say? But so if she had a real talent, guess what? She wouldn't have to rely on so much. You wouldn't have to rely on. You wouldn't even care about people's opinion on social media, or you wouldn't have to see as many of the negative comments on social media. If you rely on social media. So for you, the same type of person to say you want to get rid of the internet, but you can't. Your celebrity is attached to the internet. So yeah, you're absolutely right. So you see here saying like you want the internet to kind of disappear, but again, like a lot of her celebrity is attached to the internet. But like I said, for somebody like Tommy Richard, yeah, you got the talent, but you don't have. I haven't even never seen you even do an interview. So how do you become famous? You can't come famous just off of a hot song because okay, most of the people don't really watch music videos like that. So all right, yeah, your song was fire. You had 2 songs that was fire. You had the whatever the first song was, and then the second song, the devil whatever song, and then all right, cool. I still don't know what you look like. I just know you white. But okay, cool. And I only know you white because I heard other people talk about you, but I still haven't seen you. I couldn't literally I don't know who you are, but I know who Jack Harlow is. Because guess what? Jack Harlow got a personality, and he actually has Jack Harlow got a huge personality. So his personality attached to his talent. So his personality attached to his talent, it helps him have fame. And I think the two need to go hand in hand. And for people who kind of can take a break from the internet, could even take a break from putting out music, can take a break from just the music business as a whole, got real talent and have a real personality. But people who can't, they don't have the same two. So it's kind of just like most people, some people just don't have both. Some people do got both. Glorilla got both. Like even just think about Glorilla, like she may do bad interviews, but her personality is so fucking like she just literally did an interview with one of them silly, what's one of them silly white niggas from just one of them silly white niggas with a podcast. But she did his joke, and just Glorilla just got a huge personality. Like that shit just adds to her star power, bro. Like her as a person continuously adds to her star power.
She can do that. She can do that interview at the beginning of her career.
What you
mean? She can do the interview now.
Why you say that?
That interview was kind of like because we love Glorilla how she is now. Mm-hmm. I think if she would have did that interview at that was her first interview, you probably wouldn't. You probably would have lost interest in her.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying like because we love Glorilla how she is, like she has that. Oh, Glorilla is like Sexy Reds, like they have that ghetto, like they got that image.
But I'm saying, but what about for people who don't know what we're talking about? I'm gonna play it, but I don't. What about the interview to you would have turned?
If that was her first interview, you would have been like, oh damn, I fuck with her.
I would have thought it was funny. I don't necessarily know if that was just a. I don't necessarily know if that's just a Glorilla thing. Like, oh, damn, that shit came. Who sent me that, John? I thought I seen. Maybe Lo sent it to me. Hold on. Hell, that John just disappeared too. They took it down.
I don't think she posted. I think it was the dude posted it.
But I thought somebody sent it to me, so maybe it. I don't know why I don't see it no more.
Well, right here. I'm about to send it.
Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, but I think she could have did it. I think she could have did it any time in her career, and it still would have been straight.
What was wrong with it?
Nothing.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
You were in the choir?
I was in it. Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
I could sing real good.
You can carry a tune?
Yeah. What you want me to sing?
What's your favorite song, Green Balls?
Piano Man.
Can you sing The Piano Man by Billy Joel?
I don't know that song.
Okay.
Rocket Man, Elton John.
Can you sing The Rocket Man by Elton John?
Come on, we gotta make it make sense. Do a song that you know I know.
Hey Jude.
Hey Jude.
Stop asking him. You know I was in the choir. You know a little song.
What about Amazing Grace by Jesus Christ?
Want me to sing right now?
You want Glenn to give you a beat?
Yeah.
I don't really know how the Amazing Grace beat goes.
Just give her a normal beat.
It's like Amazing Grace. That's sweet.
All right, you do it. Acapella.
Acapella, okay.
Yeah, acapella.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch. That's the Pledge of Allegiance. That ain't what you do on Amazing Grace.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what about that interview would have made you?
No, it's not the whole thing. Because he was asking questions before that. Like he was talking about some like you church and all that stuff. The clip that I seen, it was asking her more. They was talking to her
wait,
more.
that's the only part that I seen. So I
no, the one I seen, like they was like just the stuff. But I'm just saying, like it wouldn't make me like, oh, let me go listen to her music.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing, but just over that right there, I would have been like, that was my first time, and she was a brand new artist. I would have chuckled a little bit, and like, all right, let me see what she got going on. Like, bro, even the crazy thing is, bro, it's so much stuff. I haven't listened to this dude, but it's a fat dude on the internet, and I kept saying, I don't even like what's his real voice. Like I don't know if y'all seen, like I'm talking, he's super fat. Him and Snoop Dogg was going back and forth because he performed, but when he performed sitting down. So he performed sitting on the couch, and I believe he was performing at Juice WRLD. John, what's his name? I believe his name like Dave Burke or something like that. I can't remember what his name is.
The real fact that had
no nigga, he's tank. Like he got an oxygen tank on him. So and I think his name of his song is like Oxygen or something. I listen to him say again. I be trying. It be certain times I be like, bro, I'm okay with being old and some of this stuff I need to tap out. But he's so big when you hear him talking, like, bro, this can't be his real voice, but it's his real voice. Like he just literally did an interview and he was talking. I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell this is real voice. Where was this junk? Somebody sent me the junk, and he was literally, and he kept saying, I told you, bro, this is real voice. And I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell did this big nigga sound like this. Like, it's him.
Saying that I don't sound how I look, you know what I'm saying? They see me and they expect me to hear my music, to hear me, I don't know.
Like he is so like this nigga probably like a clean 600 pounds, bro. And like he is extremely. When I say dog, he's a different level of big and just nasty, and it's just like. But I ain't gonna lie, the song I haven't went to go listen to the song, but from the clips I've heard him perform the song crank. It sounds like a good song. It sounds like one of them Juice WRLD type of songs. So I understand like why Juice WRLD fans will like him, but I understand realistically people kind of really into him because man, people just like looking at shit that's just like. Bro, he just huge, bro. He literally like 600 pounds. Like he had a jump when he was in the hot. Like, bro, he is OD big. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I do feel sad for him because it's like, I don't even know what the lifespan for somebody that like, I ain't trying to wish nothing bad on him, but bro, he just OD big. Like, I'm cool. Again, like I said, I do, like I said, we kind of been all over the place, but that kind of realistically was just the main, the thought pattern of that. That was just like, people just wild. So I guess we can kind of get into some other realistic news. So it was a dude, he is a TikToker or / YouTuber, 27-year-old, and he went into Walmart and he was spraying fruit with what's the basically like bug repellent stuff, like basically stuff to kill like bugs and stuff. And he was spraying it on the fruit and he ended up getting locked up. And again, like I said, and that is the time, like I said, when I said this earlier when we were talking about how just sometimes people just know how to just you know how to get people upset. Like, it's just certain things on social media that people do to just irk your nerves to be like, wow, what's the point of this? Like, I don't even understand, like, what was supposed to be, like, the joke or what people, thought people were supposed to respond or how people were supposed to act about this. Like, I don't get it. Like, I honestly didn't get it at all. It was just stupid and it was ignorant. And fruit is too hard to sit here and find, especially he was spraying this on fresh bananas. Like, bro, what are you doing? I hope he gets some real time. Like that to me be sometimes where I'd be like, dog, some people just need to go to jail and actually do real time. Like I wouldn't be mad if they say he gave this nigga 5 to 10 years. I wouldn't be mad. Like I honestly would not be mad. I would not care. Like I'm like, cool, he deserve it, dog. Like it'd be just certain stuff to be like, bro, relax. Like you're just doing too much. And he just one of them people. He just be like, bro, you're just doing entirely too much. Like what was your purpose of that? Let's get into. Oh, I love a good balloon. I love a good red balloon. Y'all know that.
So see why she ended up popping over here. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Shelly, I'm 24. I'll be 25 next month. I ended up popping my balloon because I'm just not like sexually attracted. I'm like very like my man, and I just don't feel like I'll be like, oh, my man. I know that sounds a little explicit, but I was just thinking about it. I was hearing you out, had great responses. I love communication. I think I love that you are open as far as like you don't have deal breakers. You're like trying to see and build with someone because I feel like the dating pool, people just exit people out for everything. But I was just like, dang, I don't see myself like crawling in bed and yeah. So sorry.
Right. So. Is she someone that you would approach?
You cool. I wouldn't approach.
Okay.
You cool, and I think pretty for sure.
I'm curious why you wouldn't approach.
Right.
I personally wouldn't approach. I don't like the fit a little bit. I just don't like the heels.
Okay.
With the dress.
That makes sense.
It's a little combo.
I mean, you was a little basic too.
I'm chilling,
I'm
chilling. I'm
right.
chilling.
I know you got popped and I'm trying to get clout off of me. So. All right, I get it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I listen to what I'm saying, and I wish, and if I really was thinking, and I would have been, I guess, more prepared. I could have kind of, when I sit here and said, if I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't beat. I'm not mad at her response. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. She kind of was in her feeling. Her shoes was kind of trash, and I seen a lot of women in the comment section that kind of agreeing with him. Was like, yeah, bro, your shoes was trash. Like, and sometimes I think people have to like. I don't think nobody realistically, especially if you really want to date seriously, I don't think too many people can honestly take rejection. And that's why I told y'all, I wouldn't play the suspect game. I wouldn't do, like, I know for a fact certain shit. I don't want my ego. My ego is not into the place right now where it can take those type of blows. And she couldn't take it. Like, he kind of took it, and he was like, he ain't be disrespectful. He's like, bro, the shoes is trash. And her shoes was trash. Like, them shits was cheap. But I respect even what she was saying when she sit here and said, I couldn't see myself getting in a relationship with you because I couldn't see myself laying up with you every day. Like, I don't think it was nothing wrong with what she said. I agree with what she said. Like, I get it. If that's your personal opinion, how you feel on why you don't want to date somebody, I feel like she was absolutely in the right. And I mean, I feel like she just couldn't take the response in the right way. What else we got going on? I felt like it was something else on TikTok that I kind of meant to. Oh yeah. And we talking about, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to play two of these clips. It's two of these different, and sometimes where I just really don't like white people talking about hip hop at all. I'm gonna play these niggas, and they really piss me off.
If I just came out with their list for their top 10 rap songs of 2024, Lou, I'm not liking this list. At number 10,
what they got.
On One Tonight by Gunna.
No.
Number 9, Catfish by Dochi. Not the right song to go with for that album, at least. 8, Get It Sexy by Sexy Red. Attitude by Don Toliver featuring Charlie Wilson and Cash Cobain.
Literally the worst song off that album.
Carnival by Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign from the Vultures era.
W.
5, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. W. Sticky by Tyler, the Creator featuring Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne.
People love this song. I really can't get behind this
Saint Chroma, Noid, Take Your Mask Off. Much better songs off of that album. Next up, TGIF by Glorilla at number 3. A banger for 2024, top 3 song of the year, not in my books. Number 2, Type Shit, Future Metro Boomin featuring Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi.
Did you admit there's better songs to take out of that album?
Absolutely, there is.
Come on.
Regardless, though, it's still one of the best songs on this list.
Not one of the best songs of the year,
and
though.
Number 1, they gave Keke. Do you have a guess for the number 1?
Number 1.
Did you see any of the journalism around this yet?
I feel like they probably gave it to one of the diss battle songs.
Yes, they did. It was Euphoria.
Yeah.
Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. Spotify just came out with their list for...
I was trying to screenshot the jump, but I can remember most of them on top of my head. But anyway, again, that's why I say I really don't like white people's opinion on hip hop. And because I do think, again, I think the internet has ruined us where it's like, I just don't like it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like hearing white people talk about hip hop. I'm cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, some of them be all right, cool. Like, I like Roy, he cool. I like Rosenberg, they cool. But bro, like, even for you to sit here and say, bro, I can argue that TJF Friday should be number 1 over Euphoria, over any of that. I can argue that Glorilla song should be number 1, dog. Like, that's why
Not over Not Like Us.
Okay, cool. Put Not Like Us at number 1, and then put Glorilla TJF Friday number 2 then. But you ain't about to sit here and be like, this one wasn't supposed to be number 3. What the fuck are we talking about, dog? That's my, and again, but
number 2. Hold
on, we can just play it again real quick.
Spotify just came out with their list for their top 10 rap songs of 2024. Lou, I'm not liking this list. At number 10,
what they got.
On One Tonight by Gunna.
I don't like
number
that
9,
song.
Catfish by Dochi. Not the right song to go with for that album, at least. 8, Get It Sexy by Sexy Red. Attitude by Don Toliver featuring Charlie Wilson and Cash Cobain.
Literally the worst song off that album.
Carnival.
I'm gonna screenshot it when they do it.
By
So then we can
Kanye
kind of
West and Ty Dolla $ign from the Vultures era.
W.
5, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. W. Sticky by Tyler, the Creator featuring Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne.
People love this song. I really can't get behind this
Saint
song.
Chroma, Noid, Take Your Mask Off. Much better songs off of that album. Next up, TGIF by Glorilla at number 3. A banger for 2024, top 3 song of the year, not in my books. Number 2, Type Shit, Future Metro Boomin featuring Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi.
Did you admit there's better songs to take out of that album?
Course. Absolutely, there is.
Come on.
Regardless, though, it's still one of the best songs on this list.
Not one of the best songs of the year,
And
though.
number 1, they gave Keke. Do you have a guess for the number 1?
Number 1.
Did you
what
see any of the journalism around this yet?
I feel like they probably gave it to one of the diss battle songs.
Yes, they did. It was Euphoria.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Okay, so let's
So yeah, Euphoria is not number one.
Yeah, no, for sure. But again, you know what's the
type
crazy
shit?
No, so listen to what I'm saying. So that's why let's just go off the list. And this is my own. This would be my beef with Spotify. It's just because I think with some of them, even just perfect example, I understand when they pander into a certain audience, because if you're talking about social media, you want social media to kind of carry the jump. Playboy Carti has a huge social media audience. So I get it. Playboy Carti got 2 songs in it. I'm not even mad. And this is my point of when I'm saying I don't like white people talking about hip hop, because you just sit here and now y'all know I didn't start firmly and firm on how weak those first 2 Future albums was. Only other song you could say was probably better than Type Shit was fucking not Like Us. What's the name of that? What was the name of the song? Like That. I'm cool if you say all right, Like That was better than Type Shit. Cool. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't argue with you on that one. But you're not about to say it's a bunch of songs off of any of those 2 first Future projects better than Type Shit. They ain't 2. It's not literally only one other song that you can legitimately have a real if you talk about a real Future fan, and that's what I'm saying. I understand. I just understand, like, when you just white people just get, it's more y'all, so y'all gonna be able to say just stupid shit like this. Like I said, even for them to sit here and say that was the worst song, the Attitude Joint, that to me was like the best song on that Don Toliver Joint. Only song on that Don Toliver Joint that I probably actually liked more was the joint with him and Kodak Black. But Carnival, I can even argue that Carnival should probably be a top 3 song. And not 6. I feel like 6 is kind of down. I think it just came up. I think Carnival came out. No, I think no. The only reason, I'm gonna tell you what messed Carnival up and messed a lot of these songs up, besides the Glorilla junk, was just those beef songs. Kind of like when they started to beef, it kind of made people forget about all the other songs. Carnival was huge.
Yeet has to be in the top 5.
You said what?
Yeet. What was the joint? What on the first one? Oh no, that was Travis Scott. The joint Yeet, right? Yeet. That
no, you mean Fiend.
Fiend, but Yeet was the artist, right?
No, he wasn't on there. He was Playboy Carti was on there. Yeet ain't on Fiend, I don't think. Is he? He might be. He on Fiend? You might be right. Hold on, I haven't listened to that Travis Scott shit in a long time. So you might be right. I'm not arguing what you're saying. If you're not, hold on, I'll look.
So I will put that in the
crazy. No, that's Playboy Carti. Yeah, I know I'm on tripping. It's Playboy Carti. I'm looking at it right now.
The Yeet one? Yeah. I mean, or the
But even for just perfect example though, but even for Travis Scott though, that's on his, if you go on his Apple Music, John, his number 1 song right now is Type Shit. So that's why and Fiend came out 2023. It was the end of 2023, but it came out in 2023. I mean, I know it still carried on through the year because, of course, this year it was played in all the Gatorade commercials and they played it in the NFL commercials and stuff. But still, just like, bro, I'd be cool on the white people talking about music.
But is it the white people, or it's just that's what's on the algorithm though?
Because I think it's just a white person, John. Because there's no Boss Man D-Lo on it, kind of don't make no sense to me. Like I could argue,
but if you don't use Spotify, then I mean, what can you argue with?
What you mean?
Because that's going
off of Spotify. If you say if I don't listen to them, if I don't use it for their music,
then how can you argue with it?
I mean, yeah, I guess if they going off their numbers, but I still wouldn't just like. I mean, if you're going off their numbers, then cool. You can't argue.
But then that's them going off their numbers. Okay, but then that's my question. Is just like how when even Drake even say like, oh, you know, the whole what's name them boosting
up songs.
Yeah, so it's just like Euphoria. Like how did Euphoria or any of that get on? Because was that on there on Spotify?
Yeah, it was on all of them.
Euphoria, so it's on. Okay, okay.
All of that's on. All of that's on the streaming platforms. Yeah, for sure. All of them on there. Only recent Kendrick Lamar song that's not on streaming platforms is the Party Must Die.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm with you. The Euphoria to me shouldn't be on there at all. But like I said, I mean, I guess if they whatever numbers that they looking at, then cool. But I don't think just realistically, if I'm freestyling it, cool. I go Not Like Us number 1. I'm going TJF Friday number 2. Number 3 for me probably would be, I'm gonna say it gotta be one of them Boss Man D-Lo Jones. Or I can go Carnival number 3. I wouldn't even be mad at Carnival being number 3. But I feel like Boss Man D-Lo gotta have a top 5 jump. Like it either gotta be that these ain't what is it? These ain't Hirachis, these whatever that is the Get In There With Me jump, or it gotta be that ass sitting up like 2 bunk beds. Like it gotta be in that, gotta be like a top 5 song. Or shit, even Get It Sexy. Like, bro, I don't know. To me, Get It Sexy got to be in the top 10, but I could probably even argue that could be like 5 or 6. I don't know, the Catfish on, like even, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did just real quick. I tried to listen to the Dochi Joe. I understand why people are trying to promote it, because she's rapping. She rap like she can absolutely rap. She can rhyme words very well. She can do all of the cool rapper things. But again, when me and Marcus was just having an argument about R&B, I feel like especially for women, as a woman rapper, this shit don't make me feel no type of way. And that may sound crazy coming from a man, but I feel like, but listen, no, it sounds crazy coming from a man, but nigga, I'm sure anybody who listens to this show, even before a woman, you'll take my opinion on a woman rapper making you feel some type of way. I'm listening to Doechii. She don't make me feel like a bad bitch. She just make, okay, you can rap, dog, cool.
But it's more than just being a bad bitch, though. Everybody don't want to be a bad bitch. Everybody can't be a bad bitch.
No. So you missing the thing. You missing the point of using, maybe because of you listening, using the word. Let's take the bad B word out. Cool. Making me feel like a beautiful woman. Making me feel like I look good. That I can't like you can't like. What else am I looking for from a woman rapper?
But that goes back to what we talked about before about the type of music that gets promoted. And the type of why it gets promoted. So you're saying you wouldn't want to listen to that because it doesn't make you feel pretty or whatever the case may be, but you would. But that's probably good, right? You said she can rap.
No, she can rap her ass off. That Catfish song. Let's be that Catfish song. I'm not even mad because that's a joint that I think it was. I don't think that's the song that she performed with Issa Rae. It was a different joint. But even that Catfish song, like this, when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, I even added it to my gym playlist. I'm like, oh no, she really rapping her ass off on this song. But still, if we compare it, like we can't sit here. I can't, and just for me, maybe I'm sure other people feel differently. But
yeah, I think the Catfish song is the one she performed with Nissan. I mean, with Issa Rae. Nissan Altima was like the one that kept getting promoted.
No. I know for a fact the song that she performed with Issa Rae is called what is it? It's the John off of Wendy Williams. The only reason why I know that because Charlamagne did it when she just recently did a Breakfast Club interview. They talked about the song, why they called it that, and that's a little part is I believe I could be we could be all over the place, but it don't matter. What I'm just sitting here saying is the girl can rap her ass off. I'm not disagreeing with that, but if we sit here saying like that's almost like listening to like why I don't put Pusha T in the same conversation when I put Jeezy or Yo Gotti. Because he don't like, I understand listen, and what is what I'm saying? And I think this is the easiest comparison.
Then why you can't put Lil Kim at the top then?
At the top of what?
No, I'm just saying like when you say that, it's just like you don't want them to rap, but if we just
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I ain't saying I don't want you to rap, but I want you to rap and make me feel something though. I don't want you to just be, because it's endless niggas who can rap, but if they don't make you feel some type of way, niggas don't put up a perfect example. The reason why Pusha T ain't big as Jeezy, because he don't make like, yeah, you talking the street shit to nerds, but you don't make street niggas feel the way Jeezy and Yo Gotti make niggas feel. And that's why Pusha T ceiling, it kind of, it's like it taps out at it never reached to the potential of like the way, if you listen to nerds when they talk about Pusha T, nerds talk about Pusha T the way street niggas talk about Jeezy and Yo Gotti. But if you're talking about street shit, again, like I said this before, the nerds' opinion don't matter because that's not realistically your audience. You ain't making, matter of fact, when we talk about Freddie Gibbs, you ain't making music for them. So for them to speak loudly for you, it kind of means that your music is going on deaf ears.
Okay, but then my question is, who really paying the bills though? Is the street niggas paying your bills or the niggas the nerds niggas that streaming your music?
Yeah, you talking about now because we talking about streaming era, but at one point in time, nigga, Jeezy was he was a double platinum selling artist on his first two albums, went double platinum.
No, see now that's my thing. Even with like, not to keep going back to with the Drake shit, but just like him complaining about the whole whatever they doing. But what's the difference of you going in the store buying 20
perfect example. A perfect example. So I'm gonna tell you why. Because Robbie and Corday just did a joint on the Breakfast Club, and they was talking about numbers. Dog, for a song to count as one listen, and remember when I asked this, I said, dog, I know I listened to that Kendrick Lamar, even when not like I said, bro, I know I listened to this song more than 50 times. Why this only got that one day? I know I listened to it 50 times, but again, because he said he said, dog, the song got to go through. You have to complete the song from start to finish,
right?
1,500 times for it to count as one.
The album. I thought
listen to what I'm saying. For one song, for the song to count as a purchase for one jump. So if you see it's saying an album, you gotta listen to the same thing with the song. Even if you look at the albums, I didn't listen when you look at the albums that you listen to on the Apple jump. I'm sure you didn't listen to the whole entire album that many times, but they just showing you parts. So even if it's just one song off that album,
because even looking at my joint and my top song is that it was what's the Bryson Tiller joint? I forgot what it is. But it's on multiple playlists. It's on the hip, it's on the repeat joint, and it's on the R&B joint. So I get it why it's up there, because like even I told you before how the Backyard joint was last year was top playlist because every time I plug it in, that's the first song that come in it. So I get that part when it comes on. But like I said, I don't. My thing is
but
just
that's
like.
but listen to my point, because you don't know, I don't know, and none of us know. That's why we shouldn't even keep talking about numbers, because we don't even know how they get counted. So why, again, we had this conversation before. So why I keep bringing them up? We got to talk about Philly. It's cool. Like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, even with the Pusha T shit, Pusha T still is not a bigger. He's nowhere near it for what Pusha T talks about. You would not sit here and say Pusha T is a top 5 drug dealer rapper of all times. You ask a nerd, he may say that, but if we tell him, nigga, you from the hood, you know for a fact he ain't in nobody top 5 of talking street niggas. It's gonna be Jeezy, it's gonna be Yo Gotti, it's gonna be Gucci, and you can end them, and them three can fluctuate with however what order you want to put them in, and you got to put damn near Jay-Z as a fucking Hall of Fame if we actually talking about lyrics of what a nigga talking about. But I don't even think people put Jay-Z in that conversation. They just put Jay-Z in the conversation of greatest rapper of all time. But we talking about niggas actually talking about pure street shit. Nigga, Jeezy, Gucci, and Yo Gotti is the top 3 of that Mount Rushmore of talking about selling drugs. Like, literally, your content of your music is just drug dealing music. Like, come on, dog. Like,
but that's why, and not to even like even with the whole Leon Thomas shit, and just like even with you, when you said like you listen to that Corday album, and I'm like, that Corday album, that's what he been doing. Like, because I've been listening to his project before, like him storytelling or just painting those pictures, that's what he's been doing. But this one is more of a heavy production, more features on there than what it was before.
hell no. Nigga, he had way bigger features on his projects before. I mean, of course, he had, but listen,
No,
listen,
one.
listen, because you're going off of the names, but you talking about features, nigga. One of his his other projects, what's the joint when he was walking like on a yellow brick road or some shit? He had endless features on there. Like, I mean, of course, because you got Wayne and Kanye, you can't get no bigger than that.
Yeah,
but that's off a relationship. Yeah. But that's off a relationship.
But that's what I'm saying. But even that project would not. That's one of my favorite ones. That's when I first found like that project would not get talked about. As you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm just saying.
But
like
that's just him, period. Though that's why I said you got to start listening to watching interviews. They talk about that on his Breakfast Club joint. He don't get a credit.
No,
period.
he don't get credit. But that's what I'm saying. But even looking at this album right now, if you listen to this album, it's like, damn, like you put this together. But I'm like, but you've been doing it because your projects before that been the same. Like your projects before that been the same.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's just. I think even what he said, I think because he get compared to people who are bigger than him, he don't get compared to his peers. Like people compare him to like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and them. They don't compare him to the niggas he came out with. And that kind of do him a disservice because his numbers never going to live up to Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. So that's kind of like, and then sometimes it just depends on what day of the week. I mean, what time of the year you put your music out on. Sometimes you put it out during a heavy circle, your shit, just people not going to listen to it, people not going to talk about it. Like that, just, I mean, that could be a case, even when we were just talking about just
because on that album, he had Chance, Addison Pack, Ty Dolla $ign, Pusha T, and McMills. That wasn't bigger than what he had on the last project.
Yeah, no, because of the names, you just saying, but he still had more features on that project. Well, he still had some of them same niggas on it.
Right.
That's Addison Pack on the new joint.
But that's what he had Addison Pack plenty. That's what I'm saying. The features on that one compared to what he had on the last project, Lil Wayne, Addison Pack, Juicy J, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and Joey Badass, and Addison Pack again. So yeah, so you had bigger features and more of. I feel like when you say the budget, you had a bigger budget on this project. But that Lost Boys joint was better than. I'm not gonna say it. That's something that I felt became a fan of yours.
I mean, yeah, cool. But I mean, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I don't. To me, that still wasn't. I don't think those projects were better. I think. I mean, like that may have been the Johnson, maybe what you liked them for, but I don't think that. I think that to me, that his news project is probably his best project. I don't think that. I mean, I hear you, but I don't know if it's necessarily a project better than that. But still, just to stay on topic of what we're talking about, that's why I say I don't necessarily. I think the numbers sometimes can be. Because none of us can control the numbers. That's why I don't even necessarily know if we should even bring them up. And I think that's the easy cop out for a lot of people. And I see that shit all the time, especially even when people talk about like with Drake. Like I seen people saying, oh, this was a horrible year for hip hop. Look, because Drake ain't dropped no album. I mean, I think if you're a Drake fan, you feel like that. But if you actually listen to rap music, I didn't miss Drake not dropping no music. Like I listen to music every Friday. I find something new to listen to. And I think that's the difference between people who just actually like, if you like music, you're gonna always find something new to listen to. And I think again, that's one of the things I think the streaming platforms have done a horrible job and kind of like threw us for a loop, is because it's like everything is just numbers. But like I said, again, just kind of rehashing the point of what I said a few weeks ago or last week, bro, when you used to go buy bootleg CDs, you just bought them off the cover. Is it 2 or 3 songs on here I never heard before? Then I'm buying it. Like that was just the thing. Like that nigga, like shit now, like people just be like, we too high strung on did this song chart or is this that? Like nigga, what do you like and why do you like it? And that to me, I think that should be realistically the biggest talking points. But I mean, just so we don't have to stay too long on that, and we can kind of get into y'all know one of my favorite things is just we talking about horrible adulting, talking about parenting. I feel like at this point, we can find one of these stories damn near every week now.
Yard where his client was again thrown to the ground, punched, and called the N-word by 2 students.
In the case of 2 students stabbed at Verdugo Hills High School, the 14-year-old that was arrested now says he's the real victim of an alleged hate crime.
The teen says he was attacked and called racial slurs for months, and his mom tells KKL's Rachel Kim the school did nothing about it.
You're watching a 14-year-old male student getting jumped and punched in the boys' bathroom of Verdugo Hills High School in Tujunga in late August. The attorney for the 14-year-old's family says the teen was also repeatedly called racial slurs.
Make no mistake about it, this is a case of racism.
Attorney Brad Gage says after the incident, the school held a meeting with the teen's mom, who doesn't want us to use her name for safety reasons.
They didn't care. They didn't do nothing to the other kids, and that's why I'm most upset about. They just sat there and did nothing.
Attorneys for the 14-year-old students say there are very few African-American students here at Verdugo Hills High School. They say almost from the first day of class in August, the teen was targeted by Latino students who called him racial slurs, physically assaulted him, and threatened to stab him.
My son is a good, smart kid, very intelligent.
This mom believes because nothing was done to her son's attackers, the situation escalated to what happened on campus on December 9th. Gage tells us it started on the schoolyard where his client was again thrown to the ground, punched, and called the N-word by 2 students.
At some point, others that are part of the group or gang, they come and chase our client with a big butcher knife, trying to kill him.
Gage says his client was trying to defend himself when 2 others ended up getting stabbed. Their injuries were not life-threatening. As for the 14-year-old, the LAPD tells us he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. Gage filed a government claim, a precursor to a lawsuit against Verdugo Hills High School and the district for failing to protect the 14-year-old. We reached out to LAUSD for a response to the claim, and a spokesperson said Los Angeles Unified does not comment on pending or ongoing litigation.
It's the school's failure to act properly in August and September that led to a stabbing in December.
My son was in a situation where he could have been killed. I still feel like he can be killed because if he can't even come over here now, he can't even come back over this way due to all the stuff that's been going down.
Rachel Kim, KCAL News. On the schoolyard where his client...
Hold on, I'm a little slow. So did he get a knife for a second fight?
You said, did he get a knife for a second fight?
Or they had a knife and he took the knife from them?
I want to say he probably he might have took it from them. I don't know if he necessarily bought the knife.
See, I mean, this one of those jumps. I'm not. This not.
Well, he could have bought it. I mean, if they've been bullying him since August, then
yeah, because that's what I was trying to figure when they just said it again. I was saying like, damn, was this 2 different fights? Because I'm kind of like, it kind of started to confuse me when she just said those dates, where she said this they could have avoided this happening in September and August instead of this, I guess, escalating until December. So it sounds like
he could have just bought.
Yeah, it sounds like that. If I'm hearing it right, it sounds like he just bought a knife. And the second time they tried to jump him, he pulled out the knife.
Because maybe the first time they attacked him with the knife.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Man, only thing I guess I would kind of suggest, I guess, in this situation when you're talking about just the kids, and I know this shit costs money, so it's a little bit harder, but you probably got to even start at this point with some of these kids, like especially if you feel like your kid is getting bullied, and it like even after the first time, maybe you just want to put your kid in some boxing classes. I know that shit gonna cost you, but I mean, even take away from like you don't buy a couple of them video games, or don't fucking take away some of them Robux or something and put his little ass in some boxing.
Everybody kid don't want to do it. You can't make it.
Yeah, you can. You don't say you can't make a kid, because you can make some fucking kids do whatever the fuck you want to do. You the fucking parent. You can make your kid do whatever you want.
But I can send them there, but they don't want to be there. Then that you torturing them. Like they don't want to sit here and be doing it. Like
yeah, okay, but I can say the same thing when kids gotta go to summer school. I don't want to be here neither. Nigga,
who gotta go to summer school? If you go to summer school because your grades, then nigga, nobody.
What's the difference?
You're telling me I'm sitting here paying for you to go to this the boxing, right? If I don't want to fight, I don't want to do that. Like, you some kids who don't want to fight, don't like violence, but you sitting there making me fight to defend myself.
Well, what you just will keep getting your ass whooped then?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, but like, you want to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm putting you in this class.
So
you gotta,
I go as a,
no,
as a parent, this is what I would tell my kid. If this was my kid, I would tell him, hey, you can take these boxing lessons, or you just gonna keep getting your ass whooped, and I don't care. Don't come in and telling me about it no more. If you don't want to go to this boxing class and learn how to defend yourself, don't come in this house again ever telling me about somebody bullying you. Because I'm trying to help you and give you a better solution so you can know how to defend yourself. So if you don't want to learn how to defend yourself, then guess what? You better wipe your fucking tears before you come in this door. I don't want to hear this shit. That's it. Like, I'm like, you like, fuck, dog. I watch too many. You know how many of these kids, when you listen to these kids, when they started to pick up sports, like somebody had to push them at first. And in the original push, you may not like the original push, but guess what? You eventually will end up liking it, or you will respect the level of discipline that you learn. And then when you get old enough and you can quit, then yeah, you can quit. But as a kid, you're going to do what the fuck I said, dog. And I think that's one of those luxuries of just like, that's that soft black parenting shit. And some of y'all need to maybe go visit and get you a fucking African friend or a Jamaican friend or any friend from the parents are non-American. It ain't no, you don't have no choices on what you're going to be doing and this, that, and the third. Like, dog, shout out to Abu. Like, his mother and father, yeah, you want to go to these go-go's, you better keep on honor roll. No honor roll, no go-go, buddy. Like, bro, yeah, y'all be giving y'all kids a little too much motherfucking free will, bro. It ain't, that ain't.
But like I said, them.
I would cool, then get your ass whooped then.
No.
We could just leave it at that. I'm cool. If you don't want to go to these boxing lessons, then get your ass whooped by these kids. I don't care, dog. That's it. Like, if that's gonna be your excuse that your kid got the free will of what I don't want to do. Like, all right, cool. Chicken nugget. What the fuck you say? Like, you the fucking little motherfucker want to eat chicken nuggets all day. Like, bro, you better go eat some fucking broccoli or something. Like, that's the same shit. Like, all of that. Y'all kids got way too much on what I want to do and what I don't want to do, bro. And that's the difference between black parents, fucking Chinese, African, Mexican, and everybody else. And ain't no what I want to do. It's what the fuck I told you to do. Like, it's too much. And then, man, yeah, all right. Get your ass whooped then, little nigga.
Were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, you know, your leader? Oh, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. These rumors.
So for people who don't know what that is, and this is what I'm saying, and the reason why I'm not going to be hard on Fat Joe, because I'm not from New York, though. And that's not, I'm sorry, I went to a school where it was 99% black. I only grew up with black people. So this new other people saying the N-word, I don't have no dog in that race because I'm not from one of them places. I'm from the DMV area. Our shit is like very segregated. I went to school with all black people. I don't have no friends is now I'm black, so I don't know. I feel like this is some New York shit. This is New York. Like, New York is one of them cities like we all the same. Like, we can all say the same words and all the same slurs. This is a big New York thing, and that's a social media thing. Like, that's one of those people get mad. Like, bro, Fat Joe was already famous and was already saying nigga before I was damn near born. I ain't know what the fuck can I say, like, nigga, that little Italy, like, nigga, I was in elementary school when Fat Joe was already saying nigga, bro. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't get up in arms because I hear Fat Joe say nigga. Like, sorry, dog. I ain't one of them people. I'm not. So I don't. To me, you don't kind of like, if you ain't in New York, you kind of don't make them laws. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I honestly don't give a fuck. There's a video going around on social media, and a man was putting a torch to Oreos, and the Oreo didn't bend or fold. Y'all seen the video? Yeah. Do that make you think twice about what you eat?
Who eat that shit?
What, Oreos?
Yeah.
Like, you don't eat them at all? None of them?
No. Oreos? I don't like chocolate.
I mean, they got vanilla.
I mean, but yeah, no. No.
It do make you think twice about it, because why? But I mean, everything is like that.
They put a torch to that joint, and it literally didn't do nothing.
But I don't think a lot of people pay attention. Like,
that shit is scary. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They've had people put McDonald's burgers away for months and months and years, and it was still the same burger. Nothing happened to it. but people still buy McDonald's.
Yeah, but again, but that would be for, especially for the McDonald's people. That would be one of my reasons. Y'all know I'm firm. I'm cheap, but I'll tell you the better way of. Just go to any grocery store, get you a bag of kale, and get you a kale salad. That shit will literally. I don't care what y'all say.
But if they did that with kale, then what? Because a lot of people, I mean, like they have tests and stuff, like they do stuff to a lot of food. So I mean, if you saw that, then what?
Well, if I seen that somebody put a junk to kale and it didn't burn, but guess what I've done? Because nigga, I trust and believe I've left kale out long enough, and I've seen kale. You seen it go from that strong green to that shit start to brown up a little bit. You can leave kale out long enough. You can leave. I mean, listen to me. You can have a long work day. And if you don't put your kale up under your seat where some air, if you got too much heat getting to it, trust and believe, you can look at the lettuce, and you'll see the color of the lettuce start to do. Oh, I'm gonna tell you another trick about kale. You know if you got a good bag of kale, if it's all dry, because if you start to buy a bag and then started something towards the bottom of the bag get too wet because the kale ain't no good. Now, I eat enough. Just one thing I do, nigga. If I don't eat nothing else, I'm gonna eat me some kale. And trust and believe, I can know the difference between even when the bag is no good and when it's not. And you kind of look, you don't want it to be too moist. You don't want your lettuce to like the leaves to be too moist, because if they too moist, that means it's gonna go bad fast. You kind of really want them to be dry. To be honest, the drier the better, because then that means that bag at least gonna get you a little bit longer. But if that bag too moist, you gonna have to run through that kale probably in like 3 days. Because if you wait by day 4 or 5, that shit ain't gonna be no good. And when you know when you leaving it out too long or it's starting to get bad, that kale stink like shit. So I mean that kind of is the difference. But I do think realistically, if you see videos like that, even like we talking about the McDonald's, you see these Oreos and you don't think twice about eating. One thing about Oreos, like, and that's the difference how I kind of judge candy too. If it's just too hard on your teeth, soon as you not hard on your teeth, but like you can know when it's too much sugar in it, when it kind of give you your teeth like like what the this is too much sugar. With Oreos, it'd be that shit too strong. Like that kick on Oreos is ridiculous, dog. Like, but again, like I said, some people don't pay attention to it, but the McDonald's shit, I'm cool on that. The last kick for me with McDonald's was that when that E. coli shit hit the double quarter pounders, and that's the only thing I eat from McDonald's anyway. If I was to eat McDonald's,
you had a double quarter pounder.
If I was, I haven't ate McDonald's in a brick, but if I was, I would double quarter pounder. And that was the first joint that got the E. whatever that shit, the E. coli on it.
Yeah, I never had that.
What, never had a double quarter pounder?
No.
Why? It's a reason why?
No, I just never ordered that.
Oh,
double quarter pounder? No, I never ordered it.
Real quick with TikTok, because we've been missing TikTok real quick. I'm not gonna lie to you, TikTok kind of jolly finessed me and kind of pissed me off, because I talked about why I didn't. So of course it was the holidays, and then again I told y'all sometimes when you got your phone in your hand and you using the bathroom, if you catch a good sale, that is like I said. To me, the phone is the new newspaper. So, of course, I've been telling y'all on TikTok, they do the little TikTok shops. People are always on TikTok selling something. So you see one of them, oh, we got these tech suits going on sale. You get them, and they show you the delivery that you'll have it before Christmas. So I'm like, all right, cool. This joint was like 2 for 25 or 28. I think after when you paid for the shipping, it came to like $35. I'm like, cool, it's not that bad. And you're supposed to have it for Christmas. And I kept looking like the first day, like, hey, you place your order, they send you the junk, they send you a tracking number. And I'm like, bro, it's like a week and they still ain't shipped my shit out. I'm like, oh, see, TikTok, this is why I didn't want to order from y'all. And I just stick firm. And real quick, just shout out to Shane, because I know I said this a minute ago. The only thing I will say about Shane is you probably realistically either you got to go a size above or you just got to be super skinny, because of course you get what you pay for. Their quality of shirts, to me, to be honest, I don't necessarily know if I wouldn't wear them. Like I wouldn't buy a bunch of Sheen shit if I'm trying to like go out. I probably would buy it just to work out in, because of the quality of the shirt. It's not like the shits don't be cotton. It'd be like that gym quality shit, like with the
dry fit.
Yeah, dry fit. Like I ain't
that's most of them, man.
Yeah, I ain't a fan of that shit. Yeah, I'm cool with that. No, fuck. Because they finesse you, because the way the shirts look, they look like it, and that's the difference between. That's the only reason why I do like the TikTok shop a lot better than compared to like something like Sheen, because at least on the TikTok shop, it's regular people. They trying the clothes on, they zipping in it, they unzipping it, they putting it on, whatever.
Well, Sheen got those too, like the models and
hell no, them shits be literally just a picture. And they be finessing you with that picture. Like that picture look like it's supposed to be a cotton t-shirt. And
their pants are like that too.
But then that's
the sweatpants. I don't think I'm buying sweatpants, and the sweatpants ain't really like they sweatpants, but they not sweatpants material. They not cotton. It's like the dry fit shit.
But then how do y'all keep ordering? I mean,
because it be so cheap, so you don't give a fuck.
Because it's cheap.
But if you pay for it, if you know it's cheap, then why?
No, because you're missing what I'm saying. The quality isn't cheap. It's just not what you're looking at. So what they finessing you is like, I know what a cotton shirt look like. So they listen. Okay, perfect. Because I'm gonna tell you how they get you now, because the new thing is like the oversized t-shirts. So they'll look like it'll be like some shit that Offset and them will be fucking wearing, or like them little t-shirts gonna be wearing. So you'll think it's gonna come like that, and then it'll come like it ain't a real oversized t-shirt. It's like the bottom may be cut like oversized, but the sleeves be tight as shit when the sleeves supposed to be baggy. Like they know what they be doing, and that's why they take the pictures the way they do. They don't be having actual people with them because the shit is like. But again, like you're not gonna be mad because you pay $5 for the shirt. All right, cool. It's still a good quality shirt. Like you can get some good wears out of it. But for what I do, I'm recording it in this video. It's cool. It's a cool shirt for that. But I wouldn't sit here and be like, I'm about to go out on a date with this shirt on.
Well,
I'll wear them to the gym.
You just know what not to buy off there.
Yeah, and you gotta learn. But that's what I'm saying. But guess what? You won't be mad, and you'll keep trying it. You know why? Because the price is good enough. So if the price is good enough, then I'm gonna kind of risk it because like, all right, now I got $5.
Like a t-shirt or something. All right,
Yeah,
but
$5.
like I order work pants, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna order no work pants off there no more because of the material. But I'll buy the shirts, like certain shirts, but I wouldn't buy no dress pants.
So, I mean, that's what they have stores where y'all can go in the same and they get
but the stores no, because no, this I'm gonna tell you what's fucked
no,
up.
you can go to Foreman Mills like no, I don't.
But I get what you're saying. But Foreman Mills is kind of just like almost like, I mean, maybe at this point in time because they're trying to bring back the oversized clothes, they're cool. But sometimes like.
No, it's the same thing. Dog, you can that's what you're going off what you see.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you, only thing I would give you credit is because you kind of almost got the perfect body type for that because you're just a slender, smaller man. So you can kind of like nothing is really realistically going to look bad on you unless just like maybe the fucking. If you just getting like some pin, like you end up just buying some striped shirts and it just look like some old cheap shit that maybe like an old man away or something. But outside of that, everything else you can kind of finesse for you. But some people, if you got a funny body type, nigga, you got to be careful on what you buy. Like that fucking Foreman Mills and all that other shit ain't for everybody. Like,
but you can still try it on though.
I get what you're saying. You can try it on, but still for some time, again, it's the phone, dog. The phone, you know how crazy the phone is. And I look at this every time I'm even in the sauna, and I be like, bro, cancer is so high. I be so crazy, like how many old people be just attached to the phone. Like we blame it on kids. That's why I can't even be mad at the kids because I see grown people who can't. You in it, bro. Even let's say realistically, even if you in this sauna for 15, 20 minutes, you telling me you can't leave your phone outside for 15 minutes, dog. You that addicted to your phone that you damn near almost willing to gamble. Like the phone in the sauna don't make sense, dog. You know how hot these fucking phones get in a sauna.
You shouldn't even have your phone in there.
But people do, and that's my point. But that just lets you know one how bad and how addicted people are to their phones. Where you willing to sit here and be like, "Shit, I may get cancer. Fuck it, I'm gonna take my phone in." Like that's crazy to me. Even with the headphones, I wouldn't like if you don't got these type of headphones that go over your ear. I wouldn't take them. Like I heard a nigga sit here and say something about that shit before. He was like, "Man,
the AirPods."
He said like, bro, that shit seemed crazy. That's why I don't wear them in here no more." He's like, because he's like, bro, the shits be melting in your ear and they in your fucking ear and it's hot as shit in the sauna. Why do I got these things in my ear like that?
No, I don't know why y'all you in the sauna for a reason. Well, like not to listen to music.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No. I'm gonna tell you the only reason why because everybody don't breathe the same, dog. But everybody don't breathe. No, I hear what you're saying, but you go in the sauna one time with one of these niggas, this their first or second time in there, or one of them old ass men, and he sounds like he about to die in his joint. Like, bro, you ain't trying to hear that shit. That shit gonna blow the hell out you. You gonna want to listen to music. Like I rather, or even listen to a podcast. I might not even listen to music, but it's still, or even I may just listen to water sounds or whatever. But I don't want to hear this fat ass nigga who can't even barely breathe in here because he like that shit. No, I swear to God, listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, and I try it sometimes. Every time I play myself, try going in the sauna without no headphones on, it's always a nigga in this joint sound like he about to die.
But I thought you used to put the earplugs, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's what I thought that's what you know, like when you go into there, I thought that's what you put like.
I mean, some people may. I never seen nobody do it.
I thought that's what you put.
Don't get it twisted. It be some old niggas who be raw dogging, and I even feel bad. Like if I'm in the joint and I see an old nigga really getting in his bag, I'll turn my shit down because I just got respect for that because I know how that shit would annoy me if I'm in here and I'm on my quiet time shit and then some nigga got his music blasting. Just out of respect, I'll turn my music down. Never just me and a bunch of young niggas or middle-aged people that cool. But when I see sometimes as an older person and he was already in here before me and I see he in here just raw dogging it, I'm gonna turn my shit down. As long as he ain't breathing crazy. And if you come to get the breathing crazy, then I'll cry. I don't know what to tell you, Bob. Like it's even 2 days gonna shake. I'll cut the music down, but you gonna have to relax on how hard you in here breathing. Like you can't be in this joint sound like you about to have an asthma attack and think I'm gonna be in here quiet as hell. Like, nah, that's not gonna work.
Hold on. Now that you said that, the whole breathing crazy, right? So if you with a shorty that snore, what you doing?
I mean, I wouldn't care about that because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be asleep before them. So that ain't gonna bother me.
Oh man, you better than that don't it don't wake you up or anything?
Hell
like
no, nigga, I sleep hard as shit. Hell no. Yeah, that's
Okay.
hell no. That shit don't bother me. But anyway, we supposed to be on TikTok anyway. So TikTok, I mean, realistically, for most people, and shout out, and this is one of the reasons why people kind of bang with Trump, because Trump did sit here and say when he get in office. Basically, he said he don't know if he gonna go for the TikTok ban because realistically, he know for a fact that was one of the reasons why he got voted in. It was because of TikTok. He was like because he did so well with the youth. I want to say it was a clip of that going around. Anyway, but that's what he said basically. But so it realistically is supposed to be a ban on TikTok. I believe it's supposed to kick in on January 19th, and I think his when his inauguration on the 20th, I believe, or the 6th. It's between the 16th and the 20th. I can't remember. But
so they have to get passed. It ain't passed yet, right?
I mean, it's still in the air. If they don't sell, I guess if they don't sell before that date, they supposed to sell it. Like they even to the point where the government telling Google and Apple they got to take it off of their stores. Like you can't have it on the Apple store no more. You can't have it on the Google John. Like they literally trying to like completely make it where people can't even download the app no more. And I think I seen a joint where it said people can like streamers and stuff can be shit. Niggas gonna lose like up to a couple $100 million. Like people it's gonna really if they do. And I do know a lot of people who real live really be making bread off of that joint. Like people
who lose them? Who you still got to pay them, right?
What you mean?
Like, because are you under contract?
What you talking about? Who?
Like
who under contract?
The creators. So like, if you just sit here, like even with the whole Party City and all them, like just everybody just like, hey, I'm this last day. So if TikTok was to say, hey, I'm shutting down, you still don't have to pay people. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to pay those people out or pay.
Oh, well, those people. If you're a content creator, then you better hurry up and make sure you get paid out before that January 16th date. You better not still be trying to be on here because you think if they sit here and close the junk down and you can't use it and you still trying to go live on the 15th or like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. I mean, or you just going to be gambling. I don't know because I don't know how that's going to work. If they take it off, how you going to get paid out? I don't know.
I mean, still a company, right? You still got it. That's what.
I mean, yeah, they still a company, but if a nigga, I don't listen. But to say, all I can sit here and say, if this was me, if I own TikTok and that was my company, and then the United States sit here and say, all right, we banned, and then I got 2,000 content creators who need to get paid on whatever the last day. You think I'm gonna pay them? Nigga, you crazy as hell. Why would I pay them? Would you pay them?
I think you still got to though.
How? Who gonna pay me, nigga? My shit is banned from the USA. What
it's banned, even though it's banned, you made enough money off of me. That's just like if the post office was to shut down, you can't say no. I'm not paying you for your next 2 paychecks or whatever case may be.
Yeah, I think those two things is like completely different. I hear what you're saying, but
I'm still bringing you money in.
That's on your dumb ass fault. That would be on you. That wouldn't have nothing to do with me. You listen what I'm saying. As a content creator, nigga, you better pay attention to the news. You clear as they see it, but they may be about to close down. So why would you still be sitting here trying to scramble up and keep this basically like you trying to hustle on the block? And I'm telling you, the police about to come down the street, and you still trying to make this last sale. Nigga, if you get caught, that's on you.
But you still got to pay them though. If I see him do the service,
listen to what I'm telling you, then stop doing the service. Don't be fucking dumb.
But I still feel like you still have to pay. You can't just be like, all right, I'm not gonna pay. No, then that's when you get a lawsuit, right?
Who are you gonna sue?
What do you
I'm
mean?
not an American company already, nigga. How you gonna sue me?
I still can sue. You're still a company. If you just sit here and say by this date, you still have to pay me for those. You got to pay me whatever. If I'm still doing the server, I'm still working. You still have to pay me.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If you are a content creator and they're still in January 1st coming up, and you still trying to create content January 10th, and you watch the news every day, and they sit here and counting down to the days TikTok is about to ban, and you still on there trying to sit here.
But so how many people going to sit here? Well, I'm gonna go live. Oh, but they still shut me down. Well, I'm still going. People still going to do it.
Well, then you can't be mad if you don't get paid. Then that's on your dumb ass. Like who supposed to be to blame for that? Everybody else is about to get shut down, and you still on here trying to fucking shuck and jive for a couple dollars. That's on you. That ain't on TikTok. If I'm TikTok, I'm not paying you out. You can go eat a dick. How you gonna sue me? You ain't got enough money to sue somebody in a whole different country. This is not an American company. What the fuck are you talking? Who you gonna sue? How you gonna sue me? What content creator do you think off the top of your head got enough money to be able to sue TikTok, and they're not even an American company?
Yeah, a lawyer gonna take that.
Take it and do what, nigga? I'm a China-based company. That's why the government trying to shut them down and make them sell to an American company. Who you gonna sue? How you gonna sue it? You don't even have no jurisdiction over here, nigga. Eat a dick. That's what's gonna happen. But I was looking for this Trump shit. Here you go.
How do you plan to stop the ban on TikTok next month?
Who?
How do you plan to stop the ban on TikTok next month?
We'll take a look at TikTok. You know, I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points And there are those that say that TikTok has something to do with that. Now, Joe Rogan did, and some of the other people that were recommended by my son Barron, he knew names. I said, who is that? Tell me, who's that? Dad, you got to be kidding. I can't believe you don't know. And I did those interviews, and it was actually sort of cute. Do you want to know the truth? But we did them, and that had an impact. But TikTok had an impact, and so we're taking a look at it. But, you know, we won youth. Republicans are always 30 points down in youth. I don't know why, but we ended up finishing. There was one poll that showed us down about 30. We were 35 or 36 points up with young people. So
again, like I said, shout out to Donald Trump on that one. I'm in a topic that I'm not going to kind of double down on this week that people are still attaching to and driving the internet crazy. It's Travis Hunter and his girl. At this point, I feel bad for Travis Hunter. We got our shit off last week. I'm not one of those people like, bro, I'm making, that's just I ain't gonna blame it on no zodiac sign or nothing. I get bored with shit. I can't keep double down and talking about topics that we kind of like, bro. All right, you get your take off. It's like, cool. They like, I'm not gonna lie, they doing that girl dirty at this point. And that's why I said I kind of feel bad, because it's like, bro, they picking up everything. She left some emojis up on the Anthony Edwards shit. They made that shit a big deal. She was in some random rap nigga's music video, like as the lead girl. They made that a big deal. They found the jump from her last year, I think in 2022. She was at a Halloween party dressed up, giving a nigga damn near almost a lap dance. And then they was like, damn, I wonder was Travis Hunter outside waiting for her to come out this jump, because she made a video talking about how he used to take her to parties and wait outside of the parties for her. And I was like, damn, dog. Like, all right. I just feel bad for him. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he kind of one of them, like, and it's so sad. He like, bro, he's so young. He can't even get off the internet. Like, it's the difference between scrolling and you real life every time got to do a whole goddamn like sit down like response to this. Like, I feel for the little dude at this point.
But that's why I say I just like sometimes it's like, oh, I know they're athletes and I know how athletes move. Yes, you want the popular girl, you want the cute looking girl, but at the end of the day, it comes with responsibility. Like that, and that's why I tried to tell you like last week, dog. What if she was that girl? Like I said, I get it. You saying that he's him, but it's just like, what makes him him though? You don't know his dating record or his track record. Like, what really makes him him? Yes, he's an athlete, but then we don't know how he communicates or how he even talks to females outside of that. Yeah, you are him, but like she could have been that it girl.
And could have been, that's what I'm saying. She could have been. We talking about now though, and we talking about today, like a couple days away from 2025. She ain't her to compare to him. Not now. Maybe 5 years ago. Sure, I'm with you. I agree with what you're saying. 5 years ago, we talking about today.
She might be the baddest that he's ever had.
And we ain't seen it with nobody else.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's because he just ain't look. He's
a funny looking ass nigga.
I hear what you. No, it's a lot of athletes that's funny looking.
Right. So that's why I'm saying like, that's why I just like I get it. Y'all,
you think Tyreek Hill look good? I'm talking to you.
No, you're not. I know.
You said yes or no?
No.
You seen his baby mothers?
Yeah.
They look better than this bitch.
She's not ugly though.
She's not.
She ain't ugly, but I promise you I can find 20 of her.
But he probably can't. He probably feels like that's probably maybe the first one that he's had. So maybe that's all for him.
Okay, yeah. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all know how social media work. Let's be clear. You think right now, after all of this shit, after all of these blogs that pick this shit up for a week, you think his DMs right now don't got the best of the best?
Oh, he still. Do you think he looks the best? Do you think he looks the best? Would you talk to him if you was? Let's say if you was Angel Reese, would you talk to him?
Listen to
what I'm saying. Whole time. You say what?
Can his money get him the best?
Hell yeah. His NIL, I want to say that nigga got like, hell yeah, I want to say his NIL was, what the fuck was his NIL?
But okay, but all right, but if you are Angel Reese, would you talk to him?
I'm Angel Reese. She's completely different. She's a fucking mega star at this point. She's completely different. Angel Reese ain't fucking Ari.
All right, if he was Ari, you would talk
yes, the fuck I would.
Oh, Moneybag?
Yes, nigga. His money gonna be 100 times longer than Moneybag. You talking about this is a top 5 NFL draft pick. I'm going to milk the shit out of his little ass. What the fuck are you talking about? If I was fucking Ari, Jada Waiter, any of those other bitches, yes, the first nigga, I would be in his fucking DM, and the first time I link up with him, nigga, I'm going to snatch his fucking little soul out and let this nigga shoot this club up. He gonna be doing a draft day jump with a fucking baby gender reveal the same damn time. Are you crazy as shit? What are you talking about, nigga? I don't give a fuck how ugly this nigga is. Nigga, that money don't got no fucking face. Anthony Edwards ain't the best looking nigga in the world, but guess what? That nigga is fucking, he got some bad bitches pregnant. Lil Baby is a funny, dog. Have you look at Lil Baby? He nigga just did an interview talking about how he love that people think he's slow. He looks slow, he talks slow, but guess what? That nigga bitches is as bad as fucking hell. What are we talking about, though? This is America. What the fuck do ugly Nick though? What time out? When the fuck Rick Ross is ugly as shit, and every other week he's swapping these bitches out. What are we talking about? If we all live in the same America.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is Travis Hunter a bum? He broke. Nigga, we talk about the NILs all the time. When you talking about him and fucking Shador, NILs is crazy as shit. Man, come on.
The NIL deals are crazy, but as a football player, that's not guaranteed. That money's not guaranteed.
The NIL, it's already there. That money's already done. Already got paid this money.
Yeah, you got paid that money, but you still gotta, like I told you before, them deals, you still gotta own it. Just like with Marvin Harrison, when we told you like he couldn't do the whole jersey thing, where he had to where his father
Marcus, the quarterback that's about to go to Michigan this coming up season, he getting $10 million a year.
Okay.
What you about to say? That's not no money?
So what is Travis Hunter NIL deal?
I don't know. We can look it up.
Oh.
However, recently Sanders fell off on the media. Hunter is asked for his massive $40 million NIL deal could proceed. I don't think that's what he got, but I see that's a number. How much is he? So value at $5 million.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
You saying what? What you saying?
I don't.
That money might not be able to get the baddest. Because you said Rick Ross, she's talking about Rick Ross. She's talking about people
a lot
that's
of
making
other
more
players
than
that
that.
can,
And I'm not saying that he can't get somebody, but this is probably the first person that he has gotten.
And just think about, just for her.
Just real quick, before you give me some time in this room, y'all think that Rick Ross made more than $5 million in 2024?
Yeah.
For doing what?
Don't he
It's
got the
Rick
lemon
Ross.
pepper and
At
the
Wingstop?
and-
Yes, it's Rick Ross. What do you mean? And he had that, what's name, where people was lined out there, paid the tickets, $140 to be out there, and they didn't even get in the show, that little car show. Yes, he done made over that. Yes.
All right, I'm just that's why I asked the question. I ain't trying to make, because when you threw the car show shit in there, okay, that made me thought maybe all right, you might be right. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I almost want to go out on a limb and say Rick Ross
because
ain't made $5 million
she goes
this
to
year.
Colorado, right? Is the girl go to Colorado?
She go to Colorado.
She ain't no athlete, right? So her what's name school is paid for. So that's why I told you before. Her parents might have the money. So
No. I think you missing how she got to Colorado.
How she get to Colorado?
Because she travels on a girlfriend.
So what was she at before that?
Sweethearts or something?
Yeah, they've been together for 5 years. He only been there for 2.
Oh, so she followed him. She been with him.
Yeah, she been there with him.
So she was in Jackson State and all that.
I don't know, because we wasn't following him in Jackson State for real. Niggas didn't give a fuck about him. So that's my point. And that's why I even said it last week. And
No, that's why I thought she got with him when she was in Colorado State. I thought she went to Colorado State.
For 5 years.
So then you see why he's staying with her, because he don't know his range yet. He don't know what he can get.
Oh, they've
yet.
been together. Whoa. They've been together for 5 years. So when he was waiting outside in the parties, he wasn't in Colorado, right? He was in Jackson State.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah. All right, that was the best thing he had then.
Yeah, what you had and don't mean that's what you can get.
But we talking about people that's probably
If you put 5 years in, you want to sit here and leave her and go find another girl where you had to spend more money, right?
Maybe.
You tripping.
Do it every day, B.
I'm gonna deal with that.
All right, like I said, we talked about it last week. I ain't even want to talk about it this much as we was just fucking talking about it. I feel like it's still a bunch of other stuff to get into via social media. Anyway, shout out to J. Cole. J. Cole did sell out the Madison Square Garden, and it was a conversation on the difference between the real life and social media. Because of course, on social media, people act like J. Cole can't have a music career because he apologized, and that is the difference between. I mean, of course, I know you're not on Twitter like that, but I mean that is a thing, and that was trending after the Madison Square Garden performance, where people were saying that's the difference between real life and social media. If you kind of base your career or your thought pattern off of how people judge shit on social media, a lot of people felt like it was over for J. Cole. Because of that apology, niggas was holding that apology over his head. Like it was no room, like he had no room to grow. But J. Cole sold out the he sold out the MSG, and he also
Twitter don't pay my bills. I'm out.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but that don't necessarily mean other people still pay attention to Twitter. Like, nigga, Twitter.
No, but you just said like, so if it just like if with the whole TikTok ban shit. So if TikTok shut down and the people who making money off of TikTok, you gotta find somewhere else to go get your money, right?
Of course.
So at the end of the day, but if I'm an artist, I'm still packing out arenas. I'm still doing that. TikTok is not going to sit here just because TikTok say, oh well, yeah, he don't have a career, but I'm still selling out these arenas.
No, of
just
course,
because your comment is not paying my bills.
No, Marcus, of course. I mean, I think we all know that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it don't get to people. I mean,
it gets to people, but it still don't. If when you look at your bank account, what you pay for, or that situation, you still getting that money. I'm not going. You still get.
I mean, if that's the case, and if that was the thought pattern, then nigga, we just wasted 2 episodes even talking. The Travis Hunter shit is from social media. It's not his real life. Like, nigga, that's just social media. It's people giving their opinion on social media. Like, it's social media. If you on there, nigga, sometimes people's opinion on social media will get the best of you. Right. If you're not on there,
but that's why we talk. But that's because it's social media. If we didn't have social media, we wouldn't be talking about it. So that's why I'm just saying. Like, do you really feel like it affects your social media affects your real life?
No, but sometimes you can see shit and it can irritate you. That don't necessarily. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, the social media made J. Cole depressed. I'm not saying that. But people on social media, again, sometimes you need reality to remind you, like, oh, nah, J. Cole still really like that. Because if you only going off of social, the same way when you see when we talk about numbers, if you go off of streaming numbers ain't nothing but social media.
Right. So it shouldn't. If you putting out as long as people buying your product and you getting to support, why do it matter?
No, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but we wouldn't even be having this conversation if he didn't do the show. If he didn't do the show, all you could go off of his social media. That's all I'm just saying. Like, nigga, he just put out all these endless release projects, and people really wasn't even talking about them new projects that came out.
Niggas paying the money to watch his podcast and all that. No, that's income.
Like I said, that's why
that's a fan base. Like I said, I get what you saying, because Twitter talking about it, but people still paying that $10 to listen to his podcast. That's money in his pocket.
I think you missing the point of what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying either. But I think it's still social media, and I think people on social media was trying to paint a narrative on how J. Cole, what they thought about J. Cole, and all I'm just saying is
just like the last conversation when we had about the baby, when you said the baby sold out that Atlanta show, right? But when people talk about with music wise, he ain't putting out this and all that, but yeah, everybody went to that show.
I'm listening. I hear what you saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just sitting here. The only thing I literally sit here and say was J. Cole proved that social media was wrong. People's on social media opinion. I'm not saying J. Cole. I've never in my life came on here and said J. Cole fell off. I'm not saying I agree with niggas on social media. I'm just telling you what people on social media said. Literally, it was a thing that was trending. The difference between real life J. Cole and social media J. Cole. On social media, people said J. Cole fell off. The same way, like I said last week when I talked about Lil Baby, people on social media, or if you let niggas like academics fucking lead the cult of what people's opinion should be, they will sit here and tell you J. Cole, Lil Baby, all these people who don't perform well via whatever streaming numbers that none of us control or don't know how they control, they will tell you that these people fell off. But again, in real life, again, like you just said, people pay for J. Cole podcasts to listen to it. Those same people got to watch the Jones stream. Yeah, the difference between real life and social media. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just telling you exactly what happened, the facts of what happened and how people were treating him and responding to him since he's apologized. But again, shout out to J. Cole for selling out MSG. I guess we can kind of get into some more adult shit. Where's the news clips of this girl?
Today, around 10:57 a.m., our officers were responding to a call of...
Hold on, I felt like that's not it. Here go first. Is this it?
A second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report a shooting at school. A second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report a shooting at school. A second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report a shooting at school. Second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred.
This Chief Barnes talking about this school shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin. He called it an ever-evolving situation, and we're actually learning the numbers were literally changing as he was speaking. So now officers are saying 4 people killed plus the shooter, so 5 total. We know the shooter was a juvenile. 5 other people injured and transported to local hospitals. Aaron, I know you've been talking to some of your sources as well. What else are we learning about how this played out?
Well, it's important. The chief confirmed, Chief Barnes did, with that the police officers who responded to the scene did not fire a shot. So that leads us to believe the shooter took his or her own life. And the chief would not confirm whether it was a male or female juvenile, but that juvenile was able to get a gun inside the building, open fire. It appears that there are 5 people that suffered gunshot wounds that have been transported to area hospitals. And you heard the chief say they are now going on a tertiary screening for the 3rd time, going through the school and vehicles.
This Chief Barnes talking about this school shooting.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My hats go off to all of y'all that got kids, though, because I don't even necessarily know where my brain would go even listening to some of this shit, seeing some of this stuff. Like, bro, the ages get so ridiculous. And it's literally like when we was DMing earlier and we was talking about, it's like I feel like every other week it's one of these type of stories. It don't matter if it's this extreme or it's close to this extreme, bro. It just get crazy and crazy. It's the holidays, dog. And that is one of the reasons why, like, I even understand why some people don't even like the holidays, because it'd be like, the sad thing is, man, the older you get, you kind of like it'd be, I don't know if I pay attention to it more, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be feeling like, I don't know. And sometimes I'd be wondering, like, is it because it is the holidays? You pay attention a little bit more, your feelings and your emotions kind of be a little bit stronger to some of these deaths, or when you hear some of these stories. I don't necessarily know what it'd be, but I'm not gonna lie, even when it makes you appreciate your family that you have, and then when your family make it home every day, but it just be so hard to kind of know, like, damn, how do, like, when you hear stories like this and people and all these kids is affected with this, or even all these kids that eventually maybe or maybe not got to go back to school, like, bro, they were supposed to be getting ready to celebrate Christmas on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's a tragedy. Like,
and it's just so messed up, because it's not even just the people who end up actually dying or going to the hospital through these jumps. It's like still even affect the rest of the people who was in school that day.
But that's why when we were talking about earlier about the whole situation about the bullying and all that, when you say you like, I want to put my kids in, but I'm like, well, what about the other parent who, like, your kid that's actually doing the bullying? Like, what's the conversation that you having with your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, and even with that situation, I don't know actually what happened, because did they ever identify the shooter?
I want to say they said it was this 15-year-old, but I don't know how the 15-year-old is this. Hold on, is this the same Joe? You say, hold on. The image of the 15-year-old Wisconsin Christian school shooter was, what is this girl name? Natalie Renunpo, and have surfaces online, including photos of her at a shooting range. Yeah, so they saying it was a 15-year-old. And they got, this is pictures of her at the damn gun range. Like, bro, look at this. Like,
so that conversation, even like how do you even? Because your daughter killed herself, but she killed other people. So you as a parent is like, damn, now how do you even go?
Around 10:57 a.m., our officers were responding to a call of an active shooter at the Abundant Life Christian School here in Madison. When officers arrived, they found multiple victims suffering from gunshot wounds. We train on this almost quarterly. The last time we trained on this as commanders was approximately 2 weeks ago. The protocols are simple. Stop the killing, stop the dying, find out who's doing this. And the officers did that, and they did that adamantly. We had officers from around the county and around the state that came in support of this particular incident. Officers located a juvenile who they believe was responsible for this deceased in the building. Additionally, the officers began administering life-saving Today around.
So I mean, so what would you saying? Like, how do you say? What about the parents?
Like, how do you even go on? Like you said, with the kids and all that. But I'm just like now, just like your conversation is just like, what do you do now? Like, even if that was your child, like, what do you say now?
What do you mean? If who was my child? If my child was the shooter?
Yeah.
The kid did.
No, the kid is dead. Okay, but that right. But you still about all them other kids that's dead. Like, you still gotta, like, how do you even go on about that? Like, you can't be like, oh, all right, my kid's dead. What, like,
I don't know, nigga. What you want me? I don't have an answer for that one. I don't
no, I'm
know.
not asking you to have that.
I ain't raising no goddamn psychopaths. Like, I don't know, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. The conversation, you don't know what you raising. And that's why I'm saying that's the whole thing. Like, if
Well, all I can tell you is you help add to the goddamn fuel if you got your kid in a
yeah,
goddamn
if you
gun
got
range.
you got a gun range. Yes, you are tooling them. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Not because I've taken my oldest daughter when we've gone to the gun range. I don't own a gun in the house though. So I mean, a gun range, just because you go to the gun range don't mean you raising a psychopath. You just teaching your children how to defend themselves if they had a gun. I think the problem therein lies, like, if you have a gun in the household, you need to keep it locked up and out of the way. You can teach your children how to be responsible with guns.
No, listen to. I think, of course, because of course, and maybe that was because in the South they probably do it all the time. But still, I can kind of still give it some pushback. Is if you took your kid to a gun range every weekend, right? The same way if you was teaching the same kid how to box, your kid may get good at boxing, and then they get the taste for. They kind of maybe want some blood. The first person to step on their shoes wrong, they may want to see how their hands work. I don't necessarily know how, as a kid. It's almost just like I don't know how they start to behave after they kind of know, like, damn, I'm kind of nice with this gun range shit. And like you said, there's maybe a difference if they don't have no gun in the house, then they can't go pick up no gun. But if you got a gun in the house, kid been to the gun range for damn near, let's say, a year strong, nigga get the faking on them now. That finger gonna get a little itchy.
I mean, you absolutely right, but you have to be able to like you said, you got to parent your children to a certain extent. So I mean, whether you take them to a gun range or not, but you shouldn't be faulted because I taught my child. Just like if you teach a child how to box and they beat the bully ass, are you supposed to be held responsible because they fucked the bully up? No, you teaching your child how to defend themselves. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation, but I'm not a bad parent because I took my kids to a shooting range.
No, you're not, but I'm 100% positive
They hearing it anyway though.
No, of course, but let's be real though. Let's be real. Let's just keep it at that scenario. Let's say you take your kid to a gun range for a year and then they get out on the news. It's going to be some people who never took their kid to a gun range who are going to judge you a different way though. Because you just know that's just how. That's the world we live in.
That's society.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I know where I took my child. No, you have to be able to pay attention. You have to notice signs in your children. You have to notice when their mood shift. You have to be a parent. You have to notice those things.
So do you? I think with this conversation that we have all the time, I think that probably realistically is the biggest default that a lot of parents ain't parenting.
Right.
You leave kids up to too many vices. And when I say vices, I don't mean just the phone. I mean, what I'm listening to, again, like you said, okay, yeah, taking the kid to a gun range, but now you got just guns laying around in the house. So now, like, yeah, your kid do know how to shoot a gun. And if they've been in the gun range and they know how to fire off an AR, like, it's not even too many adults can get away if somebody get to just shooting off a crate, just come in a room and shooting off an AR-15. How a kid supposed to get away from that? So it's kind of just like, man, I don't.
It's a lot.
But see, even with when you say the music, I'm like, well, what music is this like? Oh yeah, I want to go shoot up a school.
No, but that you hear guns.
It don't have to be the school, but it's all they got to do. I'm hearing just about sliding. I could be just a slide for Vaughn, whatever. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to just go slide on in there. I can't wait for somebody to give me a reason to go slide.
But she was white, right?
Yeah, what that mean? That she don't listen to slide music? You ain't hear that little nigga? What's his name? 1900 Rugrat. I'm the cracker got y'all like he about to shoot up like nigga. What you talking about? A white boy out here to be just talking that gun shit?
No, I mean,
literally that's his first bar. It's going viral every day.
No,
a cracker with an AR.
But I hear that part, but I'm just like, Wisconsin. All that, I'm not thinking like they listen.
A nigga, what do that mean? What you think? Because a nigga live in Wisconsin, he don't listen to rap music?
I mean, but you see it on you. It's like we have a shooting like almost every other month. So
of course.
It's not. I don't have to be the music. They just see it on TV. They hear about it. So they, it's not always the music.
No, it don't even necessarily have to be the music. It could be what we watching on TV. Like you said, or even just all those people who are sitting here saying, damn, the Menendez brothers should get out free. Like all of those mixed signals, you don't necessarily, because sometimes, and that's why I do understand kind of even when people are sitting here saying, be careful on how people are glorifying Luigi, because it's like, all right, how do you tell the next person which CEO to pick and which one not to pick?
But okay, but then that's my thing, is just like that is a target. But you saying innocent people are getting shot.
Well, you don't know who the target. Well, they don't make it right, but they didn't say who our target was.
But that's my thing. When you like when it's an open fire, you just shooting whatever moving. Like that's the difference between, all right, you say, well, I'm sliding on whatever the case may be, or I'm sliding, I know who I'm about to go after.
But you talk about a 15-year-old, and you talk about they went into I don't know, they went into a classroom or whatever. They just shooting.
Yeah, you want a kid to think like an adult, like a kid with a gun.
No,
I'm
not telling you to think like an adult. I'm not. But my thing is, when that's why when you said like they hear about slide, but that's why for you to just go ahead into a school and just, hey, I'm about to just start opening fire. What was the reason for that? You just going in and open fire? Like, was you sitting here? Oh, I'm going for this one person, and somebody else just
They
jumped.
might have been going for the one person, but you couldn't catch them outside of school. So they got them while they was at school. Unfortunately, you got other kids along with them.
Or like you said, or just again, even if you sit here and go in, or it's because the kid, I mean, end up taking their own life. That kid could have just went in there on a suicide mission. I'm just gonna get as many people as I can, and then I'm just I'm gonna take myself out too. Like, I don't necessarily I don't know that you. I mean, one, because of course she ended up dying, killing herself as well. So you don't realistically, you don't know. You don't have, nobody had an answer, but it's still at the same time, it's like, I mean, I don't know, I don't know, dog. And that's why I said my hat's off to, like, bro, it's the holidays, and who wants to hear these type of stories? Because then it make you just, again, none of us don't have the answers, because you don't know how to even. I don't even know how you sit here and say, how do you prevent this? Only way I can say you prevent it is, of course, keep the guns out of the house. But like I said, when we talk about different states, they just move differently when they come to guns. Like, of course, when you're in a bigger city and the gun laws are a lot stricter, we look at guns completely different from some of these cities that got open carries, like anywhere in the South or any of those red states. They don't look at guns the same way we look at guns, because their gun laws is completely different. So it's just like, that's where it kind of get tricky at, and that's why you see so many people try to make it a big deal.
Schools, though, right? Or not necessarily schools. The government, the funding for the school, make it safe. You want to talk about taking these kids' phones away from them? You can't take my child's phone. You can't even protect you can't guarantee that my kids are going to make it home every day. So you can't take their phone. Make it safe for them to come to school.
But just think about it. This happened at a Christian school, so they really probably ain't think that's what's going to happen,
right? But this is the times we live in. So make it safe. Get the metal detectors. Get the police. Get all the stuff that you need to make sure your children are protected while they're in your care.
Because how many police officers you see just sitting there in the car, just running?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That, like I said, is a tough situation. And again, of course, my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who are dealing with just losing somebody, dealing with death during the holidays. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, the older you get, it hit a lot differently, because you kind of just, it's always the what ifs, and then you kind of, I think the older you get, you have more empathy for people, and you get, the scary thing is you kind of try to almost put yourself in other people's shoes, because you kind of want to be able to be compassionate for them, and kind of try to I don't even know, try to find different ways to kind of even spread love to people, because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The holidays ain't as cheery when you kind of get old and you just see other people have to deal with death. And I guess why we kind of right here in a somber moment, I do want to give Stefan his credit. If people don't know who Stefan is, Stefan Lindsay, of course, aka Showtime, the old lead talker for XIB. He is the youth minister now at Zion, and he did the basically the lead service for Neil's funeral. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's so the two things that's funny about this. When he was originally leaving, right, and of course, and this, I wasn't at that point in time, I wasn't nowhere, I wasn't even thinking about God, I wasn't thinking about the Bible or nothing. So when he was originally, leaving, ready to give his life to church or whatever the case may be, I asked him, and I didn't know that I asked him or said this to him in front of the band until niggas was texting about it and brought it back up recently after the funeral. But I remember saying it, but like I said, I didn't remember saying it in front of people. I was like, damn, what if your calling is actually to kind of find people who aren't super religious? And the reason what made me so what if your calling realistically is still finding ways to use your God-given talent with go-go? Because I remember saying this, I'm like, most pastors won't be able to reach people that you can reach. And it was a perfect example. And it was really, like I said, at that time, it was just me just probably talking and just winging it at the wind, just saying something like, because of course you're losing your lead talk. And when we talk about lead talking skills, he kind of proved it. Just like when people use it in sports, when you say like once in a generational type of talent, he is still that type of talent. And you got to see it front stage because you're sitting here saying he literally did a service. He literally just did the service. And when he ended the service, two things was fire. The way he started the service, because he started off the jump with like almost like a joke where he was sitting here saying, like one day the band was saying a prayer when they was doing Wanted Band. And he was like, Neil started off a prayer like, hey, God, it's me, Neil. And he started the service off like that, and he ended it the same way like that. That's almost, to me, it was like, that was almost a skill level of damn near like a comedian, how they may start off with a punchline and end it with that same punchline later on before they finish with telling their jokes or whatever case may be. So that to me was already fire. But after you see him giving that service or whatever case may be, he do an altar call. Man, I go to church all the time, so I know how hard it is. Of course, the more packed the church is a lot easier to get people to do altar calls and doing this. Like when it's closer to the holidays, like if you go to any church this Sunday, you'll probably see endless people come up and do the altar call. And New Year's Eve, everybody and their mother get up. It's easy when the church is super packed. It's easy to get people to do it. But in this whole service, it was like, man, people was coming up there, telling their stories or whatever the case may be. And niggas really wasn't interacting with the people that was talking. Like people barely, like people get up there like, hey, good afternoon, whatever the case may be, before they get their stories or whatever their thoughts or memories with Neil. People was barely engaging with the people was coming up there. Like people, they could barely get a good afternoon out of people. So to see him to be able to do that, and I'm talking about, this shit was packed. Like it was probably at least damn near almost 1,000 people in there. This nigga literally had like 100 people coming damn near to the altar calls. So you sitting here saying you got literally, I'm talking about these niggas is in there thinking they was too cool for school, didn't want to move, didn't want to engage on nothing. So to see somebody get damn near 100 some people to come and do an altar calling, and niggas wasn't engaging for a damn near a whole 2 hours leading up to that, I was like, dog, one, that's a skill level in itself that you touched that many people and got them to come up and do an altar call. And then literally to go from that to lead talking into a song and getting everybody in their whole entire jump for this, their whole mood to completely change. That's a different skill level. And I told him that, I said, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the words. I don't know how to word it. So give me a couple of days on thinking how to word it. But what I told him, I'm like, and that's when Rez came in and was like, dog, you don't remember when you told him this? Because I'm telling him, like, bro, TD Jakes can't do what you did. Like, I don't care. Yeah, TD Jakes is a great pastor, but from going to be able to preach and be able to get into something that can kind of change people's complete mood of a somber mood and be able to lead talk. Like when we talking about, people can argue about your favorite go-go lead talkers. Your favorite go-go lead talker can't do what that nigga did. And we all seen what he did. Like that one was like completely like that kind of to me was like, your dog is just different. When that's when I see him say a different, like you talking about generational talent. Like I go to church all the time. I go to different church events, and to see somebody do that, it's only other person you probably can see move people in that same capacity from when it's preaching to the music as the same. It's probably like somebody like Ty Tribbett. Maybe that's it, and that's all. Maybe Pastor Mike, but Pastor Mike music don't hit like Ty Tribbett music hit. So I'm talking about even on the same equal level. Like, yeah, it's great pastors, but it ain't great pastors with the powerful message and the powerful music. Like I said, like to me, the only person I kind of seen it do it with both is probably Ty Tribbett, and that may be like it. Like when we talk about both, I'm not saying yeah, you're a great pastor. It's a lot of great pastors, but it's not a lot of great pastors that can preach and can also resonate with people when it comes to the music and kind of still touch them and have that same type of like, bro, that voice and everything. You kind of almost damn near had to be there to really get what I'm saying. But I feel like I'm doing I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was elite. And on my only complaint about just one thing I hate about funeral, bro, I hate sunglasses. And the reason why I say I hate sunglasses, because it just like, bro, be emotional. Like if you're gonna cry, bro, cry. Like stop trying to hide behind them sunglasses. I just hate sunglasses just to the point and I get it. I lived in my era of like I hate the way my eyes look on camera, so I was hiding behind sunglasses too. But the sunglasses at funerals, like bro, cry. Everybody in this motherfucker crying. Like bro, you don't have to try to be cool behind the sunglasses. I don't fuck with sunglasses and funerals. Like, God, I hope I can live to like 80, 90 some years old, so I ain't got to worry about that type of shit. But I just hate I don't like funerals, but I really hate sunglasses at funerals because I feel like just everybody in this motherfucker trying to be too cool and you real life boo-hoo crying. It's like, nah, come on, dog. Just let the tears fly. Like, get the ugly face, get you some tissue and rock and roll. Like, I'm just not a fan of sunglasses at funerals. I'm cool on that shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I do kind of a little bit slightly regret wearing the pink because it was like, bro, I felt like in my brain, I felt like I knew exactly. I say what I said on the microphone, but then like in real life, it was kind of like Jesus Christ, you
stand out
like a fucking sore thumb.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like in real time. I'm not gonna lie to you. And shout out to a homegirl of mine DM me and was like, bro, you look fucking crazy because you just really stand out like a sore thumb. And just in your mind, you don't because maybe you're just not picturing all people in all black until you get in. Let's be clear. I mean, when people was coming in doing the viewing, of course I'm not the only person in the actual whole church and just they don't got it was people coming from work, so they had their work clothes on, firefighters, construction workers. So I'm not saying I was the only person in the whole entire building that didn't
But
have
you
all
look
black
because
on.
you wasn't in uniform. You was just
Yeah, of course. So it just kind of just like geez. But that's why but the band knew that. Like even before I came in there, it was like just one of the girls who'd be around the band. Like as soon as I came in, she was just like everybody was already like debating and almost damn near willing to bet that you was gonna come in here with pink on. But that was cool. So I'm on brand for who I am, but I'm just still saying as just a person, it was kind of just like I kind of felt nuts. Like if I had to redo it, I maybe just would have did a black hoodie instead. But I wouldn't put on no suit. I'm still not a fan of the suit.
That's fine if you didn't put on no suit.
But yeah, probably the black hoodie and the black hat would have probably been just a little bit more realistic. If I had to redo it, I probably would have did it like that. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, like that, my take was I'll have to do like before the year over. I just need to do like an episode with Steph because that just to me was just like I'll go to you can't when we talk about an age group of people too. You can't make a lot of people that age do that. And I know how hard it was. Like, I respected the first couple people that got up because I felt like I was so moved. Like, I almost wanted to walk up there. But I'm like, I don't need to walk up there. But I will just because sometimes you need to see the first person get up. And I know that's just because, like I said, I go to church enough and I just know that's how most of the time altar cultures go. When people doing an altar call, you just kind of most people they like it be trust and believe. I'm sure it's more people than 100 people that walked up there. I'm sure it was probably another 100 to 200 people who wanted to sit here and walk up and probably just didn't have the balls to because it take time. Because in your mind you thinking about, and that's the messed up part. We were too worried about people judging us because you worrying about like, damn, everybody gonna look at me going up to the dude, the John, whatever the case may be. But again, like I said, that shit was fire. I don't give a damn who your favorite lead talker is. That shit to me right there kind of was like put this man in like a whole different type of playing field and a different level of just respect for the craft of being able to how you can kind of like when you talking about a lead talker, when you talking about how you want to be able to move people on all levels, and when we talking about music or whatever, how shit make you feel when you hearing somebody's tone of voice or their delivery on what they saying, yeah, that shit was elite. I ain't gonna hold you. But kind of switch the moves up real quick to kind of, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I say this all the time, and I'm sure I said this a million times or the last couple of times we have talked, especially podcasts during the holidays. If you gotta wait until the last minute to buy gifts, give yourself some grace and don't really try to bust the bag down. Like if you didn't have it before and you got to wait until literally Monday or Tuesday, you got to like 2 days before Christmas and go buy gifts because you ain't have it, bro. You could like, if I'm not gonna lie to you, you probably should just put your phone on D&D and kind of just avoid people. Like if you had to cut it that close to buying gifts, I just wouldn't buy them, dog.
No, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't just not buy gifts.
Why not?
Who we talking about? Just for friends, family, kids? Like,
yeah,
maybe not. Maybe I mean,
kids
may be different. If you got kids and you gotta cut it to the wire and cool, that it is what it is. But I'm talking about non-kids and buying gifts for anybody else. If you gotta cut it that close to the wire, bro, just fuck them gifts.
Well, I mean, you still.
No, it
depends on who it is, or like
as long as the gift is thoughtful and you don't like, what do it matter?
No, listen, y'all. I think y'all missing what I'm saying. If I'm sitting here, if I realistically financially don't have it, so I didn't get it into the last minute, I shouldn't spend my last on a gift for somebody, dog. And that's why I don't bang with Christmas for real, because that's what it realistically is. It's like, bro, it's supposed to be the holidays and we just supposed to be happy to be around your family. It's like, that's why I don't fuck with Christmas, because like Christmas is the only holiday that damn near come with a bill. Any other holiday is a $20 bill at the max. You buying some sodas and some liquor, hot dogs, or whatever. That's it. $20, 20, maybe 25. What do you eat?
I don't know what the hell you.
You're not spending as much as you would spend on Christmas.
What other holiday y'all spending more than $25 on?
What 4th of July? You be getting fireworks,
everything.
Oh yeah, I don't got kids, so yeah, I ain't thinking about it. I'm thinking about just
right. So I mean, but you ain't cooking either. So whatever. What else you spending on? What holidays? You're right. You are probably only spending $20 because you ain't doing nothing else. So if I'm only bringing a soda, all right, cool. That's
nigga. If you in the same group chat I'm in. If they sit here and say, "Hey, everybody, put up $20." That's what I'm putting up. What they told me to put up $20.
Right, but if you cooking and you actually getting the food, you spending more than $20, right? You putting the $20 because you ain't cooking.
Because whatever maybe they sit here and saying cook. If you saying
if they saying cook, if you had the option between cooking or giving the $25, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, or even if they say I didn't went into New York Fried Chicken and got chicken. Okay, so cool. It might have cost me fucking $50 instead of $20.
Shit. How many fried chicken you get?
New York Fried Chicken, $50.
How many pieces?
Like 40.
You ain't get that for when? Not for no family event. That's why
I did.
Oh, all right. I don't know which one you must that you got over then. Because 40 pieces, that ain't feeding everybody.
I don't think you. Hey, who the fuck? That's not your. That's not to feed everybody. First come, first serve. What the fuck are you talking about? You think somebody cook 100 hot dogs?
No, ain't nobody cooking 100 hot dogs. But chicken, you want to buy. You want to.
So what's the difference between chicken and hot dogs? I'm lost. What you saying? If you ain't about to cook 100 hot dogs, why do I gotta buy 100 pieces of chicken? Are you about to cook 100 hamburgers? No. So why the fuck do I gotta buy 100 pieces of chicken? What's the difference?
I think more people would take chicken over the hot dogs. I'm gonna take chicken. I can take 4 pieces of chicken. I'm not taking 4 hot dogs home.
See, you trying to take shit home. Yeah, you better eat a hot dog and 2 pieces of chicken. Right, cool. So if it's listen to what I'm saying, if it's 20 people at a okay, so let's sit here and say, okay, let's say if you then let's just say let's round it up now. Okay, and I gotta get 60 wings for Marcus to make him fucking happy. Okay, so I spend let's go to New York Fried Chicken and 60 wings. How much is 60 wings in New York Fried Chicken? It ain't more than $60.
It is. I want to say it is.
No, I promise you, it ain't. New York Fried Chicken.
70.
Fuck no, 70 for how many?
Nigga, you're not gonna pay $1. What you paying $1 chicken? Nigga, you can pay more than $1 chicken.
Where's the menu at? Where the fuck?
You paying more than $1 chicken.
All right, it's cool. Let's look at the menu. Website.
If you just said 40 pieces of chicken, you pay 50. You paying more than $1 piece of chicken.
Chicken. Hold on, come on. Where the fuck is the menu? That shit is killing me. Hold on. Let's go. All right. Why they dog size? I don't want no size. I want chicken. Let's go to chicken.
What happened on there?
It's right here. Chicken, large, come up on thighs.
Party wings or whatever.
Fried chicken mix. 10 piece, 21 piece. How much I'll say is so all right, right now I'm looking at so a 21 piece chicken meal is $45. And that comes with six but that comes with servings and that comes with 6 sides and 6 rows. So if I'm just doing
right, you want to pay more than how many wings you get, regardless.
So it's $1.99 a piece of chicken.
Yeah, you want to pay
right.
more.
So I did
you're gonna pay more. If it's 60 wings, you're gonna pay more. You're gonna pay $70. You're gonna pay $70.
Quantity. Let's do quantity. Damn, why the fuck they just don't let you mark the joint? What the hell? Oh, here we go. I know this shit is. Let's go 60. Add the cart 60. Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying.
$128. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know what the hell you pay, dog.
Yeah, I'm not buying 60 wings. That's why I wouldn't buy 60 wings. It wouldn't happen. That's why exactly why I said 40, nigga. What the fuck?
No, like I said, you the type, yes, because you're not gonna you want to do the bare minimum. So yes, $20. Shit, you can't even get sodas for $20.
But listen to what I'm saying. But guess what? Even listen to what I'm saying. Even if I spent the $128, that's still cheaper than Christmas. I'm not doing $128. That would just be ridiculous. I'd rather sit the fucking house and don't go to nowhere if I gotta spend $128 and I know I'm not about to eat $128 worth of food my damn self. Like that's crazy to me. And I ain't got no kids. I'm definitely not putting up no $128 for no type of cookout. To me, putting up on a cookout a $40 a max. It should be no more than $40.
So then, okay, my question to you: what is your budget for Christmas?
See, and you know what's so funny? Just because I'm gonna tell you exactly what my budget was. This is so funny because like when you was a kid, how your parents never wanted to like, you know, like I ain't buying no $100 and some dollar shoes. Never, both of my parents are old, and they're over 70. Both of them are old. So guess, and this is where this is why the healthcare and all that shit is really a job like crazy as shit. Because neither one of my parents, and my mother told me this verbatim when I started buying them shoes to work out in. I can't work out in shoes less than $200. That I'll show you the doctor's thing. Like, and the doctor get them lists of shoes that they cannot buy that's cheaper than $200. So now off the rip, you see here saying now my Christmas just you got to spend $200 on each parent just on a shoe. So anything else is extra. So that's a $400 right there. Just over 2 gifts. Yeah, that's why fucking Christmas is overrated, dog. I'm cool. Like, hell, ain't no way in hell. Like, and you got to. If you give a fuck about your parents and their health, you ain't got no choice but you can't buy a pair of shoes and not buy the other one. That's just not gonna work. So you talking about that's $400. So that's I don't fuck with Christmas. I'm cool. You talking about getting in a relationship? Man, my hats go off to y'all. Y'all got kids, man. I'm cool. Yeah, that shit I can't even imagine. Shout outs to all the parents that are listening right now, and you got kids, and you got to sit here and do all the extra shit.
You don't do it like the Christmas. Like you should be.
No, so listen. So guess what? You just agree with what I just. That's why we just went into this long soliloquy. Because if you gotta wait till the last minute to buy somebody shit,
but I paid for everything else. I covered this and all that. What now? I got money to spend. If you pay attention to how your money might flow, January come around, you get 3 checks in January because the way the thing follow, you might get 3 checks in January. So you got to pay attention to, all right, now I can spend this money on this last check. You got to pay attention to those type of things.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't.
No, as an adult, you need to know how to manage you like at the end of the day, I feel like
so you support people waiting until the last minute to buy Christmas gifts.
I wait till the last minute to buy a Christmas gift. I'm always a last minute shopper. Yeah, you can buy them early and cool. That's fine. That's on you. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I wouldn't do it. I would just become Jehovah's Witness. I'm cool. Fuck all that shit. I ain't spending my last one no fucking body. Fuck that shit. Fuck that holiday. Fuck them kids. Fuck all that. Nah, I'm cool. Or just don't have kids. Just be like me.
But what's the difference when we come to the birthday? Like, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, when it's on you. What you spend on what you want, how much you want to spend, on what you want to get.
But the difference between birthday and Christmas
only come one year round.
No, listen to what I'm saying. The difference between all of that is birthdays is one person. Christmas is if you got a family, you got multiple kids, you got to buy multiple people gifts, and you got kids and a significant other. No, you just all I'm just saying. I'm just reading. I'm just going off of what I see other people complain. I don't have these problems. I don't have kids, and I'm cool on avoiding people during the holidays. I don't have to sit here and just be like, "Hey, I got to go Merry Christmas." I don't have to do this shit. I guess what it's football games on. I can cut my fucking phone off. Don't got to post nothing on social media. I don't got to worry about all the extra shit. That's why I don't post too much personal shit. I'm not a fan of my condolences, thoughts, and prayers, or none of that. Man, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear happy birthday. Anything they got to do with a bunch of people just randomly hitting you up and just I'm cool on that shit. Even though I'll be feeling the same way if I get a video and it's going viral. Like I seen a bunch of Baltimore Raven fans jumped in my fucking comments yesterday because I see him saying I almost fucking burnt every color thing I had purple after Lamar Jackson threw that interception. Hey, it's not Lamar's fault, it's fucking Bates' fault and this and that. I'm like, bro, I gave fucking Marlon Humphreys his credit in the same exact video, and y'all hung up on me sitting here saying I was fucking mad at Lamar Jackson for, bro. I'm cool. I just won't get on TikTok for the rest of the day. I'm cool. Like I'm one of those people where I'm tapping out when it's just too many extra stuff that I don't feel like dealing with. And the holidays be just that. And I just see how many people really be getting. People get antsy about spending money on gifts and shit like that. And then you hear people complaining, why everything's so because everybody doing the same thing you doing, waiting until the last minute to go to this store. So of course this is gonna be traffic. Everybody trying to go to the mall, bro. I'm mad. I can't even go into Target like I normally go into Target now. Because anytime if I want to run in there for one thing, it's gonna be a line now. I know that. So now I gotta skip the whole one. I gotta skip Target for the fucking 3 weeks. I can't even run into the dollar store right now. Like people in there trying to buy wrapping paper from like y'all don't got no thicker junk. No, bitch, this is the dollar store. Why would they have thicker fucking wrapping paper in the dollar store? What are we talking about, dog? Take your cheap ass somewhere else than if you're looking for thicker wrapping paper.
Why are you so grumpy? It's Christmas.
Because motherfuckers act like they knew. This be grown people acting like this their first Christmas.
Well,
but you gotta, like he said, you gotta. Yeah, you gotta pray.
I ain't gonna say one time I did a shit, motherfucker. If I seen a line, I paid for somebody's shit that they already. I'm like, I just need this, and I pay for what they had. I just need to.
Oh yeah, see, that's my point about waiting the last minute shit. I'm cool. That's why I ain't gonna do it. That's why I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not again. Shout out to all the Amazon drivers, all the UPS, all the UPS, all the FedEx, everybody. Shout out to all the delivery people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand why people just order this shit.
Now that's the people who need to be getting taken care of. That y'all need to be looking out for. Y'all people that be ordering and all this shit. You want all this shit delivered, but that's what y'all need to be looking out for.
No, I think Amazon put some extra Jones in there.
I ain't put no extra nothing.
I want to say
on strike. He on strike right now.
No, that's not. But that ain't a bunch of them though. That's only like a handful.
Yeah, that's only certain. But ain't nobody putting no extra what.
I want to say I thought they put an extra $5 in for like already. Like you can just do like it go into your into the tipping jump for their delivery.
No, you can do that. Yes, you can press the button like, hey, I want to tip my whoever delivered it. Yeah, you can do that. But Amazon not going to put it. Amazon not going to put it.
Yeah, well, if you are somebody and you see and you keep ordering a bunch of shit, I hope you got a decent courtesy heart to sit in and hit the extra $5.
Some people don't.
Yeah, and those be the people.
But you don't have. I mean, but even that, I'm just saying, like.
All right, cool. Yeah, you could be a dickhead during Christmas and you be the same person. You're gonna order some shit in the summertime and your shit gonna come up missing. Y'all be wondering why people be stealing y'all packages. That's exactly why. Because you've been a piece of shit during the holidays and you ain't want to show them people no love. Oh, don't worry. They know that guess what? Guess what happens? If you deliver enough packages and you work, guess what you will realize? You start to realize some of these boxes. And some of them boxes don't be discreet at all. Them shits be saying Target on it, it be saying Apple, it say whatever, Nike or whatever the case may be. Yeah, all right, you keep playing with the people if you want and don't want to tip them people. And when they just keep putting your shit on there and your packages come up missing, all right, hey, that's on you. You want to be a dickhead, they're gonna be a dickhead right along with you. Yeah, I think that was pretty much all my holiday stuff. I do want to play this clip from this TikTok lawyer. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I will miss TikTok if TikTok actually had to go, because I ain't gonna lie. It'd be some people on TikTok doing real life, doing some different type of work.
Not a lawyer, but Dirk's attorney just filed some paperwork to support what he argued at Dirk's detention hearing. So let me fill you in on those. Now, let me be clear. These documents were already presented to the judge at the detention hearing, but now that they've been filed in the system, we, the public, can have access to them. So I wanted to make a video because they do support what Dirk's attorney argued at the hearing. So at the hearing, Dirk's attorney revealed something that I don't even think the government knew. And it had to do with Dirk's travel. So in the indictment, the government said that hours after they arrested 5 people connected to this M for Hire, the FBI was notified that Dirk had booked a couple international flights. The first flight was a one-way from Miami straight to Dubai, and then the second flight was from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland. And then there was a third flight, which was booked through a private plane, and that was from Miami to Italy. It seemed like the government was trying to imply that Dirk was trying to run and he booked flights to different locations to try to trick the government. But at the hearing, Dirk's attorney said all the flights were headed to Dubai, a place that he frequently traveled to. That second flight, it was actually headed to Dubai. It just was making a stop in Switzerland. And had the government continued looking at that itinerary, they would have saw that. And same situation with the private flight. It was stopping in Italy and then immediately heading to Dubai. His attorney said the reason that he booked so many flights was because he was trying to get better seats. Those first flights were booked on commercial airlines and they had him in economy. And you see the document that he filed today shows that his seat was 14F. So according to his attorney, he was not trying to trick or evade law enforcement. He just was trying to get better seats. Now, the other thing that's been filed to support what the attorney said at the hearing has to do with song lyrics. In the superseding indictment, the government alleged that one of Dirk's songs was connected to this M for Hire. Specifically, the government said, following the death of Quando Rondo's cousin, defendant Banks sought to commercialize the cousin's death by rapping about his revenge with music that explicitly referenced audio from a news clip where Quando Rondo screamed, "No, no," after seeing his cousin's body. So the song that they are talking about is called Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy. And it's toward the end of the song where Dirk says, quote, "Told me they got an Addy. Go. Got location. Go. Green light. Go."
Oh yeah, I can't keep playing the rest of that. But yeah, she did a good job at that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I said that is one of those things that I probably will realistically miss off of TikTok. But before we get out of here, we do got to talk about a little bit of sports. And I'm not gonna lie to you. This may be one of the gayest things. And then let me tell you, this is how I'm gonna tell you why I do for men. I don't respect men who can't just sit here and say another man is handsome. Because I'm gonna tell you 2 things that happened over the weekend. And this was last weekend's after the game, after the Eagles won their game in Jalen Hurts threw for like 300 some yards, whatever the case may be. So he was, putting his dick on the table or whatever the case may be, like going crazy. And listen, so women was kind of off the, oh, I get it, he's a beautiful man, blah, blah, blah. So niggas, just because you wanted to be up down on the conversation and you not a straight enough man, y'all went and took it to his chain. Just see and say the nigga good looking. I don't give a, nobody really give a fuck about no football player and how shiny his chain is, bro. I ain't never seen no type of athlete, especially in the 2020s, with a bad chain. Like, bro, oh my God, his chain is so much better than, like, you felt like you was shitting on rappers, bro. His chain is so close to his face. Just say the nigga's a good looking nigga and keep it moving, dog. And I respect the Dominque Foxworth who went on ESPN and called this nigga pretty. Like, come on, dog. Like, it's all right.
Jalen Hurts is benefiting from pretty privilege. Because he got up on that the press conference after the game, and he acted like he was Josh Allen. Look at this man with his Kangol, looking like Nino Brown.
New Jack City, baby. I'm my brother's keeper. Yes, I am.
Shout out to Jeff Saturday.
With $3,000 million trillion worth of diamonds on his neck, and he acted like he just went for 400 yards for 3 weeks in a row. Man, you had one good week passing, and everyone forgets it when he started batting his eyes at you. I could see Graziano in the meeting got all uncomfortable. Was like, oh, I think he's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, no, how do you deny it? I mean, look at him.
Jalen.
Shout outs to Dominque Foxworth. Dominque Foxworth is one of my favorite listeners, people that I like to listen to on podcasts. But again, like I said, bro, it's cool, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, the change was fire, but let's keep it a buck. Y'all niggas was looking at him because the women said the nigga looked good, and you didn't want to sit here and double down like, oh, this is a pretty man. Like, bro, it's cool. It's okay. You not got it. You don't have to be gay. I'm not telling you to get on your knees and get this nigga some head. It's okay to acknowledge this nigga's a good looking man. You didn't have to say nothing about the chain, dog. And I literally was watching in real time niggas on Twitter. All the women was like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful man. And niggas didn't want to be left out of the conversation, so they wanted to say something about the nigga and was like, oh, but don't forget, like, his chain look better than all the rappers. Are we fucking being serious right now? It's nowhere in hell you comparing what a rapper jewelry gonna look like to a goddamn professional athlete. Like, come on, dog. Like, let's be serious, dog. Like, again, like I said, it's okay to be a little gay. It's okay to see and say this is a good looking man. I'm sorry, dog. Jalen Hurts, if you as a man, you can't just look at this nigga and be like, bro, this is a good looking man. But you probably are gay, and you probably got way gayer thoughts because you scared to say that out loud. I'm 100% positive you think about some other wild type of gay shit because you're not straight enough to live in your fucking truth and be like, bro, this is a good looking man. Y'all had to start talking about the nigga chain. Like, come on, dog. Like, let's be for real. But in other news, real quick, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and y'all feel like Marcus don't do it, because the difference between me and Marcus is he's a bitch ass fan. Him and my little brother. I'm not like these niggas. If my team win, I'm gonna tell you to suck my dick. I'm gonna sit here and throw it in your face. I'm gonna taunt you. I'm not one of those people who just take my wins quiet. I'll take my L's quiet, but I'm gonna take my wins very loudly. So if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, moving on from however long the podcast continue to go, and if you feel the type of way, send in a voicemail. You can send it in via DM and shout your team out and ride and cheer for your team to the loudest lungs. Because I know y'all really wanted. You probably would have rather cheered when y'all beat the Ravens. You didn't, and the difference between the two wins is it's a couple touchdowns, and it was a difference between two different teams. It looked like two complete games. That game right there looked like, yeah, you pretty much don't even, you don't want that type of bump at all come playoff time.
I'm good with that. I take that loss.
You good with that, L?
Yeah. Can we tell you what you can't do? What the one thing teams can't do, and you might not pay attention to it.
What, beat somebody 3 times?
Yes, you can't beat them 3 times.
So you rather lose in the regular season
now than beat them in the playoffs. Yes, I'm fine with that.
So after watching that game, you feel like you still fine with, you think that you could beat the Ravens in the playoffs?
We was not healthy. That game, we're not healthy. TJ Watt did not play that much. He wasn't on the field. We're not healthy. I told you, when he's not on the field, we're not healthy. And even though I didn't get to watch the game like that, we're not healthy.
So you cool with the L?
Yes, I'm fine with the L. We still at the top.
I mean, cool. All right, if you cool with the L, I'm not. I ain't here. I don't want to sit here. I'm not gonna rub it in your face too much.
How you nigga? You was on the side with us. What team are you rooting for? You said we was gonna win the division. So how you rubbing in the face with us?
I did say y'all was gonna win the division.
All right. Well, you didn't rub it in our face last year. We beat them twice.
Yeah, because they was what? They was in the best. They was the number 1 seed in the whole fucking AFC.
Yeah, but they was number 1 seed, but they lost to us twice last year.
This is what I'm telling you. This is again
not my point.
Listen to what I'm telling you, and that is why you should speak up loud. You can't.
I don't have to speak up loud. You don't have a team. I'm not speaking up loud to you. What am I speaking up loud to you for?
Listen to what I'm telling you. It's the difference between me and you is I called it. This is your team, and I'm the one who told you they was going to be the number 1 team in the division. That's the difference. I don't want to. I would never in my life want to be
bad luck. What I'm trying to tell you, though,
and it's right, Nick. I'm done. The season is over. There's 2 games left, and you're going to be the number 1 team in the division. The fuck are you talking about? How am I bad luck? I called it right on the fucking numbers. To me, that shit sound like good luck to me.
No.
If I told you was gonna be the number 1 team in the division at the beginning of the season, before the first game was even played, I told you was gonna be the number 1 team in the division, and you're the number 1 team in the division. That sound like good luck. Don't sound like bad luck to me.
No.
All right, well, I mean, it is what it is. It's cool. Like I said, all I'm just sitting here telling you. And
last year when they lost twice, you didn't say nothing about it.
I didn't give a fuck to say nothing about it. They still was the number 1 team in the AFC. What was it?
But we beat them. But when we talked, we had the conversation about what I told you about Lamar, and I told you we was going to beat them. We beat them twice. You didn't have nothing to talk about. Yes, you had the best record, but what do that mean? Having the best record don't mean nothing, right?
You went what round y'all went home in the playoffs?
The same round. Where did y'all go?
To the conference finals. Played the Kansas City Chiefs. So we ain't
So
go
you
to
won.
the same place. There's
Okay.
only 2 games in there.
You absolutely right. You had a bye. You lost the first game you played. Okay.
No, you didn't. You won the first game you played. That's how you made it to the conference finals. That's how football works, buddy. It's a divisional round, and then it's the conference.
You had a bye,
final.
right?
You had a bye in the first week. In the second week is the divisional.
Who'd y'all beat?
Houston.
Okay. All right. Cool. Still. When you had the best record and didn't win nothing.
I mean, shit happens. That's what's gonna happen to Kansas City this year. Kansas City gonna have the best record. They're gonna go in there literally only lost 1 game. Hopefully, I'm not gonna lie. I hope the Steelers beat them on Christmas. I hope I'm rooting for the Steelers on Christmas. I don't fuck with the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes damn near too white for me. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, cool. Like I'm not a Kansas City fan. I hope Kansas City lose. I hope the Steelers beat them on Christmas. I hope. I'm like I said, I don't want to throw it too much, but I was like, all right, cool. I like Marlon Humphreys stepping up. That's my biggest thing, because the Ravens defense has been doo-doo all season. Their defense stepped up tremendously on Saturday. Like, that was a huge, especially for Marlon Humphreys, because of course he get a lot of slack because he be heavy on social media, he be podcasting, he be doing all this shit. Niggas be giving him hell because they feel like he talked too much but this is the second time this season he didn't came up with a big interception when they needed it the most. And realistically, Slim would have had they caused the fumble, definitely would have had the play of the game. If Lamar Jackson didn't throw that interception and then Marlon Humphreys had to get the pick 6, Slim did cause that fumble on the goal line, he definitely would have had to play of the game, because I ain't gonna lie, he rung fucking Russell Wilson's bell. God damn, he rocked that nigga bell. In other news, in other NFL news right now, the NFC East, the Washington Commanders beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm not gonna lie, we talked about Jalen Hurts, and that nigga got his shit wrong. That was a dirty hit, and I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was the Eagles, I would have been pissed that there wasn't no flag on that play, because dog, how my man got to go out on concussion protocol and there's not no flag on the play, and then literally that hit was after the play was over. Like, that to me, I don't understand. That math ain't math. You took out my starting quarterback, but you didn't put no flag on that play. That shit was kind of crazy. But again,
look at Kenny Pickett, the same quarterback we had last year. He couldn't even score a touchdown, and he was up 21-0. 21-7.
What you mean? The first play he came in, and Johnny threw a touchdown. The AJ Brown.
When it was up 21.
No, the game was 14. They was did he score the second touchdown? They was up 14-0. So they went up 21 because of him.
I didn't know that. See, when I turned it on, they was up 21. He was in the game. I didn't know he threw a touchdown. But I'm just saying, no. After okay, he did. I didn't, like I said, when I was watching it, they was up 21.
Yeah, he threw that. They got the 21 was hit off of his jump.
Yeah, they couldn't score after that. They just kept hitting field goals.
I'm never coming in here capable for no fucking white man. So I don't give a fuck about him. Fuck Kenny Pickens. Fuck any white quarterback. I don't know where you thought you was about to go with that one.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, what last year with the record we had, we did what we did with him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just getting.
Oh yeah, man. But that's why we let him. But I told you that at the beginning of the season. Hey, you got a black quarterback now. You're gonna have a good season. I told you that.
We still got the same record right now.
What's the same record
that we had last year? Right now.
Yeah, but you still got 2 more games.
Yeah, I know that.
What you saying? You about to say y'all about to lose the rest? So you were about to say you was better off? Are you saying that you were better off with the white quarterback?
I'm not. What I told you last year was I told you about the defense, right? That's what I said last year. The defense was what made us win those games. That's what I was saying.
So you feel like basically it don't matter who the quarterback is, y'all. If
our defense shows up and do what we're supposed to do, if Joey Porter didn't get hurt yesterday, which was one of the key factors, he got hurt, right? He checks the main. He would have probably been on Zay Flowers or whoever their top receiver is. He got hurt
during the game.
TJ Watts was not there either.
He got hurt during the game. Why? Because speed killed.
Speed killed what?
Speed killed.
On who? On TJ? Or you talking about?
No, the corner nigga. Sometimes niggas, listen what I'm saying. When niggas be blowing them hamstrings and shit, it's because nigga, you can't keep up. Ah, shit, I just pulled something. And that shit be happening. Sometimes niggas be too fast for your get me out of here, coach. It's all right, dog. It ain't too much you can say. You should have had your victory lap when you should have had your victory lap 5 weeks. Don't try to come in here with the eyes after you had your five. You could have talked this shit 5 weeks ago. Man, I don't have to
What
pick
did Kyler Murray
shit.
do?
He out in the playoffs. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
And you lost that bet too, right?
No, I didn't.
Yes,
How?
you did. The Chargers got a better record than them.
Yeah, and I didn't take my money for when they played each other. So, nigga, I'm even. I don't. What the fuck? It
Huh?
don't make a difference. I won my bet when they played each other head up, and I didn't take my money.
Oh, you didn't bet him for the season?
I bet him for the season. I bet him when they play head up. I didn't take my money when they won. So I'm even. It don't matter. They played each other. I bet him on that game. I didn't take my money. So I'm even. I'm cool. I'm cool with that one. Like I said, again, shout out to Jalen Daniels. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't, dog. That nigga is blessed by a different type of, he got a different type of covering. He got a different type of blessing on his arm on Sundays, dog. He keep winning games and he ain't got no fucking business winning. Because the Redskins didn't have no business winning that game today, dog. They literally had 5
Why did they
turnovers.
just keep running with Saquon? That's what I didn't understand.
Because the Redskins defense started tightening it up because that's all you could do now. There's a difference between that's the difference between having a good quarterback and having some bullshit back there. Nigga, we know all you can do is run. You ain't trying to throw that ball for real.
So, but I do blame them for dropping them both of them for dropping them passes.
I mean, of course. I mean, he and
Smith and fucking whatchamacallit, Brown. Both of them dropped big passes.
Yeah, but nigga, Saquon Barkley had he had literally 100 yards in the first quarter.
I think he had 197. I think he ended up with.
But that's my point. You talking about that for the next 3 quarters, nigga. He only got 97 yards. But that's all you got. If you sit here not really trying to pass, like nigga, you gotta think about it. If nigga, that was Jalen Hurts, and if Jalen Hurts was still playing and you turned the ball over 5 times, nigga, you would have got blown out.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference between. I seen this girl post that shit on Twitter. It's a difference in the NFL. There is you either a good quarterback or you're a bad quarterback. It ain't too many in between.
But that's what I just didn't get. Is just like, dog, you can do the tush push with Jalen Hurts, right? Mm-hmm. But you got Saquon. It's 4th and 1. Why you just didn't go for it with Saquon?
I don't know.
That's why it was a couple of plays. I'm like, dog, it's 4th and run with Saquon Barkley. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't have the answers for that one, but 49ers are eliminated. Arizona Cardinals are eliminated. Of course, the Jets has already been eliminated. So, but today, the 3 teams that got eliminated will not stand a chance in the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Cardinals. So, I mean, again, like I said, that's just pretty much all the NFL wrap up. Hold on, what was it? Oh yeah, shout out to Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr. did start his first game for the Atlanta Falcons, and they did beat the New York Giants, and he had a good game, I believe. And that's, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is one of the messed up things because literally he got an interception on his jump, and it was literally in the nigga hands. Like I do feel like the NFL do need to come up with like that shit should have to go like as a fumble for a wide receiver. Like that shouldn't be on the quarterback's jacket as an interception. Like the wide receiver literally had the ball in his hand, start bobbling the ball into the goddamn corner's hand. Like that shouldn't count as an interception. That should be a fucking fumble.
No, I still would be an interception though.
How? It was in his hand. He literally had the ball in his hand.
But you should put it right in the pocket where he just catching and keep going. I think that's still it's still on the quarterback.
That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just one real quick, I guess, last music jump before we got it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have no takes on a Cardi B and Offset shit. I kind of don't pay no attention because I promise y'all, I still feel like it's a rollout and it should give me a headache because they do too much typing, and even and their English is just as bad as mine. I'm not reading that shit. If it's not no audio to it, I'd be cool on anything Cardi B and Offset. I feel like I got pretty much. Oh, this one real quick. This little. Sometimes I be don't know this shit be real or fake.
The strip. The spinach deal. All of this, what I'm going to order, you can do this to go. So,
to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to get something for my 12-year-old because he eat like a man. So I get the fries. And then I might as well get us something to eat tomorrow. I ain't going to feel like cooking.
Okay, now hold on for a minute. How much stuff did you just order? How much you got, ma'am? How much you got?
I have, so I'm already putting the wings. Those are going to come for here. And then I have a spinach dip.
Spinach dip to go.
Buffalo sandwich to go.
Buffalo sandwich to go. Chicken tenders to go.
Yeah, that's all I have.
I got 3 children. You know that.
You got 3 children?
Yeah, so I'm going to order all this stuff.
Buffalo sandwich to go. Chicken tenders to go.
That's all I have for now.
That's a lot to go. You might as well go. That's too much. I can't. And this is our first date. Ain't trying to be funny. This is our first date. I'm not taking care of your children. Am I crazy or she crazy? I mean, I'm just trying. Am I crazy or she crazy?
She's not trying to get it.
It's our first date. Do I supposed to take care of her children?
I'm not gonna
Look, I don't give a damn. Where you from? Look, I'm so sorry. We need to talk about it. We need to time out. So real quick for people, if you couldn't hear what they were saying, I don't, and that's why I said sometimes, and maybe I just a little bit naive on me, maybe because it's social media. So I don't be knowing if these dates be real or this be a skit. But in this, let's just say if it's a date, let's just take it at face value and say it's a date. This man was on the first date with this lady and she got 3 kids. And she was trying to order food to go for her kids. Like, hey, all right, cool, we on this date, but I'm a package deal. So do you feel like you're supposed to be a package deal on a first date?
Nope. That's crazy. You ain't bring the kids on a date with you. What I'm paying for their food for? How you know we won't be together? It's not a package deal. You can't even meet my kids.
So do you ever feel like on a date, could this, okay, let's just sit here and say if you was 6 months in, could this ever be okay for you to order food for your kids while you on a date?
It depends on if it's with the same person. It depends on you.
With the kids, yes. That's cool. But if I don't have no relationship with the kids, I never seen the kids, never met the kids, no hell no, you can't order no damn food for them.
So if you got a relationship with the kids, it would be okay to order it though.
Yeah, if I met the kids and we, I'm all right, cool. But if I ain't never met them, no hell no, you're not ordering no food to go.
Shout out to Asia Wilson. I forgot. Asia Wilson signed a 6-year, multi-million-dollar deal with Nike for her signature shoe. I believe her signature shoe is supposed to come out this year, going into this year's WNBA season. So that is a good look for Asia Wilson. We talked about. I'm not gonna lie. Lil Baby did a few interviews, and I know it was a lot of clips moving around. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of honestly don't. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I probably should have said this early. Shout out to Charlamagne. I respect Charlamagne for being a real nigga because on the Breakfast Club, I'm listening to the Breakfast Club on Thursday, and he kept it a buck before because they was supposed to play his interview with Lil Baby, and he kind of was like, I'm not gonna lie. He said it in so many words, basically was saying like, bro, if you want to hear a better Lil Baby interview, listen to the Lil Yachty one. Because Lil Yachty and Lil Baby's relationship is completely different. And I respect that Lil Baby kind of went into the interview with Yachty early in the interview, and he was like, bro, talk to me like we on the phone. Don't like you ain't got a softball with me. Let's have a real conversation so people can really kind of get the gist of what we be talking about anyway. So that kind of set Lil Yachty up to have a way better interview because the Charlamagne John was kind of mid. I ain't gonna hold you because Lil Baby wasn't as open with his answers. Like it don't have nothing to do with Charlamagne. It was just kind of Lil Baby's demeanor with it. He was kind of like real short with the answers. I mean, of course, in the parts that was going viral the most for the Charlamagne interview was because, of course, he asked him about, hey, would you work with Gunna again? And of course, like I said, social media is going to be social media. I do think that social media puts a lot of gas on the Gunna shit just because, I mean, the internet kind of always want to be anti-street culture. So they kind of always going to make it, just like making it seem like this was a mistake by Lil Baby, not never wanting to work with Gunna again. And he kind of was like, dog, I got endless hits without him. Like, why y'all making it like, his biggest songs is songs with me. My biggest songs ain't with him. So it's like we don't have to work. I'm cool with never making another song with him. Here we go.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you heard Kendrick mention you in Not Like Us? He said Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up in reference to Drake. What do you think when you heard that?
I ain't really into like that side of hip hop. So I don't really,
But you and Drake always had a good relationship. I mean,
Great
Drake helped
relationship.
you a lot.
Great relationship.
Yeah.
So, you kind of like, it's just with any situation, like, if you and him was arguing, why the hell you gonna say, but,
Like, don't bring you in it.
Yeah, man, I don't be having nothing to do with it. I be having, not saying whatever they got going on ain't real or nothing, but I be, like, I feel like, to me, like, rapping and shit be my work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want that type of shit at work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, like, even you saying, like, what's your relationship with Gunna? I ain't here, I ain't in it for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I brought that up just because of the music,
Right.
music aspect of it. Because, people, y'all made hits together. And some people want that again.
Right.
So 4PF still
Okay, yeah, cool. And that was one of the things. That was probably the biggest thing that he talked about on there. And me and Lo had a back and forth about that one. It was him sitting here saying he wanted to take he wanted to switch up 4PF. He didn't want to call for the name of his rap label no more 4PF because he was like, bro, he didn't want to get hit with the gang stuff no more. He was just saying that how they was changing it from basically trying to put full in. I mean, of course, if you were keeping up when the YSL was case was first going on, one of the first things that people kept trying to say up, and I mean, of course, we talked about it on here. Shit, academics did a huge, like a crazy breakdown on, and I think they was playing clips of talking about how it was beef between 4PF and other neighborhoods, and they was attaching street beef and other people who was getting killed who was attached to Lil Baby. Like that became a thing. So I kind of understood what he was saying. So I'm going to play the clip of him sitting here talking about the reason why he don't want to call his rap label 4PF no more.
4PF to Glass Window, and it's obviously can't be with. Why? What's the difference?
Can't be with it. It's a way of life.
Right.
It's not a label. It's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And of course, 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end.
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all the shit that be going on and shit. And I had to start learning that, like, other people actions I could be held accountable for. Because the way they trying to set it up as a system, they're gonna try to use it as a game. What's so ironic? I got 4 Pockets Full from my roommate in jail. Right? I used to make him rap for me. And one time he was like, 4 Pockets Full. You know, I'm like, what the hell that come? I'm like, what that is? He like, yeah, it's just something I be saying, like 4 Pockets Full. I'm in jail. I'm like, bro, I'm going 4 Pockets Full chain. When I get out, the dude who I got it from, he got out of prison and got killed. I was waiting on him to get out of prison the whole time. It's crazy because I'm waiting on him to get out. I got some major for him. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he get out, he get killed.
Damn.
So then already, that's what my 4PF was 4 Pockets Full is dead, literally. So it's like it all, like I told you, I feel like my whole life be written. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that point in time in my life, the person who created 4PF, where I got it from, he died.
Wow.
So it was like more like
put it to rest.
I'm putting that to rest. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's time for a new one. And I learned that my slogan, my way of life ain't gonna be the name of my business. I'm really on the phone with my lawyers looking out the window, and I named it Glass Window.
From 4PF.
So, and like I said, I mean, of course, and Lo is somebody who is kind of just dabbles heavy in just the way the internet thinks. That's kind of a lot of it, the way he allows it to portray his music opinion and takes. To me, like I told Lo, I don't get what's funny. Like it's playing the joke to me because I mean that to me kind of made sense. Like why you want me to keep repping something that realistically almost damn near screaming, hey, I'm about to go to jail if you keep repping this 4PF. And let's be clear, I'm sure, I mean, to me, he in the interview, so maybe he put a little bit of extra sauce on it or how he came up with the name, maybe not realistically the original of the junk, but I mean, if you get on YouTube and you put in one of those 4PF, whatever, street ties, and you go down on one of them rabbit holes, like them rabbit holes be crazy, and I'm not about to make it like no lawyer or no judges don't be seeing this, or if they trying to do some homework on one of these rappers, that one of them interviews or one of these YouTube documentaries that got millions of views, you think they not gonna watch it? Like that to me is crazy. So of course, yeah, I'm going to detach myself from all of this shit, and I'm gonna come up with a record label for myself, and my record label ain't gonna be the same stuff that I'm shouting out or whatever I'm talking about in the songs. It's gonna be completely different. So you can't attach them to or just sitting here saying, oh, Lil Baby is funding 4PF and 4PF is a street gang the same way they did with YSL and Young Thug. Like, nah, we're gonna separate them two things. My music business, I'm never gonna shout that out in no type of songs that ain't gonna have no type of affiliations with that. So shout out to Lil Baby for that. I'm looking forward to his new project he is putting out. Wham on January 3rd. I told y'all that I love that Touchdown song. I've been playing that junk count, one of the songs that I done had on repeat for the last 2 weeks. So Lil Baby was talking to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you actually, again, when we talked about it earlier, if you listening to the lyrics and really listening to what he's saying, he went off on that Touchdown song. So like I said, shout out to Lil Baby. I'm looking forward to hearing that, John. And of course, I think one of the Jones that the blogs was picking up when him talking about he's not gonna get married. He'll rather just give his wife a $10 million ring and have a fancy wedding or whatever the case may be. And, I mean, that's cool. He's young, and if that's his thoughts on outlooks on marriage, I really don't care about that. And it do kind of be funny to me when you kind of pay attention to how blogs just pick up certain shit and pay attention to what's the stories or the headlines they gonna run with. Oh, and shout out to Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a real one. I'm not gonna lie to you because he kept it a buck. He sit here and said, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do get lonely, and watching my ex-wife pop up and get pregnant with her new boyfriend, it kind of made me feel some type of way. I respect a man who can be honest about how he feel about some of his previous relationships or his previous work, and they moving on. Because I mean, that to me is honest. I think that's honest conversation. I feel like men have been through that before. If you didn't date a woman and y'all relationship over, and then she, like right after y'all shipment over, she pop up and maybe get pregnant, and it might not be right up. It could be a year or 2 years later, bro. If you get pregnant 2 years later after our relationship, I'm still gonna feel some type of way. I respect Tom Brady gangster for even saying that shit, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I would, and I probably have before. Like if you get pregnant, I don't want you. You shouldn't get pregnant, and to at least give our breakup a 5-year window, dog.
What?
Give us some real time to
I
move
don't have
over.
no kids with you. What do you mean a 5-year window? What?
Nigga, give me a 5-year window. Allow it to breathe, nigga.
Did you put a kid in me?
Well, who to breathe? Who needs to breathe?
You didn't put a kid in me.
But I still need a breather.
But you couldn't put a kid in me. So why am I waiting 5 years? If I'm with somebody else and we're just, I'm happy, whatever, and they could put a kid in me, you couldn't put a kid in me.
Okay, cool. Let's say that. That's fine. So y'all will be okay. Let's just sit here and say you are for a fresh breakup. Y'all been done for a year. Y'all wouldn't feel no type of way if your significant other you was in a, let's say, a fucking 5 to 10 year relationship with. Then soon, the very first year y'all been broke up, they pop up and have a kid. You be okay with that?
It's a difference between having kids. We have kids together, right? You don't have no kids. So for you to sit here and say a woman got to give you a 5-year break.
Okay, I might be dragging with the 5, but no, don't get pregnant the very first year after we break up, dog.
Nigga, what are you doing? You ain't did shit for me.
Nah, because now you're gonna make me question, was our relationship ever real?
Who fault is that?
Why wasn't it real?
Because why did you run and get pregnant the very first nigga you went and start talking to after me?
Who's to say it's the very first dude?
I hope it would be if it's a year later.
Yeah, nigga. So
y'all wouldn't feel no type of way. Y'all be cool. You've been out. Your relationship, your long-term relationship is over. Y'all stop. It's just been a year. It's been a year cold turkey. Y'all haven't communicated in a year, and you will be okay and would not feel no type of way if your ex got pregnant that year clean after y'all stopped talking.
I think it's a big difference between like Tom Brady, him and what's name had how many kids together?
I think like 2.
Right. So if you have kids together and then you turn around, and then having that's might be a different feeling. But if you talk about somebody who don't have no kids and then you turn around and get pregnant by somebody else, why would I be? I don't give 2 shits. All right, congratulations.
Nah, I hear you, but I will feel some type of way. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I will feel some type of way.
I don't know what's
nigga, because we've been together. No, listen to him. Listen to him saying. I understand. Maybe you don't comprehend.
Maybe y'all went with because you didn't get her pregnant.
Maybe we just never planned for it. I'm just not a hey, oops, we got pregnant type of person. I'm more of a planner. So we didn't never plan it. We just didn't get there.
So then
yet.
That's the problem. You didn't plan it. You wasn't planning on really being with me. You didn't put a ring on me.
I didn't plan it. No. Listen to what I'm saying. We was together for, let's say we was together for 4 years. We ain't even get a chance to even get to the engagement part yet. So yeah, we didn't have
you're right. You was dragging your feet, but this person is giving me a baby. And
how do you know I was dragging my feet? What if they wasn't ready at the time?
Okay, and now they wasn't ready.
Then
but
it's
now,
you.
Now they having a baby. Then I would feel some type of way about that. Yes,
that's you then.
Because you told me you wasn't ready for when I wanted it, but as soon like
no, because that is on you. Then
how that's on me?
If she didn't, if she told you she wasn't ready to have the kid, right, and then she turned around a year later and get pregnant by somebody, it was on you. I didn't want.
Okay, so cool. If it was on me, I'm going to feel some type of way. What the fuck you mean? I'm not supposed to feel some type of way because it was on me.
You get but that's what I'm saying. So that's kind of crazy when you say, "Give me a 5-year wait." What am I waiting for? I'm not getting no younger.
That's why I said I might have been dragging it with the 5 years, but even at least give me 2 to 3, dog.
But I don't owe you that. We broke up.
You don't owe me that, but allow me some real healing time to get over this relationship.
Don't
smack me in the face.
How many bitches you fucked since we broke up?
But you don't know that. I'm not putting that in your face.
Well,
I'm not putting it in your face.
I'm not putting it in your face. You just being nosy. Nobody told you to follow me still.
So listen to what I'm saying. You think if you've been in a relationship with somebody for 4 years and this person end up getting pregnant the very first year after y'all break up, you think nobody gonna send it to y'all and be like, oh, you seen your old junk? They got a baby on the way. You think they not gonna send that?
They probably would.
So that's my point. So I didn't go looking for it. They put it in my face.
But I'm not supposed to wait. I'm moving on. We're supposed to. Why am I waiting for you to heal?
So
I'm not supposed to date.
So basically, what you did is you basically closed the door on us never spinning the block again.
Okay. Who breaks up? Nine times out of 10, when people break up, they don't break up and say, "Hey, we can revisit this later. Maybe we'll come back around." Nobody really breaks up and says that.
So you don't think in the back of people's mind, especially people
You
in
might,
their 30s,
they
you
might.
don't think that you don't think you had that little bit of inkling in your brain, like, all right, maybe 5 years from now, if neither one of us find nobody else, we may spin it back.
Dog, get a life.
You might think
What?
that, but the other person might not think that. You can't
5
tell
years from
nobody
now.
how
Who are
fast
you
to
trying to
move
spin the
on.
block? But 5 years from now, you trying to rekindle something 5 years from now?
I don't know how. I mean, of course, you don't be on social media, but 90% of people in their 30s are dating somebody they dated before. There ain't too many people in their 30s meeting brand new people.
And if you really care, or you really felt me like that, then me having a kid with somebody not gonna stop you. What if we ain't work out? So I'm not with the father no more. You still don't want to mess with me because I got a kid.
No, I'm going to judge you a little bit.
Why?
Because
Are
9
you
times
judging
out of
me?
10, that just make you baby mom number 2 or 3.
It might not. It could be baby mama number 1.
Oh, cool. Then if it's the baby mama number 1, then cool. No harm, no foul.
But you done slept with all these different girls.
But you don't know that.
That don't
5
matter.
years,
You are. What you ain't been a virgin, nigga.
How would you know? If you don't see it, you don't know. You only assuming now. It's a difference. You can't hide this kid. I can hide who I had sex with. It's a difference, dog.
That's double standard. That's crazy.
It's not a double standard, nigga. It's a difference between being public and being private. My private decisions, nobody don't have to know about it. Your public decision is showing. We got to see this.
Right. So I made the public decision to have a baby with this guy. You can get over whatever that, like, how you gonna be sitting here mad because I moved on? You moved on, you did it privately. I did it
All
publicly.
right, cool. So just while we on these type of topics before we get out of here. So I guess y'all okay with Daddy Yankee's wife taking her $100 million out of his bank account?
Yes, ma'am.
No, we ain't.
Why not?
So
That's
for
a
people,
woman.
for people who don't know, Daddy Yankee just sold I believe he sold his royalties for his catalog for like I want to say like $300 million. So him and his wife are in the middle of a divorce right now. So like I think days right before their divorce got final, she had access to their bank account. So she took out $100 million and transferred it into her own solo job.
No, I'm not okay with it.
What's wrong with it?
Taking $100 million is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe if you would have probably took 25, cool. Nobody probably wouldn't even bat an eye. Wouldn't care. But taking $100 million, like, bro, that's a lot. Because let's be real. Out of that $300 million, I still had to pay taxes on that. So now you basically see him say you basically damn near probably took more than half of what I got from my royalties.
Okay, that's what happens in a marriage, right?
No.
That's why a lot of people don't want to get married.
That's why Lil Baby just said he rather give you a ring and a nice first name. Don't want to sign no papers.
Okay, that's
shit
cool.
like that. No,
That's
hell
cool.
no. You ain't make a goddamn. I ain't never heard you on no song.
No matter. When you're married, it's ours.
How's my ass?
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That one, shout out to Daddy Yankee. He is a better man than 90% of the men out here in the world. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. That it's gonna have to be some repercussions behind. That's $100 million, bro. That's a lot of money.
Do it again.
I'm not doing it again. That's why I'm not making music.
Well, you either easy way or the hard way. We're gonna go to court.
Go find you
or
another
let me
rich
just
man
take
then.
it.
Go find you another rich
We
man.
were married.
Nah, because you didn't make that.
Split, it don't matter.
$100 million, taking $100 million out of somebody's bank account is crazy, dog.
Well, it's not
like,
somebody. It's
that
her
shit should be
husband.
against the law.
No, it's not my husband. We're divorced. We're getting divorced.
He said it doesn't matter. You're not divorced yet.
Right. So
this is our account.
It's not.
So I took our money.
Man, see, that's the
Get
problem.
over it.
No, it's not our money. I made that money.
It's my money now because I took it out of our account.
All right. Well, I'm taking your soul then. God damn it, shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Daddy Yankee. He a better nigga than me. He should be in jail right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Lil Bow Wow gave his opinion on Travis Hunt. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, Lil Bow was one of them niggas. I ain't even gonna say nobody don't give a fuck about your opinion because Lil Bow Wow kind of, to be honest, should be one of the people that people honestly should take their opinion.
Why?
Because Lil Bow Wow he been dating since he was young. Like he been him since he was dating, since he was old enough to date. He was already Lil Bow Wow.
Well, what was his opinion then? Because you're not married, right? So what do you mean?
Nigga, Travis Hunt ain't married neither.
No, but that's what I'm asking you. What are your opinion? What are you saying? Like, find somebody else.
Older than him, so you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was his opinion? What did he say? Like, find.
He was basically telling him to find somebody else. Who was this? Gilly the Kid. Or I want to play this. Hold on, I'll play this.
Unpopular opinion, I don't care. Y'all know that. There is just a big group of black men who really don't like black women. And we need to really address that and talk about it. They don't They have a hate for Black women because they have deep-rooted mommy issues. And every time they look at a Black woman, they see the pain and the discord and the dismantling and the issues that they have with their mother. And they already have this dislike. So when they get into a relationship with a Black woman, there's disdain. When they get into a relationship with a white woman, then there tends to be this really tee up of, look at her. But it's not even so much that they're liking on this white woman. They're trying to use this white woman as a weapon towards the Black woman that they truly hate. So it looks as though, because when you see a Black man with a white woman, it's almost rarely that he's not looking over at a sister when a sister walks by him. And I'm not saying he's not happy with that white woman, but what I am saying is that there's a group of Black men who really have to address the underlying issue of, why do y'all hate, not even dislike, disdain Black women? That is a psychological issue. That is a mental health illness, seriously. And that is a direct reflection of self-hate. And so because of that, you can't grow. And let me say this, for y'all who got a problem with us and for y'all who seem to hate us, we don't want you anyway. So please stay way over there, wherever they are. They could be white, Latina, Catina, Asian, yellow, or green. We don't want you if you hate us. They could be.
Like I said, I don't disagree with what she's saying, because I feel like if you stay on social media long enough, you will probably see pick a Black woman that you are a fan of, or some. I think the only woman that kind of gets to avoid a lot of this shit is Nicki Minaj. And I'm not gonna lie to you, shout outs to the Bobs, because the Bobs put enough fear in people. Like, I really pay attention to it. Like, it's only like the people who really like try to jump out there with Nicki Minaj or say something bad about Nicki Minaj be like one of them people who just like really like a super mega troll. Like you have to have some of the toughest skin on planet Earth to kind of even think about playing with Nicki Minaj via social media. So I do kind of like, she may be like the only Black female celebrity that people never really try to shoot their shot at or just give like ridiculously unsolicited type of hate towards. But if you are any type of you can go from Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto, whoever, you do see a lot of like just random dudes just throwing off hate. Like even a little back and forth, and I'm not gonna play the fresh and fit nigga had his little back and forth with Drewski and try to throw RubiRose in the middle of it. It was like, bro, that shit was like unnecessary. Like that shit he said about RubiRose was like super unnecessary, and it was just out of pocket. And like, she ain't have nothing to do with this. If your back and forth was supposed to be with Drewski, what was the purpose of you sitting here trying to throw RubiRose in it? But that's my point of just saying how just some niggas just got a different level of hate for Black women. So I'm not gonna. I feel like it's hard to even disagree or debate her, because I feel like if you look on social media good enough, you'll just see it's too much of that shit just out there for you to kind of like see and hit you dead in the face. But again, like I said, happy holidays. I feel like that was pretty much all the topics. If I missed anything, I mean, it is what it is. I'll holler at y'all next week anyway. Yeah, but that was pretty much it. Whoa, before I go, 21 Savage was out of fucking pocket. So 21 Savage was on a little white dude who do the haircuts, and he be popping up with niggas and giving. That's how he got popular, giving people free haircuts in Atlanta. I want to say he do be in Atlanta, but he be giving people free haircuts. He got popular for, I believe his name is Vic, and he be giving people free haircuts. Shout outs to Vic, because he do. I love them videos when he be just popping up giving people haircuts, and they be, while he giving them haircuts, they be telling their story, whatever they may be going through in life right now, and it just be so crazy a lot of the times. So he be finding people to cut, especially like older. I ain't gonna say older men, but men who may be like in their mid 20s, early 30s. They kind of, most of the time when he giving them a haircut, they really be going through it. But anyway, so him and 21 Savage was doing an interview. He asked 21 Savage to give him his list of his top 5 most lyrical rappers out of Atlanta, or this currently rapping, because of course he didn't go, I'm sure 21 Savage would have said, like Andre 3000 or something. So anyway, his list was, number 1 was 21 Savage, number 2 was JID, number 3 was Young Thug, number 4 was Lil Baby, number 5 was Future. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how the fuck 21 Savage thought he was number 1. Out of that list of just people in general, we talking about just off of lyrics, I probably would say JID probably needs to be number 1. Then I probably still would go Lil Baby number 2.
Oh, Future.
I'm just thinking about, like, he's saying lyricist.
Right, but more people relate to Future.
No, but I don't think that had to do with. I don't think that had to do with lyricism. If you talking about who got the most relatable music, then yeah, Future would be number 1. But you talking about lyrics, like what, like actual like lyricism, like putting words together, putting bars together. I don't know how 21 Savage. I mean, of course, I guess it's the male ego. You gonna put yourself 1. I don't know how the fuck he thought he should be number 1. But, I'm not putting 21 Savage number 1. And don't be 21 Savage be saying some shit. He probably put together, like, you talking about projects. He put together better projects than maybe probably Baby and Thug, but I'm still not putting like lyrics. No, I'm not doing it though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. Yeah, and that's
So he would
probably
be number 5.
Would 21 Savage be number 5? No, I feel like Young Thug should be number 5 to be honest. Like,
okay. So you were saying JID.
yeah, I'm gonna say JID. I'm gonna say JID, Lil Baby. I'm gonna say Lil Baby number 2 just off of that one verse off with the jump with him and Drake. No, 2 verses for Lil Baby. The reason why he should be number 2. The jump with him and Lil Durk went on the Keep Going joint off of the DJ Khaled album. He went crazy on that jump. 21 Savage, Young Thug, or Future. None of them 3 niggas got no verse like that. Period. So that alone, and then his verse and everybody favorite Lil Baby verse. What's that nigga? I'm in the. He was on that jump with Drake. And he said, "It's in the summer. I'm in the middle of the summer with my hoodie on. Something. I'm not a guilt. I'm not a goat, but I fit the description. Yeah, that one fucking verse right there. Those 2 verses from Lil Baby, nigga. Stop playing with Lil Baby. Like, let's be fucking serious. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Them 2 verses. Because I'm not going to disrespect JID because I know that's what JID is known for. So that's why I'm just putting him number 1 just off of GP because I know that's like he ain't known for making hits. People know JID for being a rapper's rapper. So I'm putting him on number 1 just off of GP. But songs that I know off the top of my head, Lil Baby would be number 1. But I'm just being realistic because I know what people know JID for.
But that's why when you even those two lines that you just what's name, you don't think Future got better lines than that to put over?
Nah, that I fit the he said I'm maybe not the GOAT, but I fit the description. Future don't got no ball harder than that, dog. That I'm not gonna lie. When Lil Baby said that verse, nigga, he had niggas in a chokehold. Everybody in their mother said he smoked and that's on a Drake song, and niggas said Lil Baby had the best verse. And that ain't just from me. That's from Joe Budden, from fucking everybody in their mother. I don't think not a person heard that verse and said that Drake that had the better verse than Lil Baby on that jump. When that nigga said, I may not be the GOAT, but I fit the description. And man, it's the middle of the summer with my hoodie. Man, nah, shout out to Lil Baby, dog. Stop. I can't wait for Wham to come out January 3rd. Again, we here each and every Tuesday. Happy holidays. Yeah, if you're listening to this on Christmas Eve, man, if you're out moving around, be safe. Please make it home safely. Give people some grace. Don't go too heavy on the horn. I'm going to say that all the way into the new year. Like, just give yourself some patience. If you leave in the house from today, when you hear this, until January 2nd, bro, everybody out moving out of the house with some place to go. Everybody got somewhere to go. Some people are moving a little bit more anxious. Some people are a little bit more off their rocker. They don't got it all upstairs. Bro, be careful on the horn. You do not have to beep at everybody. Now, let's be clear. I ain't sitting here saying the nigga sitting at the light and you can clear as they see them on their phone and they about to make you miss the light. Then hit the horn. But it don't be one of them people as soon as the light turn green. Me, like that shit. Like, come on, dog. That shit is annoying any time of the year. But during the holidays, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. People be just ready to just crash out for anything. And again, like I said, thoughts and prayers to anybody who are dealing with losing somebody over the holiday season. Because I know for a fact it just seemed like that shit be coming around like even super faster during the holidays. So again, thoughts and prayers to everybody who may be dealing with any type of seasonal depression, holiday depression. And we here each and every Tuesday. Bulture podcast, like, share, and subscribe. And I just want to say thank y'all again